really sweet.
It was great. I
He
loved
looked
it.
so nervous. I was like, oh, buddy, it's cool. I love you.
What I
I
love
should
about it
try
too
to
is it's so not EA, right? It's like EA is this big kind of corporate entity, and they have this cute little like game that you would not expect from them. It's almost as cute as the Minions.
It's really cute. Sorry.
Dude,
Very
anything
excited.
The Minions was so weird. Like, check out this Minions game.
First off, Minions are always going to be weird, and that's what I love about Minions. I have to say, the Plants vs. Zombie GW4 or 2 looked amazing.
skipping way
I was like,
stuff
dude,
we don't even know
I'm
yet.
playing games from the
He's
future,
already
people.
been to a couple E3s from now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
gonna
I was
go
like,
for the
in 2
future.
E3s, when we get 4, it's going to be fantastic.
They're gonna kill you when you go off stage. Just...
So what was your favorite game? Because we don't have a ton of time because we're a little late. What was your favorite time out of EA, each of you?
I would have said Mass Effect.
Yeah.
But that was just a trailer, and the
Exactly.
Battlefront stuff was pretty amazing.
And that was a real gameplay.
You could pilot the AT-AT.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I know. Pretty cool with the tow cable around and stuff like that.
Yes.
Pretty nice. Meg, same for you?
Yeah, same. Although I just because
Oh my
we're
God, I
gonna talk about
encountered
Star
the
Wars,
gorilla
Mirror's
in the
Edge
zoo area,
looks
Mother.
Awesome. I'm excited to see if they can actually
gorilla looks like
iterate what
DK.
they hope to iterate with the first one. I think it looks beautiful. I love all the color this time around. There was actually a city instead of
Yes.
just white walls and one dude standing by himself.
Exactly. It does feel like more lived in.
And
So, yeah,
also
very
VR
cool.
stuff. I mean, this is the year of VR, obviously.
Yeah.
Whereas last year was the year of, and also television in your thing.
Yes.
This is the year of, look, put a hat on and it's going to be amazing. And Mirror's Edge, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so sick and excited
Exactly. That's
at
gonna
the
be
same
Mirror's Edge
time. It's going to be
vomit.
so
Like,
amazing.
it just comes with a collector's bucket.
I just
You
can't.
vomit directly.
I'm so excited to get my wife's perspective
Yeah.
of VR because all of it, even now, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, I'm just playing Here's to the Storm," and I got very mad. But her coming in with me, and there's nothing that she can see, and I'm just like in a room being an idiot. I'm very excited for that. I think for me, I'm most excited, and this is weird. I was a big Old Republic guy.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited about the Knights of the Fallen Empire, I think is what it's called.
It has like 6 titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing that I loved about Old Republic was I didn't think it was a great MMO, but as I always said to my friends, it was the best co-op BioWare RPG experience that you could have.
Yeah.
I mean, it was amazing. So the fact that they were like, we're going back to our roots, we're going BioWare with this, it's going to be like a BioWare RPG, that got me the giggle feels.
Yeah, and that's exciting because I got into Old Republic a little late, so by the
Yeah.
time I started playing,
Fuck it,
everyone's like, oh, we're so
GTA
over this
5.
at this point. So I'm kind of excited to jump back into that. Also, Unravel and the Garden Warfare does look pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And we were talking about VR, playing Need for Speed.
Oh.
It looked
Need for Speed looked
awesome.
ridiculous.
It looked really good. Can you
Yeah.
imagine, like, actually sitting, like, feeling like you were in that vehicle?
Again, I think there's going to be a lot of. Although, was it Valve that came out and said they were like, our goal is nobody using our device gets sick.
Yeah,
And I was like, that is ballsy.
That's a great goal.
Yeah.
But I
Well, you
mean,
have to do it at a certain frame rate. They're saying like it actually has to be 90 frames per second.
oh wow.
Oh,
Or
weird.
otherwise you start to like lose it a little bit. But yeah,
Huh,
like 90 to 100 frames per second. John Carmack and the guys at Valve said that's the sweet spot where you sort of it feels more real. Because otherwise, if it's janky, then that's where you start to like.
Yeah,
lose
last year,
sense
2 E3s ago, actually, was I almost vomited on cameraman. Trying to I was sitting up in a chair and I was like, we're gonna have to.
Should have told us that. We could have had a whole setup.
We could have done
a viral moment on our
Guys, Meg Turner's gonna be here with some exclusive vomit.
Exclusive vomit.
Well, that was it was a cool press conference. Obviously, lots of great content. And yeah, leading off with Mass Effect, the brand new game. As you said, we didn't really see a lot of the gameplay, but it felt like we have a new name. It's not Mass Effect 4.
It's
Looks
nice
like
to
a new
have a
character.
date.
Sorry.
It's nice to have at least a release window now. They've announced it like twice.
I know, holiday
This is
20
the 13th announcement. Announced.
Holiday 2016, so we'll have to wait a little while for that. Probably next year at E3 we'll get to talk about more Mass
No, they're
Effect.
gonna announce it one more time.
Knowing this industry is probably the case. All right, guys, well, thanks for hanging out with us, watching the EA press conference together. We have a lot of stuff coming up. Todd Howard is in the green room. He will be with us live to answer your questions on Fallout 4 shortly. But right now, Jax, what are the people saying on social media about E3?
I bet you can guess. The big buzz out of EA is, of course, Star Wars Battlefront. Everyone's super excited about that. Battlefront wins at life, buying 5 copies out of mere respect, as you should. That's from Optic J. I don't totally know what this means, but awesome. EA Star Wars. When you fly in an X-Wing, it's a real X-Wing. I guess we'll maybe have to do some research on that and figure it all out together. Also, this was the big news, but there's something happening with yarn today. Yoshi's Woolly World was in our studio earlier, and they had these cool yarn creatures, this whole world, but then the Unravel guy comes to talk, and all of this stuff starts happening. Film Cow says, EA, sports, cars, men, more sports, danger zones, lasers, men, power, extreme, men, guns. tiny, adorable Yarn cutie. Flug Radiation says, this guy sounds like he's going to cry about Yarn. So we wanted to know, if you could have any character created out of Yarn, who do you want to see? Tweet us at YouTube E3 hashtag or at YouTube Gaming and let us know, and we'll tell you the answers in just a bit. Now I'm going to send it back over to
All right, thank you very much, Jax. Lots of excitement about E3. We've got tons of stuff coming up. The Ubi press conference will be at the top of the hour with Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and rumors of new Ubisoft game announcements as well. But right now, it's time for another exclusive here on YouTube Live at E3, the world premiere of the new trailer for King's Quest, and it has a subtitle now, A Night to Remember. Take a look at this.
Come in, Gwendolyn. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim. Sewn into the seams are many hidden adventures.
Tell me everything.
Hey, it's Graham the Wise.
When I was a much younger lad.
You look like a compassionate fellow.
Before I was a knight.
Greatest knight in all of Daventry.
Before I'd been to Daventry.
I see braveness in those eyes.
It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. No adorably cute, fuzzy, or tiny creature eyes will be accepted.
Nothing to see here.
Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
That was amazing.
All things considered, it was a pretty good first day in Daventry.
All right, we're back here on our set with Matt and Lindsay from The Odd Gentleman. Still have the hat that Roberta Williams gave you at the Game Awards when we announced this game. We saw in the trailer there, surprising to me that it's coming out in July, so we're a month away now from episode 1.
We're very close, yeah.
That's sooner than I thought.
It's
well, that's
very nerve-wracking. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you guys have made so much progress with this game since I visited you last fall to look at it. It's cool to hear like Christopher Lloyd in there as Graham doing the voice and the cinematics and everything coming together. So I know we've got actually some footage now of a demo. So you're going to show us some of the game. Tell us, what are we going to see?
Let's see.
We'll see. Exactly. Here we go. Chapter 1, A Night to Remember, and as you mentioned, it's coming out in July. So this is this the start of the game, or where?
Yeah, this is actually part of the opening of the game. So we start out by paying tribute to King's Quest 1.
Yep.
And we tell the story about how Graham got the magic mirror, which in the first game is how he became king. So we get to sort of play around with that a little bit in the very start of the game.
Wow, very cool. Now, Lindsay, you guys have been, obviously spending time with Ken and Roberta Williams. They blessed it. It was awesome to have them at Game Awards talking about this. For people that may not be familiar with King's Quest, because we have an affinity for it, but there are lots of people on YouTube probably watching who don't necessarily know King's Quest. What does this franchise mean to you guys? Why is King's Quest so important to you?
And King's Quest is one of the first really story-oriented games any of us played. When you came into this world, it was something that was vibrant and beautiful and had this kind of fantastical lore all created into it. And you explored it using just text in the very first one, which is truly incredible. You're trying to figure out your first interaction, and for me, that happened to be drowning.
Yeah.
I walked right into the moat, drowned, and was trying to type up what I could as fast as I could. I think I was 7.
And you would die a lot.
Yes, died a lot, and had a fun time just exploring anything you could do, and it really paid into the curiosity of the player.
Right.
And that's something we also really wanted to capture in what we did.
Right. And one of the things I think people wondered about this game when you first talked about it, it's it's an adventure game, but there are action elements to it. People know, like the Telltale games, which are very, very story-driven. Feels like this is a bit more of a hybrid in that there's lots of great story and narrative to it, but you guys are very focused on playability and there is some action to it, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's light action, but the main part of the game is puzzle-oriented stories. We really would look at a moment and try to decide what gameplay would work best for that moment. And that's something that Roberta and Ken sort of shared with us is when they were making adventure games, it was important to them to tell the story. And using it, it didn't necessarily always have to be a certain type of puzzle or a certain type of mechanic, but what's the best mechanic to tell the story that we're trying to tell.
Wow. Now, this first episode, you guys are building this as an episodic game.
Ubisoft should be starting in about 10 minutes if anybody here is interested.
So Chapter 1, late July, is going to be the first part that tells the story about how King Graham actually became a knight.
Okay.
And then we deal with his whole life frame. So, you know, from a very young squire to a very old man.
Right. Wow. So it looks, visually it looks incredible. Obviously a lot of voiceover and dialogue throughout it. Tell us about some of the puzzles. I mean, is it sort of typical Sierra where it's like you're collecting inventory items and combining them and things like that?
Yeah, the core of it is, there's a big open map. When the game actually gets into it, it's a big open map, just like the old King's Quest games. Yeah. And you can go wherever you want, and you can solve the puzzles in whatever order you want, and that actually changes the context of the story. Okay. And a lot of it is, inventory-style puzzles where you have to use something in combination with something else. Right. We're also doing dialogue puzzles and things like that in the game. And we got an awesome voice cast that we're super excited
I love
about.
Exactly. That was really an honor to work with those guys.
No, it's cool. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd and I'm sure other great folks all in there. But yeah, you should look at the level of the animation and, it feels like an animated movie, but then obviously brought to life with a lot of great Sierra-style puzzles. So, episodic games, people always wonder, sort of how long are they? Is this the start of something? It sounds like this is a pretty meaty chunk of game, right?
So the game is about as long as it needs to be.
Right.
Working with Sierra, they've actually been...
It's a cop-out, as long as it needs to be.
Working with Sierra, they didn't give us any sort of arbitrary, it needs to be this long. Right. So it just ended up being actually quite long, especially if you want to compare it to other sort of episodic games. But we had a lot to do in this first chapter. We had to introduce the whole world and all the characters, so it's really hefty. There's a lot of gameplay in it. There's a lot of story.
So obviously, this episode 1, you guys will continue kind of working on future episodes. So this is The Odd Gentleman. Will be very focused on all things King's Quest.
Yeah, we're already on to chapter 2.
Yep.
So.
Wow, well, that's really, really cool to see how far you guys have come with it, and the fact that it's coming out this soon is fantastic. So hopefully we'll get to see more of it in the weeks ahead as you guys get ready for more of it. Well, thanks for coming by to give us a little sneak peek at King's Quest. End of July, it'll be out on what, Xbox, PlayStation?
A lot of stuff. 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Yeah.
Wow, all right.
And actually at the show, and first announced here, we're going to be at the Xbox booth. So if you want to come by, you can come by and check it out.
All right. Well,
and the hat will be there too if you want to try to get
maybe
it.
On my head. We'll see.
The hat goes everywhere. All right. Well, thanks very much, Matt and Lizzie from The Odd Gentleman. King's Quest, personal favorite of mine, where I started playing those games back when I was a young kid. So great to see them brought back to life with such authenticity as well. All right. We're going to head over to Jackie, who is hanging out there telling us what people are talking about. Jax, what's the word?
Hey. We actually got some great responses to our question. We asked you guys, which character would you like to see made out of yarn? Because there's bizarrely some connection happening at E3 with yarn. Never thought I'd be standing here at YouTube at E3 Live talking about yarn, but here we go. Let's see your answers to the question on Twitter. We have Mega Dave, who said, Sackboy. Oh, wait. Well done, Dave. YouTube Gaming, Sonic the Hedgehog, but I say Sonic for everything. No one's going to fault you for that, bonkers. Grandma Pancake says, Master Chief made of yarn would be pretty yarn rad. Very punny, Grandma Pancakes. And I would love to see GLaDOS made out of yarn. She would look so adorable, but still very deadly. And that'd be GLaDOS from Portal. That would actually be pretty awesome. Here are the big 3 what's trending. We have under PS4, we have Arkham Knight, Ratchet & Clank, Black Ops 3, no surprises, Nintendo Yoshi, 3DS, Star Fox. Halo, of course, is a big one of the day. Fallout, Gears of War, and Tomb Raider. And as always, our What's Trending is brought to you at YouTube Live at E3, presented by Gramercy Pictures Selfless, starring Ryan Reynolds, and out July 10th. Let's head back inside where Jeff has something else for us. What is that, Jeff?
We've got a real special moment, Jax, because if you were watching on YouTube last night, the Bethesda E3 showcase, if you were a gamer, you probably saw the news of Fallout 4 and Todd Howard's amazing 34-minute presentation of the game. It was 34 minutes. I counted it on the clock. Well,
I like to talk.
You like to show amazing games and great presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Howard is here
Thank
joining
you.
us for YouTube. Todd, congratulations,
seeing you
first of
again.
all. Good to have you out of hiding.
Yeah.
You
I've been-
disappear for time. We know you're working on something, but we don't know quite what it is.
Yeah, I like to be at the office making games,
Yeah.
so when we have something to say, we pop our heads up and do stuff like this. It's great to see you again.
It's good to see you as well.
It's good to
People
see
have been
this
waiting
still
for us to
going.
get back together. And now is
And
the
I
appropriate venue.
do always enjoy it where you make up features and ask me if they're actually real.
And then you go back and build them, right? No.
Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes. We get the pressure to do that.
Yes, so let's talk Fallout. There's so many questions that I think everyone has coming out of yesterday's presentation. Obviously, the big news that it's coming out this year.
Yep.
Why did you guys decide to wait so long to tell people about this one? Because I remember when we worked together on Skyrim, you sort of at the end of the previous year said, hey, it's coming in November. This year, you guys wanted to wait, obviously, till E3. So you must be very far along with where you're at with the game.
We are. We're almost done.
Yeah,
we're where we need
Ubisoft
to
should be
be for
starting soon,
release.
so here's the link to the
and
YouTube stream.
I mean, part of that is, I think people talk about their games, like, personally too early.
Yeah.
I like the moment of finding out about something and that swell of excitement.
If you can keep it secret.
That was hard. Well, we obviously had some leaks.
Right.
But, on the scheme of the game and how big it is, we had very little.
Yeah.
And the fact that the mobile game didn't leak at all, and we have, everybody in the company has it on their phone playing it.
Right.
That was really great. So I just think that kind of wave of excitement, like I want to get excited about things and like not have to wait a year or hear things and it gets delayed. So the other thing is going into the next gen, and our games are really big. We're kind of iterating on features and figuring out what is it really going to be? What do we really want to talk about?
Yeah.
And that takes us a while sometimes.
Absolutely. Well, you showed the game obviously the first time a couple weeks ago with the trailer, and then last night went into a lot of the cool features. One of the most interesting things is to me, I'm always interested in the narrative, and I know you guys aren't talking a lot about sort of the main quest or storyline, but you obviously have fully voiced protagonist now, character.
We do,
and that
yes.
was that's a new shift for you guys. Tell me about. Was that something that you iterated on that idea over the years, or from day one did you say we want to do this, or how did you come to that decision?
Well, one of the things we looked at coming out of Skyrim was how do we tell a good story while maintaining a big open world where you can do what you want. Like at the end of the day, you're sacrificing some control over the good flow of a story to let the players do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Having a voice on a character lets you hit those emotional beats just a lot better. If you were to take away what we've done before and you were to do a game like this, you'd have the character voice. But it was a debate.
Right.
What are we going to sacrifice if we have a voice? And we did get two great voice actors for the male and the female, and that really helped. And then the ability, they've been recording a ton over the last 2 years. And so each of them have recorded just right now, it'll be more, over 13,000 lines of dialogue.
Wow.
So it's part of its logistics. Can you pull it off and not have it hold you back from all of the different options that you would want in a dialogue system?
Because you're working in this, your bunker there for 3-4 years thinking about this. Was that something from day one? You're like, I want to do this, and then you try it.
It was day one, yes.
And then did you have doubt along the way? You're like, I don't know if that's working anymore, or did it? I guess you find your way as you go through this.
We were committed to trying it,
Yeah.
and we did different systems with the interface and things like that. And when you jump in, and what's the text that you put on the screen?
Right.
So what do you have on the screen versus then what comes out of the character's mouth, and how does that all flow?
Yeah.
We actually, what you're seeing in the demo is that the cameras are cinematic. That was a late addition.
Okay.
The first thing we did was make it all work first person.
Ah.
Just like another way, like when you roll over
Yeah.
something and you go to activate it, characters are the same way. So you roll over them, the buttons come up.
Huh.
So you could literally play this first person, and we haven't shown it yet, but eventually we will, and then you can just look away and then start doing something, and the guy's waiting for an answer,
Right.
and then you look back and the prompts come up.
Okay.
So it's not like a mode you're locked into. It's another way of activating something like you would your gun or the door, or
Right.
I look at you and I want to say this, and it actually let us do multiple characters in a conversation, and we actually got to the point where you could have 2 conversations at once. It's rare. We don't want that to happen, but you could give this guy an answer, move away, and give that guy an answer.
More freeform to be. Oh, that's
and
interesting.
that's really, we want, player agency is really, really big for us. So it took a long time to get there, but it has really worked out well.
That's amazing. Well, visually it obviously looks great, and we love what you're doing, sort of in terms of storytelling with it. wanted to ask you about sort of, the genre of, RPG and what you've been building with it. I mean, there are lots of people now that are focusing on, like, how do we make these things more online? How do we bring players into the world? Is this still strictly sort of a straight single-player experience?
It is.
Okay.
We always kind of, if we did multiplayer, what would we do when we have good ideas? But at the end of the day, we're still about the same size as the game we did with Skyrim, and our hearts are really in single player, and that's what we want to focus on and make it the best it can be. So yeah, that's still what we're doing.
But very cool, obviously, mod, and you mentioned this morning in Xbox that mods are going to move to, Xbox, which is amazing. I mean, you look at the Skyrim mod community on Steam, it's just insane to sort of think of the world you're building and then where people are going to take it. Are you thinking, from a story perspective, how you're going to let people sort of play in the world even more and sort of, play with story and dialogue and things like
mods
that?
in particular?
Yeah, mods, yeah.
I mean, our view in mods are that the community will figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, they'll make the stuff they want, and they make so much of it that the high-quality stuff and the stuff people want kind of bubbles to the top. And we just want to provide the tools and infrastructure to make it all work smoothly.
Yeah.
And being able to do that on the Xbox now, and I want to be clear, actually, that feature is not coming out at launch.
Okay.
So, like Skyrim, the creation kit's going to come out soon after, probably very early 16.
Okay.
And then the mod
For everybody, right?
on the PC,
PC,
on the
right,
PC,
yeah.
right? So the creation kit is just a PC thing.
Yeah.
And then the Xbox One part of that will come after that.
Okay.
And then after that, we do hope to get it on PS4 as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, absolutely. We want to get this to everybody, but there's a lot of hard work that has to happen.
Yeah.
And our relationship with Microsoft over the years makes that, and the PC connection
Right.
makes it the best place to do it first.
Absolutely. Well, it's been an amazing E3. I can't wait to see more of Fallout 4. I guess this is going to be an onslaught of Fallout now because you only
You
have
can
a few
compress
months.
it all into
Exactly.
like 5 months, and so yeah, it'll be compressed.
Well, congratulations, obviously, an early contender for Game
Early
of the Show
contender
already.
for Game of the
Can't wait
Show.
to
Oh
go,
my God.
Hopefully, hands-on try this.
Are you
thing
listening to the
soon,
stream?
And, we'll see you hopefully this fall. You may need to reserve December for
Okay.
a little award show.
We'll wait and
All
see.
right. We'll see, Todd. Exactly. All
Let's
right.
get this
Well,
done.
still much more to come here on YouTube Live at E3. Ubisoft's press conference is coming up at the top of the hour. Sony's briefing is at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. And we've also got an exclusive Rock Band 4 demo. Peter Moore from EA stopping by to recap all the big EA news, including the brand new Mass Effect. When we return, game director Marty Stratton will be here to dive into another title from Bethesda, Doom. Stick around. All right, we are only about 10 minutes away from the Ubisoft press conference where we'll see new content on Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Rainbow Six, The Division, and many other things from Ubi, and we'll have that live for you right here on YouTube with the most reliable, high-quality stream you can get out there. You'll want to stick around for that. But first, when the original Doom burst onto the scene back in 1993, I remember as a kid, I downloaded the shareware version up in Toronto. It changed my life. It made me want to honestly get in the video game industry. Well, now it's time for a brand new Doom. It's going to happen early in the spring of
Where's the
2016.
Ubisoft press conference? Is it
And
even on this
to
one?
join us
What
to
the
tell
fuck
us
is
more
it?
about it is game director Marty Stratton from id. Marty, congratulations. A big night for Doom last night. I got to see this game last year at QuakeCon.
Yes, you did.
Down in Dallas, but the public didn't, and you guys, it's almost a year later. You
It should have started.
That level, but you saw another level. I mean, there was a lot of Doom last night.
We wanted to give everybody a taste of what we're doing. It was fun to have you down last QuakeCon.
Absolutely.
I was really surprised none of that stuff leaked from then. We had a lot of people there, but
the fans are loyal.
Yes, they are. They really loved it. Yeah, so we showed a little bit of this last year at QuakeCon, and then dove into
Nintendo has some
Hell
big
a little bit
megatons
last
for
night,
tomorrow.
gave people a taste of that stuff as well.
Now, the thing that struck me when I remember seeing it last year at QuakeCon, and even still true today, there's this visceral sense of action, which is, really, Doom is known for, and there's certainly a level of gore and whatnot that you're trying to push this. When you think of like the first-person shooter genre, I mean, there's so many different types of games. What do you think is unique about Doom? I mean, for me, when I was growing up playing it, it was just the fact that it was in 3D and the visuals.
Sure.
But now, when you look at like this compared to other shooters, what do you want Doom to stand for?
I think what we love most about it is just the style of play, and it really is inspired by those original Doom games. The fast movement and even just the level of violence. I mean, there's not a lot of games where you get to kind of be this creative in your killing. We almost refer to these arenas as skate parks.
I remember the key card where you have the guy's hand.
Yeah, with the hand. Yeah, it's one of the fun things about working at id. You get to sit around in a meeting and talk about how many ways you can rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it, or these things that we call glory kills, these execution moves. It's a system that our animation team really kind of championed from the beginning, and based it off those original
glory kills, you call them?
Yeah, we call them glory kills. It's kind of been a term that's stuck around the office.
Yes.
So it's about fast-paced movement, just like
see who I encountered
and fighting the forces of hell with your massive arsenal.
Now, let me ask you about the story of it, because Doom is not necessarily known for deep story, but it's like shooters often have stories and single-player campaigns.
Sure.
How are you telling story? I mean, how much story and dialogue and character development is this versus just raw action?
Well, we're not talking a ton about the story right now, but I think we'll surprise some people with the way we're approaching
and
it.
Bethesda's known. I mean, look at Wolf last year. I mean, there's always cool stories. I feel like Bethesda's known for great narrative.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're approaching this as a bit of an origin title.
Yeah.
And we're gonna dive a little bit into kind of the Doomarine, leave the player asking some questions about who they are and what their real purpose is. But we know that people come to a Doom game to play against the demons, to fight demons.
The Ubisoft press conference is a bit late,
so to speak, and so we keep the story.
That's our first swear on YouTube.
I think we can do that, right? 6 minutes.
I hope so.
What?
Let's do it.
So is it? How long till it
starts?
It was supposed to start at
that's true.
3:45, but
it hasn't started yet. After the EAs, it said it would start at the top of the hour, so I don't know if they changed the schedule.
Yeah, we showed a lot last night, so I'm not going to go too far beyond what you got to watch the video and kind of watch when that weapon wheel pops up.
Yeah.
How much is the new mechanic for us that we really like. It's
how much
one of
is
those things you kind of you watch it and you're like,
how
that's,
much?
That's pretty cool. But then when you play it and in the course of
I think
action,
it was $6.90. Or it's either six. It was like $6.99.
Fast switching and stuff like that. But we needed a way for players to carry their entire arsenal. It's a Doom game, so you want to have all your guns with you.
All I have are the number keys on my keyboard.
Yeah, well, you can use those just like you could normally. But on a controller, it's great to pull that up and have that kind of slow motion.
If you get it, be prepared for a lot of grinding.
Slows it down for a second, gives you the opportunity to select which weapon you go to. And we did tease the BFG a little bit there last night at the very end. So keeping it very inspired by that original. Our weapons team has done a great job.
Yeah, well, it's really exciting. And spring 2016, right?
Absolutely. Yep, we're on a collision course. So
the YouTube stream looks really good.
Bethesda's gonna be very prolific. You got Fallout.
I don't know why everybody's watching Twitch.
Absolutely.
And
they're all very
Twitch
different
stream.
games. That's what I love about it. I mean, it's just you can love all of those games and enjoy them all in a different way.
Yeah, and it was a great press conference. We can't wait to see more of Doom. Thanks for stopping by, Marty.
Thank you very much. Really
good
appreciate
luck to you and everyone at the id team. Jax, back to you. What's happening?
Fallout is happening. Everyone's still really buzzing about Fallout 4 and, of course, Fallout Shelter. Let's take a look at the E3 buzz. Not Seabass says, Fallout Shelter satisfies my lack of Animal Crossing for now. Cameron Jansen says, Fallout Shelter is honestly the best iPhone game I have ever played. I am addicted. Hashtag Fallout Shelter. We are about halfway through our coverage today, and here's what people are saying. Rapid Fire Films. Well, November is going to be an expensive month for me. Star Wars Battlefront, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Fallout 4, Need for Speed. And the worst thing about E3, Fallout and Battlefront, both come out in November. So you've got June, July, August, September, October. 6 months to save up your pennies, kids. All right, here are our top trends. No surprises at the top. Star Wars Battlefront is crushing. And just so you guys know, we reset the numbers halfway through the day to kind of give everyone a fair shot. We are right at the halfway point. We're about 4 minutes away from the Ubisoft conference. We also have Sony later on today. So start hitting us at YouTube E3 hashtag and at YouTube Gaming. And let us know what you guys are excited about and what you expect to be coming up. And we'll talk to you more about it after the conference. But before we send it to that, we're going to send it back to Jeff.
All right, thank you very much, Jax. We are getting ready for, yes, the Ubisoft press conference. But first, we've got some special guests. My BlizzCon co-host, Michelle Morrow. Michelle, it's great to see you.
It is good to see you again,
Heroes of
Jeffrey.
the Dorm host. It's like you're everywhere now. Nerdist.
I know, right? Nerdist.
OS.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be here with Malik and Dan Casey, but they got running a little late from the EA
All we
EA
need
press
is you,
today.
Michelle.
Yeah. I'm just happy to see you, Jeff.
EA did run a little late, so
Yes.
we pressed everything down. We've also got Typical Gamer and Hike Place. Hike Place. That's better. I was going to say, you have your full name there, and it's like,
Don't
how do
worry
you say
about
it?
it. Hike Place. No, it's
You're
right.
not going to say your last name. All right, good. All right. Well, great to have you guys with us. So we're leading into Ubisoft at E3. We've got 3 minutes, believe it or not, because EA decided to take an extra 25 minutes with their press conference. So quickly, Michelle, guys, what are you expecting from Ubisoft?
I would just love if they came out and announced and they just said, Uplay is canceled. Can that happen?
Is that a mic drop moment?
Boom, and then out. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Probably not, yeah.
So for you guys, I mean, there's Rainbow Six, there's The Division, rumors of another game that Ubisoft would announce. They usually announce something like, every year. Is there anything that you guys are really excited about that you want to see for the next hour?
The main thing I'm thinking about right now is Rock Band. Like, we're going to have to do that later.
You're going to play Rock Band later, right?
Yeah. So,
at
4 o'clock right here. So that's the only thing that's going through my mind, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait.
What instrument are you going to play?
I'm going to try to get lead guitarist, but I haven't played in like a year or so or more.
Okay. Yeah, Rock Band 4, we're doing a live demo with a bunch of YouTube creators. You're going to be in it on too, right?
Yeah. They said I can smash the guitar, so it's all good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We're going to do a guitar fight in the middle of like a dance.
All right, I'll brace for impact on that, I guess. All right, well, that's
some kiss at the end.
So do you guys, are there other E3 games that you guys are really excited about? What have you seen so far? What are you excited about seeing?
Well, I'm really excited about the fact that there's backwards compatibility now, that's for sure.
Xbox One,
right after I purchased an Xbox 360 for my nephew. Like right after.
That's what's the thing is, like I was saying to someone earlier, I wanted to go back and play Red Dead Redemption a few months ago, and it's like, you can't. Because you have to like find the old...
You like go hook it up and do everything.
It's a shame, right? Because on PC, on Steam, you have like all your games. You don't even have to think about it. So, yeah, that was a good announcement. What about for you guys? Anything big games for you?
I would say because I actually went to the Microsoft press conference and saw it. How was the freaking 4GT coming from the ceiling?
Yeah, ceiling. That's cool.
I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
It's like an alien descending.
It's pretty cool, right?
The controller is really cool.
Yeah.
The controller is like, that's like...
Have you gone hands-on with it yet?
I have not.
Okay, that looks really cool. No, but it looks really cool.
The paddles and the trigger stops and stuff. I thought that was really cool.
Xbox for the core.
What are you guys excited about? You've been seeing all this stuff all day long.
Yeah,
What are you
Jeff,
excited about?
I want to know what Jeff
Let's
Keighley's most excited about.
I would say, out of all the stuff, I mean, Fallout looks incredible, right? That was really big. That's probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
Xbox a lot of I thought Rise of the Tomb Raider actually looked really good this morning. I'm excited about PlayStation tonight, like new Uncharted, which is like one of my favorite franchises.
Yeah,
so we're going to see that. I love my Uncharted, so we'll see. And I hope there'll be some surprises, right?
You know what we were waiting for and hoping for, like at the end of Fallout, right as they're wrapping it up, that they would announce. That's such a great game that we were hoping for. At the end of it, they would just go, oh, by the way, we're going to have multiplayer.
I know. I just asked Todd Howard. He said no multiplayer. So sorry. All right, well, we're going to head over to the Ubisoft press conference right now with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Demo, the CEO, will be live on stage with Aisha Tyler. Enjoy it live right here on YouTube.
In before Shay.
Hashtag Girlwood.
king has risen, and in his reign the kingdoms of human and elf are united. The relic which threatened to destroy all was cast out to sea, seemingly forgotten. But now a new foe has awakened, the relic reclaimed, and what was once a powerful union lies fractured throughout the lands.
All right, who put the stick of truth in the toilet? That is not funny. This is a holy relic.
Oh, a sequel to Stick of Truth.
We agreed to get rid of the stick. Why tempt its power again? That was barely even an RPG, Cal. The combat sucked. We're going to do it bigger, and we will settle for nothing less than a 9-5 on GameSpot. A dark sorcerer has emerged. Who is it? Tell us, great mage of Xantros.
Oh man, I have no idea what's going on right now.
We're under attack, and the new kid is stuck in a dream level. No dream levels. This game has to be sweet, lad. Show yourself, villain. Ha-ha! Your superpowers are no match for me, Coon and friends. Coon and friends? Ah, shit, we got the wrong game. Everybody switch games. We're playing superheroes now. Coon friends! Yeah!
Is this why the South Park season was so short?
We're not playing games anymore, Mom. This time, it's serious. South Park, the fractured butthole.
Now available for pre-order.
Yeah, everyone pre-order. That's a good idea. Shut up, Butters!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome two of my
She already
favorite
looks
human
annoyed.
beings
Oh,
in the
God.
entire world. Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
He's the Queen Negress.
What's up? How you guys doing? First of all, I just like to say that these mics are fucking dumb. And I feel like
Oh
an
my
idiot
God.
wearing it.
Don't act like you don't wear those during sex every single
at
night,
these.
my friend.
Look at this.
you. You guys look great. Come on.
Thank you.
You look like you're going to take my order. I want French fries. Supersize it.
Yeah.
First of all, the trailer for the game looks amazing. Are you guys excited about it?
Yeah.
It's weird
I
because you
stuttering.
don't seem like you are.
Yeah.
And also,
We're great.
I feel
Just
like
these mics. That,
it's
you
the
know.
mics that just
Yeah,
stick.
it's the mics are throwing us, but
Just
okay. Yeah, we don't know
joints
what to do
opening.
with our hands.
Pockets
my God.
or inside your pants.
Right.
I read that you guys, after the last game, said that you were never, ever, ever going to make another video game again.
That's true. And, but the big thing is we're kind of whiny babies. And we just realized that at the end, right at the end of Stick of Truth, we kind of learned how to make video games. And it was kind of too late.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, fuck, now we know how to make a good video game.
Yeah.
So we have a good template to do it. And we thought, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, we might regret it, but we're doing it again. Yeah.
Look, I want to say, knowing you two, I don't think a fear of regret has ever kept you from doing anything. I think that has to be you've done some.
We've had some regrets.
Yeah, I'm saying
we've had
just
some regrets,
power
yeah.
through it. Now, who are you working with on this game?
We're working with Ubisoft San Francisco, and it's
Yeah.
basically, yeah, obviously, friend of the crowd for that. It's it's the next chapter. It continues the story of Stick of Truth, where you're the new kid, and you now have moved to South Park. But now the kids are playing, obviously, superheroes, and so we get really into your backstory as the new kid of what, like any superhero adventure, like we get into your backstory of why your butthole is so amazing, basically.
Yeah.
Deep into that butthole story. We're gonna get deep into your butthole. Yeah, deep into your butthole on this one. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, sweeter, more kind words have never been spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the legends of South Park, Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
Thank you.
Wear those microphones home. I love you. Mwah.
Bye.
Mwah. Give it up, Trey and Matt. I know! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ubisoft's E3 215, that's not a year, 2015 press conference. If it was 215, we'd have no technology. We'd all be incredibly miserable, staring into our hands, waiting for somebody to tweet us back. I am so insanely happy to be here today. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is a super special time of year because I love games, and I think it's the rare time of year that journalists, developers, gamers, and fans of the industry get to come together in one place and collectively lose our shit. So I am so happy to be here. On behalf of the UB team, I want to welcome everybody here to the historic Orpheum Theater in LA, as well as all the gamers, fans, and journalists tuned in online from all over the world. And we have got a very special welcome here for some of our most dedicated fans, Ubisoft star players who are here from around the globe. Please stand and wave. Take your moment in the sun.
What if we don't stand or wave? Yeah, what if they're in like a
You guys
wheelchair or
look
something?
amazing. Some of you look more amazing than others.
Oh god. Dropping all the F-bombs.
I bet the rest of you wish you had more than just a fucking t-shirt.
All right,
but
sit
that's
down.
okay. We'll talk about it later. Cosplaying like a boss. Like a boss. All right, sit down. Few industries have consumers as passionate and personally invested as the gaming industry. One day you're on a message board calling for the abrupt, non-consensual removal of a CEO's reproductive organ on a message board, and the next thing you know, you've got a Far Cry logo tattooed on your face. And let's be honest, I think we all know this has been a very intense year for Ubisoft. And there's been no shortage of, shall we call it, constructive feedback.
Are you actually watching the Ubisoft
or
stream?
online teabagging, whatever you want to call it. But
I watched the other two.
I can say personally,
I watched EA.
that after working with these guys for 4 years,
I regret spending
Ubisoft
time on
teams
watching
listen and they
EA's.
take what you think
EA
very,
is
very
always the worst.
seriously.
They all they
believe
show
here
is
that
sports
passionate
games.
and honest feedback
There's
makes
a
the games better.
Pele,
Even if you have to dig through
Pele.
ear-burning NSFW, NSFW, guys, that's a word, Reddit thread to get it. You
I
know
just
what
want
I'm talking about.
Rayman. That's the
UB
only reason
team
I'm
has a
here.
single driving passion.
Yeah, but it's
they
obviously
love
not
games
gonna
and they
happen.
want to
Well,
make
hopefully it
kick-ass
does.
games that you want to play.
Please give me
And to
another
that end, ladies and
Rayman.
gentlemen,
Rayman is actually
please
like
welcome
the only thing you guys
with
do
all the
good.
surprises,
Well, it's Rayman's 20th
Ubisoft
anniversary,
CEO,
so maybe they have
Yves
Rayman
Guillemot.
4 ready.
It's short old guy.
How are you?
Yves Guillemot.
It's good to have you back, actually. You know,
What if they shut off
you know
Beyond
how
Good
excited
and
I am
Evil?
about this press conference. You guys are going to lose it.
Hopefully.
This is going to be awesome. Enjoy. Okay, thank you.
Because didn't they announce that
I love
like the
gaming.
sequel?
They announced that like
love the
5
people
years
that
ago.
I was gonna say they announced it a really long
But I
time ago.
also
They just
love
never
a lot
showed anything.
the
It's like in
people that
limbo
play
right
those
now.
games. So it's
Here's like Assassin's Creed.
at Ubisoft we do take risks. It has been part of our DNA from day one, and we
This
will
the
continue
prize.
to take risks to amaze gamers and create the games of tomorrow.
Enjoy it
And
now.
today I have a surprise for you, as we said. And this surprise is
Yeah,
a
it's different.
new IP in a new genre. And this
A
game
new IP
couldn't
in a new genre.
wait till the
And I
end of the
expect it
show.
not to be a
So
shooter.
enjoy it now.
Oh, look, it's Rayman.
It's Dark Souls 4.
Oh, new IP.
No,
What
it's
is this,
not a
like
new
The
IP,
Order?
It's Rayman.
It's The Order.
Definitely Rayman.
That's probably Vikings. Vikings.
The Order, Dark Souls 86. Look at all this color.
It's good and new part.
Medieval Warfare.
This might actually be. This actually looks sort of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Looks like Chivalry. Call of Duty Medieval Warfare.
Dude. It's just, okay, it looks like an RTS though. This literally looks like Chivalry. Yeah, well, like when it gets to like those close-up combat sections and then it goes overhead and it looks like an RTS.
Oh, that's true. Let's see.
I hope it's Chivalry. I hope it's a game like Chivalry because Chivalry is pretty fun.
But it said it was a new IP.
Well, yeah, but like Ubisoft's take on it. That, well, to be honest, Ubisoft's take on things might not always be. This looks promising. It looks cool.
This looks like
Rayman?
Rise.
That's
It's generic. So fucking generic.
No, it's just Rayman Garden Warfare.
Yeah.
With some good looking gameplay.
I know, I was gonna say. I just wish they'd show
Oh.
exactly what this is.
Oh, I see. It's an Assassin's Creed.
They never show gameplay at E3, so I'm not sure what you're
Or
expecting.
Honor.
The only company that actually shows gameplay is Nintendo.
Sony does it sometimes. I have hope. I think Sony is going to be pretty good tonight.
On the bear.
Who is
His
this
last
guy?
name's almost like mine.
Zach.
You should try
Ayamoto with his link sword. What's Boar's dead?
Oh, he's actually pretty
When you
close.
look
My dad
inside
also has
yourselves,
a long beard.
Does he have a walking stick?
He has a baseball bat.
Samurai, perhaps.
Close enough.
When your enemies are arriving at the gate, the sword is coming at your head. Would you turn and run? Would you stand and fight?
Okay, yeah, chivalry.
My name is Jason Vandenberg, creative director. For Honor offers you the opportunity to experience the adrenaline and the danger of a melee combat, visceral battlefield. Through a new type of gameplay that we call the art of battle, you will feel the weight of the weapon in your hand, the crash as you block the attack,
Oh.
the impact when you strike the
I think they're
winning
going to show
blow.
gameplay.
But bring your friends with you. Because while a single individual can win a fight, it takes a band of warriors to win a battle.
Not in a Fire Emblem.
And when
Two
I
teams
say
of four,
a band
it's
of warriors,
Splatoon DLC.
I mean 2 teams of 4 warriors
Okay,
in a
Dad,
live
you're embarrassing
multiplayer
me.
demonstration on console.
Oh, this is third person. Are you kidding me?
Just like Splatoon. Oh, QTs. Oh my god. This
It has
is...
QTs? I am not that ahead. Ugh.
Splatoon and Hyrule Warriors.
You will feel the weight of battle with QTEs.
You just got knifed in the nuts. What do?
What are you watching it on, Eric?
YouTube.
Oh god, this guy's quartered.
That guy ran, what a bitch.
Oh, there's a pink-haired girl with her, probably some social justice.
I was gonna say, she posted on Tumblr about social justice. You can already tell because of the hair.
Yeah.
She needs that attention, man.
Colored hair is the female fedora.
That was pretty cool. I'm sorry. This looks fun. Oh, he glitched. He clipped through him. That was a major glitch. Fix this shit.
So basically, this was like Titanfall multiplayer, where it's like 10,000 bots.
Yeah. Well, Leroy. Leroy, you're my man. You're a samurai.
But he's like literally sweating.
Is this Pokemon tournament?
No, Leroy, you fucked up. This is so scripted. Look at my pink hair, guys.
All those things, never mind. They slowly are.
All right, thank you very much. So, that was
Today.
just a tease of our current build. It's a taste of what For Honor has in store for you. But I know what you're thinking. And that looks pretty cool, Vandenberg.
Oh, that,
But when can we play?
alright.
How about noon tomorrow at the Ubisoft booth with a
I don't know, that looks pretty
100%
cool.
hands-on 4v4
looks
multiplayer
generic.
demo
Not
on
interested.
console.
I bet it's actually being played on PCs.
Yeah. It looked too good to be on the console.
Every
for those of
Ubisoft
you
game
watching
ever
at
has been
home,
downgraded.
go
Like
register
literally every
at
game they've shown.
forhonorgame.com.
The Division,
Get more
everything.
info
Watch
and
Dogs,
get a chance
every
to be
game
among the very
Ubisoft
first
shows.
Watch
to
Dogs
game.
is like super.
Thank you
Was a
very
special
much.
case of
Have a great
downgrading though.
E3.
Watch
Yeah.
Dogs just.
Nice.
Oh god.
That was awesome.
I hear A
Guys,
game
give
in
it
the
up for
back.
Jason
I'm not sure
Vandenberg.
what
Let
it
him
is.
hear it. For Honor Gaming Team. Oh, I'm walked to the gym. Now, I just want to say, that was super juicy. I really love that last beheading. These next two
Animal
games are
Crossing.
already fan favorites. And in response to the feedback from Ubisoft's incredibly engaged communities, the teams have created some incredibly cool expansion packs. Since the Cruise release last
I
year,
forgot this game
millions of
existed.
players have spent over 20 million hours free riding all across the United States.
What are they
That's
showing?
more than 3,000 times the distance from the
Neat
Earth
expansion
to the moon,
pack.
which,
Wait,
by
did
the
this
way,
come out?
you cannot drive.
Yeah,
The
yes.
Wild
for a
Run
while.
expansion pack introduces
Wow.
new larger-than-life vehicles
Yeah,
and gives you the
I know, I
chance to
feel the same
compete
way.
in ongoing
I forgot this
championships
is the
called
thing.
summits all over the United States.
As if we didn't get
Ladies and
enough
gentlemen,
cars, it's Microsoft.
start your engines.
Is the expansion you can drive through Canada now?
In-game footage.
I love how they put that in every trailer ever. In-game footage with the build that'll probably get downgraded at a
But
later
they say this
date.
every time, in-game footage. They've been saying this for like 5 years.
I hate it. It's stupid.
I guess
not
I've used
li-
my cutscenes.
Yeah. Wild You play. Disgusting. I hate this woman with a passion.
Yes. I just get excited. I want to run all over the stage. Now, if you think that was awesome, this next thing is incredible. I saw this next trailer in rehearsal, and there are absolutely no words to describe it, so just check it out.
Horsefoot.
Oh, look, a gun.
What is this?
Assassin's Creed's with guns.
No, it's actually something completely different. This is a rabbit riding a horse.
I actually have a headache right now.
No, this is a puma riding a unicorn with explosions around it. I'm not
Oh
even
my God.
joking. That
This
is
Puss in Boots. There's Puss in Boots.
Trials Fusion. Is this really like what they've been working on?
Looks like Puss in Boots. Where's Shrek?
Right?
You'll be like
There's Puss in Boots riding donkey.
It'll be a
That was
secret
just
level.
a
where he's
tiny
Stallion,
taste of the
baby.
Trials Fusion awesome level max
Looks like Puss in
expansion
Boots and
pack
Donkey from
that's
Shrek
coming
2.
out on the 14th of July on Xbox
When he
One,
gets
PS4,
Is there a
and for
human?
PC. And for any
Notice when Donkey
Trials
gets
Fusion
transformed
fan,
into
it's
the
the
stallion.
business. And if you
Oh, I
are
know, but the
even a
Shrek
tiny
turned into a
bit still
human.
on the fence about this, dude,
Yeah.
you're a cat riding a
Human Shrek.
fire-breathing unicorn. What are you, a robot?
It's Rayman.
Now, my
so
friends,
funny joke.
we're gonna make a hard right turn from kitties and unicorns.
Oh, she said
to a
feel. I'm
virus-ridden
done. I hate
urban
this.
hellscape.
Like,
Yes. We have having the same feel.
Prepare
at
your
this
bodies.
exact
What is that,
same
like a-
time.
your
Prepare
body
your
reference?
bodies
Because if it's not
for
the
one of
fishing
Ubi's
one, I'm
most
not.
highly anticipated games to date.
This is WCL, right?
It's time.
Yeah, Division 1 of
for
the
the
WCL.
Welcome to the stage, Ryan Barner, game director
look, it's,
on the
the
Division.
mice.
Give it up for Ryan. Bernard.
Yeah, I'm not buying the game
Say
unless
your last name
cool is
right,
playable.
Bernard.
How you doing, Aisha?
Hi, it's good to see you.
Is my mic working? All right, it's good
Yeah,
to see you.
yes,
Good to see you.
welcome.
All right, hello
oh, I
everyone.
hate how they just
so, as
spew
probably
out
most
different
of you
game genres
know
as if
from
this
judging
game is
from the response
anything
out
truthful
here,
to
The
those.
Division is an
Yeah, or if it's like
online,
anything.
open-world
They act like it's some
action
unique
RPG.
game when it's like.
But at its
Yeah,
core, it's
like,
a cooperative experience.
You're just trying to add as many
But
features
today,
from
we're
different
here
game
to
genres as
introduce
possible
you
so
to
that
the
you can
dark
fill
zone.
these
A
gaps.
walled-off,
It's probably
quarantined,
Zombie U
highly
rebranded.
contaminated area all through the middle of Manhattan. And it's here where, as a player, you have the choice whether to work
Wasn't that, like, rumored
alongside
to get,
other
like,
agents or turn
Ported?
against them. In the Dark Zone, we want you to experience
Zombie
the
U? Wasn't
tension and the fear
Zombie
and
U
the
was actually
paranoia
pretty good.
of playing in a
Was
place
it?
where
Isn't it
absolutely
like rumored to
anything
be
can
coming to
happen at
PS4
any
and
time.
Xbox?
That's what I just said. I thought it was getting
place where you
ported. I
can
heard there's a
trust
rumor
no
for
one.
it.
Yeah, like Hollywood.
That would kind of suck because
Exactly,
like
like
the gamepad
Hollywood.
actually made the game
So
better.
here's a glimpse of what could
I
happen
didn't
to
play
you
it because
in the Dark Zone.
at the
Hey,
like,
that's
all
not
games.
Corey in the house.
Black Friday sale.
Corey in the house.
It's a party every week, baby.
Sweet, let's do it.
Dark Zone.
Yep.
These game
Just got a
developers
mask
really
upgrade. I
want
wanna try it out
the
there
US to
and
blow
get us
up.
some good loot.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Microsoft's E3 conference like killed my enthusiasm.
Remember when we get in there,
I'm like,
it might
okay,
not be just
look.
us.
The Rare collection was okay.
The Rare's new IP, like, I feel like killing myself.
I just want the collection so that I can say.
I don't. Well, I want the collection, but I'm not buying an Xbox One for the collection. If I had one,
yeah.
I'd buy it. But guess what? I'm not buying one for the collection when I can already play those games elsewhere. If they actually released a new game that wasn't some fucking like pirate MMO, then you know. Like,
I was gonna say like the pirate MMO
it looks
really
terrible.
killed.
Like it looks terrible. It doesn't even look like a Rare game.
Behind you. Go ahead.
The
At
company
first
is
I
dead. It's totally dead.
It looked like Monkey Island at first. I was like, oh, is this like a Monkey Island 3D game?
It looks like a Fable ripoff.
We got 3 or 4 Rikers. Looks like
I
level
hate
11,
this like
an assault, a sniper, and
simulated
a
team voice chats they do.
Yeah, it's so
There's the
scripted.
You take the lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, let's do this quickly, okay?
This shit's so boring.
Everybody ready?
Yeah,
They did this with that
behind
other.
us. Other players.
Bastards.
They
What
have
was
You
Dark
can't
Zone.
even remember the name. It like proves the point.
Rainbow
Should we go
Six.
for it?
I don't know. We can't take them and the Rikers
Yeah,
at the same time.
What's the name of it? I don't remember, but they did it with
They
that
do.
game too.
I
And it
know.
was really stupid.
Oh, they're
They
going
were like,
Rikers.
it's Havoc.
All right, go. I'm gonna flank. Go.
This game reminds me
Brian, cover us.
of
Heads up,
Shit.
Let me see if I can take him.
Ghost Recon Future Soldier. This looks just like that.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
up.
and the lighting.
Get down. I got you. Go, go, go. Shit! Hit him on the left.
Yeah, the Wilhelm cry or whatever it's called.
Use it.
Here goes.
Nah, it's just
Press the buttons that appear on screen and win.
Love those games. This is truly an action RPG, open world, online,
Right, check out the
interactive
crate.
experience.
Let's see what these dead guys had.
Yeah.
You hear all those buzzwords?
social premium.
Interact.
Pre-order now. Get exclusive weapon skins.
Nice drop.
Nice. All right, where to?
Well, let's extract at Bryant's
So
park. That's pretty
boring.
close.
I feel like killing
Okay,
myself.
lead the way.
Not
All right.
really.
Looks like these other guys are coming with us.
So this is what New York looks like.
Pretty much.
Especially with flamethrowers.
Let's take them out.
But was with
Too
loot.
risky. They're all elite. Let's try not to pull aggro.
What are you talking about? There's 5 of us.
Yeah, 5 of us with loot that we want to hold on to. Trust me.
Why is the woman acting like such a bitch? Oh my god.
Follow me around this way.
Okay,
I'm not
right
even
behind you.
listening.
Yeah, I love the
Oh,
fake voice chat.
Yeah, like the fake simulated voice chat. The girl's acting like a bitch.
Brian,
The
how's it look?
guy's like, should we take him out? She's like, no.
All right. All clear. Let's spread out. Keep a lookout, guys. I'm going to call it in.
Okay, got you covered.
We're all clear. Let's extract.
Okay, we got 90 seconds. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone.
Always loot. They can never think of another word. Just loot.
I can't help thinking what
Loot,
these guys
loot,
have.
loot.
Want their loot?
I bet they're all
What do you think
literally
they got?
sweating.
Alright, there it is. Get ready.
Let's get the goods out of here.
No, but seriously, should we take their loot?
These guys?
Yeah.
There's 3 of us and 2 of them.
Well, we got 60 seconds. I say we do it.
Ryan, you game? All right, here comes the sticky. On my mark.
Go, shoot, shoot, shoot! Protocol initiated.
Get Zoe on the left there.
Alright, I got her.
Careful.
I'm running low on health.
Look out.
Friendly division agent is down.
Brian, what are you doing?
Brian, can you help him
Brian,
out? I'm
wow,
looting Zoe.
Brian.
Let's go, revive it, man. 15 seconds.
Brian, what are you waiting for?
Dude, clock's
Shit,
ticking. Let's
duck's
go.
clicking,
Go, go.
Brian.
Are you leaving?
Hostile agent neutralized.
That's what she gets. The fucking giant.
I got a helicopter just disappeared.
Everybody, let's clap.
Fucking fine.
Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy.
You know how I feel about this game. I loved it, even when the build wasn't finished.
Yes, when you weren't supposed to play.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Huge dick move.
He literally just made a
But,
DLC joke.
I just
Oh my
want to say,
god.
I mean this as a compliment. This game is looking like it needs to come with a giant barrel of Xanax. Terrifying.
Maybe DLC.
When does everybody else get to craft themselves in terror?
He didn't say maybe we'll add it in.
Well,
He said
for
maybe
those of
it'll
you
be
lucky enough to be
DLC.
with us here at E3 for the
That's the
first
thought
time, the
process of a
Division is
modern
hands-on
developer.
playable at our
Jesus
booth.
Christ.
So hopefully everyone will come by and play. We're excited about that.
Awesome.
And also for those of you at home who are clamoring to get your hands on the game early, we're happy to announce that we're going to be having betas on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC starting early next year. So everyone will get to play.
It's going to be super exciting. Now,
Oh wait, and please check that out to be able to figure out, get more information about the betas.
Sweet. Now that we know they're moving into beta, when is the game actually going to be available with everybody out there to play, buy, and put into their home box holes?
Yes, today we're super happy to announce that Tom Clancy's The Division will be released
Even Wii U?
on March 8th,
I was gonna say
2016
the Wii
on
U
all
too.
platforms simultaneously.
Yay!
Oh my god. Ubisoft hates this
Okay,
game.
let's see what game gets revealed so I can go take
thank you very
a
much,
bathroom
everyone.
break.
By
Have a
all
great
platforms,
E3.
including the
Bye for now,
NES
everybody.
too.
Let 'em hear it.
I like to play Division
I just,
on the
I did get to
NES.
play this game. It's tactical. It's terrifying. It's obviously incredibly
City
cool,
builder
so
games.
Can't wait for you guys to check it out on the floor. Now, next up this afternoon is the newest release of the critically acclaimed City Builder from Ubisoft's Blue Bytes.
Okay, I'm
So
departing
everybody
to
pack
go
up your
get.
astronaut
Yeah,
diapers
go-
because
go-
we are
go
departing
pee.
this.
I'm
planet.
departing for my bathroom break.
Run. You're gonna miss the best game.
Show fucking in-game footage. What the fuck?
Never gonna happen, boy.
This has nothing to do with a city builder. Come on.
It's in space.
This ain't Portal.
Here's a cinematic trailer that actually does not look like in-game footage.
BAW 705 heavy, hold position. Okay, you moving in a minute. BAW 705 heavy, holding a minute. 107 heavy, you're cleared to go. Opening all ground, check. 107 heavy, you are cleared to depart.
I still don't know.
It's Anno
what the fuck
2020.
this was.
Obviously,
At least you
the
got
moon
up
is
steak.
awesome, but you don't actually get to start on the moon. You have to earn your lunar
Oh,
landing.
here's a beta.
So the
More
following
beta.
gameplay sequence shows
Another
how you
beta.
can make your own giant leap for mankind. And if you want to test out the game, stay tuned
City
for the beta,
Skylines.
which starts later this year.
still isn't actual gameplay. Yes. Saw the title screen.
So we've had samurai, we've had fire-breathing unicorns, towelies, spaceships, virus-ridden dark zones. This has been a pretty meme-friendly show. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
You're actually sitting here and you are your own human life-size
All right.
meme. Tell me who you are.
Meme.
Well, I'm Rick from RBS
Why does you
Productions
have
NL,
to say
and,
that?
Ubisoft requested
Meme.
me here as Jacob Fry.
Jacob Fry from AC Syndicate.
Right. That's
Look insanely hot.
Nice line.
But a guy from your era probably has rickets
Nice
or
voice
something I
crack.
can catch, but you look amazing. We should come up with a meme really quickly for this show. Right now, I'm pitching who kept the Christmas lights on during the apocalypse, but there's got to be, and just Captain Picard like screaming that out. Do you have a meme you want to pitch?
Give me games.
Guys with rickets are super hot.
Well, if you're talking Picard, it will be engaged.
Okay, good. We did that together. All right. Standing next to me right now, my friends, is Jason Altman, the executive producer of our next game, looking just as foxy as Jacob Fry, with fewer rickets. With 110 million players, a billion songs danced, and more than 1 billion lifetime views on YouTube, this game franchise is one of the pillars
see that, Eric?
of the Ubisoft family.
Just see what?
Right?
They
It's
were
time for
talking
Just
about
Dance
memes.
2016.
It is indeed.
No.
Creating
I
one.
see Just Dance now.
I'm gonna leave it to you.
No, yeah, they would
It's the fans
talk
that
to
have
some
made
guy.
Just
They
Dance
were
the
like,
success that it is.
meme.
And because of them, I'm really proud to say that Just Dance has become the biggest
Well, it's not like there's
music
any
video game
competition.
franchise of all time.
I gave him his spotlight. So,
I think
now
the
we're
biggest
into
and the
this.
smallest.
Tell me what's happened since last year, because this has been amazing.
I think I have
We're back
stage
with Just Dance
5
2016 on all
cancer
motion
now.
platforms.
Oh my
And I got a little bit of news. You don't need a
Oh,
camera
Just Dance on the
connected
phone.
to your console to play the game. Anymore. You'll be able to use your smartphone as a controller to play Just Dance 2016.
Oh, Wii U.
If you have a camera-enabled console,
It's coming to Wii U.
you're good.
You're great.
But we know
Thank
many of
God.
you don't. And we're excited to be opening up the
Can't
game
wait.
to all console
Not
owners,
watching, but is
regardless
there
of their
anything
setup.
good so far?
And they're going to have a lot to look forward to. An awesome track list of huge hits, new features, and like always, a few surprises. Like this one.
What?
Who is this? And why is he
It's
on
Prince.
stage?
It's Prince.
What's Martin?
Fingerprints.
It's Martin.
Why is this necessary?
That's why he isn't in the call.
Yeah, that's why Martin's not in the
This is the modern American.
Why? Why? I got honey.
This is what I do every morning. He's a terrible singing voice.
Yeah, he's
Don't
not
talk
even
shit
good.
about Martin.
This is like bad.
You can look the part, man, but you aren't a good singer.
Wow, this is bad. Good job, Martin.
So high.
Oh my. This is so fucking bad.
God, his voice.
Martin, get up the stage, man.
So apparently, Aisha's wearing a gold necklace that says "Girl Would." Get up! Get up!
Hey, Papa! Give it up for Jason Derulo!
Is this guy actually like a professional?
I want to give you a huge
Does he get paid to
congratulations because your
sing?
album Everything Is For and
Apparently.
the single Want to Want
Why?
just hit #1 on the top 40 radio charts this morning. #1. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And it was amazing seeing you up there. You know, I had to stay up my seat.
You know what? I'm so glad this song is
Get
#1
up
this
there.
week and everything.
Get
but
over there.
The only
Just
thing is, I
grab
just
a
wish you came
bicycle
up
or
here and
something
danced
and
with us,
kick him
you
in
know
his
what I'm
nuts.
saying? It was-
I just, sadly, Jason, I am
I mean,
living
you're the
stumbling
closest
proof
one
that not all of our people can dance.
to the
That's just,
E3.
You know, there's got to be one. I missed that meeting, but I wanna get into it because I actually heard that you are actually a big fan of Just Dance.
Please don't make it a part of pop culture.
I love the idea
Jason
that,
Derulo.
music can inspire people, but I feel like this video game is such a part of pop culture, and I feel like it allows the young ones like my little niece who loves to play the game, and older folks
My
like
mammy
my mom
love the
who
game.
doesn't necessarily know how to dance, but it makes her feel like she could get it, so it inspires everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really great. And I'm really excited because this song is a huge hit. It's a #1 hit. It's going to be in the game. People are going to want to buy it. They're going to dance. They want to be like you. Can't be Jason Derulo, but you can be like
Yeah, I was
Jason
gonna say the same
Derulo.
thing.
So thank you so much for coming out today. That was so
pleasure.
exciting.
My pleasure. I appreciate
That was a big surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Give it up for Jason Derulo, everybody.
Selfie jokes, pop culture. Get it, guys?
So Aisha, before I run backstage and try to grab a selfie with Jason Derulo.
We are gonna fight
The
about
Wii.
that. We are.
Excuse me, sir. I think it'd be the
One
Wii
more
U.
thing to share. Just Dance 2016 will be available this October on all
Oh.
platforms. The Wii,
Oh, he
Xbox
says
360,
Wii
PS3. But we have something special for Wii U, Xbox One, and PS4
Oh,
players.
it's actually releasing on the Wii. Holy shit.
Just like those FIFA games that get released on the PS2 still.
Oh, what the fuck? Your PC needs a restart. It will restart several times as we install Windows 10. Windows 10 is already installed. What the fuck?
Install Windows 10.
We're introducing a streaming service that brings new songs all year long.
It's not even
and
giving
all
me
the
an
greatest
option
hits of
to
Just
cancel.
Dance
It's
straight to your
just
console.
rebooting in 15
It's something the fans
minutes.
have been asking for a long
Are you
time.
serious?
It's called Just Dance Unlimited, and it's the first
Well,
ever
actually, I think you should
dance
like.
on demand streaming
like it,
subscription service.
Awesome.
Anyone with a
Restart it
copy
right now.
of Just Dance
Just-
2016 on Wii U, Xbox
you're
One, or
not gonna miss
PS4
anything
will be
with
able to
this.
subscribe.
That's killer.
It
It's
is.
so great. That's just new, fresh content all the time. So great. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Everybody give it up for the other Jason, OJ, Jason Altman. Give it up. Come on, let's-
Gun. Oh, another shooting game. Just what I needed.
It was my pleasure.
I called you here today because we face dire circumstances.
Oh, look, there he is.
Our intelligence has confirmed the existence of a new threat.
So I
that is
just woke up. Eric, is
unlike
that
any
block
we've
phone
seen
thing
before.
real?
Yes.
This organization
Wow.
has the
I
ability
thought it was a
to
joke.
carry out attacks
You
anywhere
didn't just
in the
woke
world.
up. You just came off stage.
They are highly lethal and indiscriminate of age, religion, or nationality.
Very funny.
They had some black
The
guys
potential
thinking
for
he was like
loss of
worse than
human
Usher.
life and psychological terror is substantial.
And somebody on Neo got
and
post
cannot be
Ubisoft
ignored.
downgraded Usher.
What is this game?
They are the very definition
It's a shooter.
of an unknown quantity.
It's obviously a shooter. Is it like a zombie
Our
shooter?
choice of
That's
action is to
Oprah.
meet force
Hey, wait,
with
sis,
force.
that's Oprah.
As of this moment, my program is reactive.
That's literally
And I
Oprah.
am handing over command of all global field operations to you. Recruit
Well, wasn't this game
operators from
canceled?
among the world's foremost elite. Borders and protocols are irrelevant.
So did I miss anything funny?
Yes. You were on stage.
Ubisoft announced
We
a
must
sequel
be
to Stick
the
of Truth.
shield that safeguards the civilized world from those who wish to do it harm.
And,
No
uh,
power where our
was it
enemies
bad?
strike,
No,
no
it looks
matter what
good.
defense a coward
Oh,
provides.
with 16.
Team Rainbow must stand ready.
She talks about memes and memings.
Yeah, I'm gonna install Windows 10 right now. So
Do it.
I'll-
You don't just need it.
Now, if you
20
watched
minutes or
the
something.
conference last year, you know that I personally lost my shit when I saw Rainbow Six Siege. I was so excited. I love this franchise. Judging from the audience reaction, I think we're all having the same feeling about this game. It is close quarters combat like you have never experienced before. Everything is destructible. My friends, once you die,
Did Mirror's
stay
Edge get
dead.
shown?
It's explosive,
they want to
it's
have people
bone-rattling,
camping
it's
everywhere.
intense,
Yes, Mirror's
and it's
Edge
led by
2
an
was shown
equally
at EA.
intense
And
but
did
cool-headed
and
woman
did they bring out
by
an
the
8
name
on
of
stage or
Six.
something?
You probably
Oh.
recognized her in the cinematic
Thank
trailer,
God.
and now it is
There
my
was, like,
great
this,
honor
like-
in
to welcome to the
February
stage
2016.
the extraordinary Angela Bassett.
There was like this stupid line where Faith was like, "You gotta save the world, girl. You got this." Something like that.
Hi, lady. How are you, gorgeous?
A black lady on stage. Two black ladies on
I love
stage.
this game. I love this franchise. But now that you're in it, I don't even know.
I guess
I
Ubisoft's revealing Donkey Kong Country 6.
This is actually the first time that you've been in a video game.
My first time.
Right?
Really,
So tell me a
Eric?
little bit about that experience for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
That was
Aisha. Yeah, I played
unnecessary.
the role of Six. And
I
I'm
actually
the
like
deputy
Angela Bassett. She's
director
a
of the
good
Rainbow
actress.
Six Counterterrorism Unit. It has been a great experience so far.
She's been in
And,
American
I'm
Horror
all
Story.
about playing interesting characters, and
I
this
highly
definitely
doubt
must have
she'd
been
be on
for the-
stage
Yeah,
if Aisha
I
was
think
there.
actually people don't realize how complex
right.
video game acting can be. When I was in Watch Dogs, my character
They're
got
having a good
pancaked by
time
garbage
chatting
truck.
it up.
So I'm just happy to see that yours is a little bit more layered than my experience.
Yeah, Six managed to avoid all that, at least to my knowledge.
Right.
Yeah, well, mostly she just guides the Rainbow unit, to make sure that the operations has, all of the intel that they need to be able to eliminate threats.
Right. I mean, as an actress, it's incredible to be here with you because you've played everyone. Tina Turner, Dr. Betty Shabazz, Rosa Parks, now you're Marie Laveau in American Horror Story. Were there any ways in which doing this work differed from those other experiences for you?
Well, I've always gravitated toward characters that, challenge me as an actor. So in that respect, it wasn't very much different. And there was a lot of, stuff from a
What is
movie
with her
set or TV
outfit?
set
I
that
just
was
noticed there's like a
applicable to this.
triangle
It's
in
all
her
about
shirt.
character and it's all about story.
Sonya Neo guy says she looks
and I
more
was
real
able
in the
to really
game.
just take on the character and make it my own. And of course, you had the director who was there leading
It's
you. 'cause
plastic
you're,
surgery.
there alone. So you want to make sure that the stakes were heightened and you were exactly where you needed to be. And,
No, I don't want it to
for
be a
those
film,
gamers who
Aisha.
are out
That's
there
the
who are
fucking
taking
thing.
command.
Shut the fuck up.
And it's
I
an
hate
immersive
you.
experience. It's like living through a film, and with you in this film, we get to all play opposite you. So I know it's a dream come true for me. I can't wait to see what you've done with it. Ladies and gentlemen, truly one of the great actresses of our time. Please give it up for Angela Bassett.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Rayman 4.
Thank you.
It's not gonna happen at this point. I don't think so.
Thank you. Give it up for Angela Bassett, everybody.
It's gonna be their final reveal. Or Beyond Good and Evil 2.
All right. So far we've only been talking about multiplayer, but there is so much
Oh
more
God, they're
to
still talking
Siege.
about this
And here
game.
to tell us more about it, please
They're
welcome to the
not gonna
stage
stop.
Geneviève Forget, the community developer on Rainbow Six Siege.
Thanks, Aisha. Hi, everyone. Ever since we announced
Genevieve
at E3
Forget.
last year,
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna forget this
community
game.
has been asking about the solo and co-op experiences of our game.
I forgot I was even watching the stream right now.
We are glad to announce
That's how boring this is.
Deront is back.
I was excited for that
will be playable
Glory
solo
or
or
whatever.
with up to 4
Chivalry
friends.
2, yeah.
In
Yeah, Chivalry
Deront,
2 looks pretty
our
cool. I
players
ain't
will
gonna
be
lie.
facing the most
Eric's just-
challenging AI in a Rainbow Six game yet. The terrorists will be able to create a stronghold and lead an assault using destruction in unexpected ways. So let's see it in action. Our team's mission will be to disarm bombs set
This
in
is
a
a live
French
demo,
consulate.
not
We'll be following
staged
Team
or
Captain
scripted.
Chris Henry over here throughout this demo. Keep in mind that this is a live demo and anything can happen. We hope you enjoy. Chris, are you ready?
Yes, Jen, thank you.
Team, are you ready?
Look at this.
Yeah, of course.
Good
Yeah.
luck
Let's do
and
it.
have fun. Hope you enjoy.
Remember all the
All right,
demos
guys, let's
last
do
year
this.
that had people
Yep.
with controllers,
Why
but
don't you start heading to the
what they
right-hand
were
side
doing
of your
didn't
team? Yeah, let's go back for a second.
Yeah.
Let's go to the
on
left-hand
screen.
side here.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's what they're doing
Let me
this
see.
year again
No,
too.
there's nothing on the left.
It's pretty obvious.
I got the front door barricaded. It looks like the balcony up top, the two windows are barricaded too.
Okay.
So we stick close to Bruno here. Let's
it's
move
like
on.
all the
Yeah, let's
Connect
go.
demos. Same thing.
I see
an opening at the top floor through that window.
So basically, this is Call of Duty Search and Destroy the game.
Yup.
So it has a little more depth than Call of Duty.
Barely.
Not much.
The
Just a
genre's
little.
become homogenized.
It
All of
looks
these
more
games
like
are the same now.
Definitely doesn't look like Call of Duty. It looks more like
Okay,
Battlefield.
so we have two
the
guys
game.
inside. We could probably take them out quietly.
I like Rainbow Six
Tom
Vegas.
Clancy games are like barely resemble their former selves.
Okay, I'm gonna need the hands
Rainbow
here.
Six Vegas was
Anybody
really
else
fun
someone
when it
turn
came
inside?
out.
Everything's just become Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Okay, you wanna take them down and
You
go?
have to get the sales, Eric. Come on now.
2, 1, go.
Got him. Good job, guys.
Nice work.
Oh, press A to enter.
I wish he missed. That'd been better.
Press F to pay respects.
Take a look at the back of the picture. It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Bruno. Oh, there's Bruno.
Let's sit up here for a second, guys.
Huh?
Yep. I want to send my drone out and scout before we move up.
All those C4s, Jesus Christ! You don't need that many C4s to kill a single person or a group of people. A C4 can kill like 3 people.
Right here, and I got a lot of nitro cells set up just behind it. I also saw, I saw a bomber here in the middle of the hallway. Nico, can you send your drone out and start taking care of the drone, the traps?
Yeah, I'll send my shotgun.
Okay, careful.
And
yeah,
why
bomber's
is he
right there.
just
Hold
sitting
on.
next to it?
Why is there a blinking
Sorry,
light on it?
back.
It's
Okay, you're good, man.
he's
Just sit
using
back
the
now.
snake
Okay, good. Go for it.
camera thing. That's what they call it in Vegas. I don't know what they call it in this game.
It's coming back. I'll back up.
I have one shield here at the end of the hallway. I got a guy behind the desk.
Bruno, Mag, Gab, Nico. Hey!
Desk. Got one guy also behind a shield. Okay, you guys ready to move up?
Yeah, yes, we are. Go.
Gab, Nico, myself are gonna head down the main hallway. Bruno, Meg, come over here. Tear down the wall. Start coming down the left-hand side.
So
Yeah, I highly.
I'll give you some cover.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's not
You got a shield right in front of you.
sledgehammer to a wall is fine. No one hears that.
Well, I think the point is that they already know they're there.
We good? Yeah.
Yep.
Clear.
Okay, hey Nico, can you breach this door in front of us
Didn't
now?
seem like it. They did get shot back at.
You guys ready?
Wait, didn't they say this was supposed to be single player?
Moving forward.
I swear I heard them say this was supposed to be single
Yeah,
player.
they said this is like one of the single player missions.
Yeah, sure looks like
Yeah, okay, got it.
This is AI, like seriously run into the shield.
I love the fake gamer talk. Nobody actually plays games like this.
This is probably more proof that this is staged right now.
Well, it's so rehearsed. It's like,
Here, take this.
Nice work. Okay.
And thanks.
You're hurt, eh?
like, does anybody actually
pretty
play
hurt.
games like this?
The hallway's pretty open, so take cover behind my shield here.
Everybody just screams at each other and like
You guys can
barks
start moving up
orders.
on the left-hand side.
Yeah, take your time.
A couple of guys down at the end here.
There's a lot of them. 3 guys, 4.
Okay.
I didn't even turn to look that way.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, this is garbage. This is some of the worst AI I've ever seen in a shooter.
Got 1 down, 2 down. I'm reloading.
Yeah, nice aiming at your partner's back.
I know, right?
Start moving up.
Where's the friendly fire at, Ubisoft?
Going hard. Okay.
I see one more. Okay. I'm right behind you.
Go for it. Go for it.
Push up, push up.
Yeah.
Breaching.
Take a look on the right, Nico.
Yeah. Got my back?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Alright, breaching. The room's clear.
Clear. Hold on, Nico's clear on the right-hand side.
Havoc.
Yeah, I highly doubt people that hearing a bunch of explosions would just like stand right in front of doors.
Yeah, good job.
Let's set up here.
I'll take point in the front door and check the hallway there.
Mag, you see to your left there, there's a wall.
Yep.
Can you make a couple holes for me there? Sure. I'll keep an eye on the back stairs. Okay. So I'm gonna drop the diffuser right behind you. Yeah, I gotta go. You gotta hold it for a minute.
Yeah, we got this.
Let's do this.
Oh, so boring.
Diffuser down. Coming behind you, Gab.
Okay, I'm gonna create.
So, who's going to try to defuse the bomb?
Right now? Yeah, don't stand up, don't stand up.
Be careful with the windows, guys.
Another one, another one. 45 seconds left. Gab, I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look at the stairs real quick.
One in the hallway.
Oh, he just happened to know when the guy's
Yeah,
Another one in the hallway.
So what did I miss? Oh my god, this is still going on.
Yeah.
Charge mine, Gab, charge mine.
They missed the guy like he's looking down and they're seeing someone through the wall.
Don't move.
Not moving. Okay,
Check, back up. I got it.
I got it.
He's coming in the back windows. Back windows. They're in.
How are they losing this badly? Just you only need to shoot an opponent like 3 times in order to kill them. They can go guns blazing if they wanted to and they'd win.
Abort my back here.
I'm like literally in the headache.
5 seconds. Nice work. Hold it on, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up.
They lost.
I'm down. Nice work, guys. We got this.
They lost.
Let's go ahead to the other bomb. Nice
Good job.
work.
Yeah.
Now.
So you're looking forward to block form?
Well done, guys. You did it this time, huh?
Yeah, I still can't believe that's real.
All right. Thank you very much for this.
Well, it's gonna be my game of the year.
What you just saw was
Thought it was
one
someone
out
trolling.
of our 4 Terror Hunt
It's my game of
modes
the year.
that we'll have
What
in Rainbow
is?
Six
I've already
Siege,
pre-ordered it.
including
Block
Terror
form.
Hunt Classic. For those of you who are here in LA, we invite you to come to our booth to get a first hands-on experience of Terror Hunt, as well
Block
as
form.
try our new
E3
PvP mode
2015.
and map. And for everybody else back at home, we got something for you as well. We are glad to announce that our beta starts on September 24th.
What is this?
It will be available on all platforms, and you'll be able to play both PvP and Terror
Like
Hunt.
it even has that
Thank
like
you everyone
Adobe
so
Premiere
much, and
default
have a great
text.
show.
Genevieve Fournier, give it up for her and the Rainbow
What is
Six Siege
this?
team for that live demo. I actually watched those guys play that in rehearsal and they lost.
It's a new
so
third-party
just so you know, that's
exclusive
real
for the
gameplay. That's
Nintendo
first
Wii
time
U.
I've seen them win. I was like, oh, I kind of want to.
You also missed
I first fell in love with
Espresso
gaming,
the
I think,
Ostrich
like most
starring role.
old people like me did.
Oh my god.
Loitering around in
Yeah,
arcades.
well,
As a kid,
I
my
was
two best
thinking
friends were named
because
defenders.
Hours of
Microsoft got that,
fun.
Nintendo had to get
Kick it with
this.
Hubert. These were beautiful friendships based on a solid foundation of quarters. And while arcades are mostly gone now, that style of gameplay is alive and well, as evidenced by Trackmania Turbo.
I almost
Did you
thought
say
she said
This year, Trackmania
Shrekmania.
is finally
I swear
making
to
the
God, I
leap from
thought
PC
she
to new-gen
said
consoles,
Trackmania.
and it's bringing its thriving
Trackmania.
community
I'm not
of
watching anymore.
customizable
I
maps
just-
along with it.
I'm more interested in block form and this Ostrich Island thing. What's this right here they're showing? Splatoon?
Live fast. And before Sonic.
It's a new record for man. Yeah, that car is not gonna fall. Survive that drop.
It's Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, this is actually Mario Kart on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 9.
Look at the zero gravity. This is totally Mario Kart.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure how real this is. Is this CGI? Is this the actual game?
Everybody, please give it up for Tommy Francois and Francois Allo.
And before
Hello, everyone. Bonjour. That trailer was
Is that a
cut from
fedora?
gameplay footage and track replay. What you see is what you get. Now let's put our
No.
money where our mouth is and show you the game. Francois, make yourself at home and pick your favorite track. We all know that's 117. The other cars you see on screen are ghosts of the best time. Now play. Nope.
I think say Ghosts of Burrow for the only people on best time.
Yeah, okay, that wasn't actual gameplay because this doesn't look anything like we just saw.
This looks like fun.
I think he said that was the track replay. So
Oh,
it's probably a
actually, something
replay
looks
to
like
rewatch
Sonic
it and change
Christ.
camera angles.
Yeah, but the graphics look way worse than what we just saw.
Yeah, of course, but it still looks good.
Why aren't they using Blue Shell?
This is the shock.
Where's the three mushrooms?
Oh my god, they're not tripping. They know how to play this fucking game. It's Aaron playing this now.
Everyone, give it up up for Francois, gold medal. All right, the scope of Trackmania Turbo is pretty impressive. 10 more tracks in Stadium just for the Blue Series. 4 environments,
Not for
4 different
noobs, oh my
gameplays,
god.
5
Roller coaster
difficulty
lagoon.
levels. A total of 200 tracks. And if you think that's not enough, take a look at
200
this
tracks.
magic.
That's quite a lot.
Our
I heard
track
that.
builder mode generates levels on the fly at the press of one button. It's random, so we have no idea what we're going to drive. 3 steps to it. Terraforming, look at the pretty beaches and islands, then the track being built, and finally, signage. Infinite tracks you can immediately play. Let's see how well you do, Francois. And be careful.
It's a pretty interesting idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Easier to win an Academy Award than playing live at E3, man?
Yeah, funny. Restart is immediate.
Go. By the way, this is a completely new environment, especially made for Trackmania Turbo. It's called Roller Coaster Lagoon. We also have a brand new take on multiplayer modes, but for that, come beat times on the arcade machines on the booth. And if you're crazy enough, come play the VR demo at the show. Thank you.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Dankeschön.
Cheche.
Gracias.
Merci.
Spasiba.
All right, give it up for Tommy and Francois. Clearly multilingual. Our next game has it all. A globe, yes, I understand. Our next game has it all. A global conspiracy, multiple covert murders, and leaps from unreasonable heights with absolutely no physical repercussion whatsoever. Shine up your blades and lace up your greaves. This is Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
From the people who gave you the same game 3 months ago.
Let's travel out of manuals. Come on, hurry up!
The fun never stops.
Come on, look lively, Rooks.
Favorite him, thank you. Hey, look, guys, this looks like a great movie. When is it in theaters?
Yeah, this is not gameplay.
Obviously not. It's a great movie. Oh my god!
This is probably like the Watch Dogs trailer, which was fake.
Yeah.
appreciate
Oi,
you
Mike.
from here, lads.
What's all this then?
Try the bitter.
Who's it?
It's actually quite drinkable. Go on, toast your noble boss, this thief of children. Or you do better. Join me. Join the Rooks. Go get him!
Jacob, Mr. Fry, listen. We just split the money. I mean, just take it all.
Rooks with me.
Going with a rook. Come on, or soon enough.
Oh my god. And then there's gonna be like a 2-hour gameplay demo. What the fuck is Beyond Good and Evil 2? And Rayman.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, you guys hear me?
My name is
Yes.
Marc-Éric Sicoté, and
Okay.
I'm the creative
Yeah,
director
it just
on
said
Assassin's Creed
installing
Syndicate.
microphone.
Our game takes place in London in 1868, right in the middle of the Industrial Revolution. This pivotal moment in humanity's history has allowed us to create
So all
the
their other
first
games weren't modern?
modern Assassin's Creed game. Together with their street gang,
Holy
our
crap,
two
Microsoft is
assassins, the
desperate
twins
for
Jacob
Project
and Evie
Spartan.
Fry, will fight to
Why?
take London out of the hands of the greedy, the corrupt,
Like,
in order to
Chrome
give
was
the
my
city
default
back
browser.
to its people.
When all this shit was
We
done,
have a brand
it got
new
changed to Project
gameplay demo to show
Spartan.
you at the Ubisoft.
And when I boot up,
But this year, we are
like,
letting you
Chrome
play the
again,
game here
and it
at
asked me
E3
to-
and on console.
it said it
If you're
as
not
default,
one of the lucky
it won't.
few to be able to make it to the
Because they
Ubisoft
changed the
booth,
path to do it.
well, we're excited to give our fans the chance to play the game at the Uplay Lounge
So
here
now
in
I'm
LA.
stuck with
And get this, in 7
stupid
cities across Europe
Project Spartan.
and Australia.
Jesus.
So, cool. So, if you want to start playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate starting tomorrow, just sign up at assassinscreed.com for your chance to take back London. Thank you, and have a great E3.
Nice. All right. That, my friends, was awesome. Incredible PC in that game that you guys have been able to experience out on the floor and around the world. And I think that's pretty much it. Ah, except for this one last thing. Everybody
Come on,
put
it's
together one more
Rayman's,
time
it's
for
Rayman's
Ubisoft
20th anniversary.
CEO,
Like, come on, give us something,
EDMO.
Here it
please.
says, where the fuck is Rayman?
It's your 20th anniversary. Give me.
We like to surprise you with new IPs, but really, we really like to surprise you with revolutionizing our beloved franchises. And this has been done by a group in Paris,
Assassin's
a
Creed
very
Syndicate 2.
good group that is working in secrecy, and he has been able to create
Please be
something that
Rayman.
I'm sure
Please,
you will enjoy
please,
because
please.
it is so good.
And it's
So
not.
have a look.
This is. It's still Rayman.
Most of us fear death. But for the Santa Blanca drug cartel, death is a saint.
It's Rayman.
They embrace her,
There's a glow box.
praise her, worship her.
Hey, a gun.
They kill thousands.
Did you
without
expect anything
repercussions.
else?
Hey, look, Coke.
Trafficking
He's
poison
grabbing
across
Coke.
South America. Corroding governments. How do you fight an enemy that doesn't fear death? Maybe you hunt him from the clouds.
And then he died.
Pre-alpha gameplay footage. E3. Oh.
Oh god, this music.
Get down with the victim. We both know you need them. You're stuck in the middle of all irrelevance. Your heart is beating, 'cause you know that you gotta
Call of Juarez.
get out of the middle. Get master the job now.
Position.
Oh my god.
They're loading up the cocaine.
Got eyes on White Hat.
Cocaine is on the nose, Christ. Yeah, it's definitely Rayman alright.
Targets are pulling out. Target down. Drop them.
Or you fight from the shadows. Attack when they least expect. Pick them apart. Leave no evidence behind.
Too hostile. 9 o'clock.
Careful now. White Hat is inside. C4 in place.
Alright.
Let's go. Or you can unleash chaos. Strike from every side. Confuse them. Destroy everything. Decide who lives and who dies.
Drone in position. Cocaine is ours. Let's go. Coincidental. White Hat is a dead man walking.
This is literally gonna put me to sleep.
Yeah, well, Microsoft did put me to sleep. That's actually why I went to take my nap.
What are this?
Guns.
Guns? Are you serious?
Yeah, look at their last game is a reboot of an IP, and guess what? It's another gun game, whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. It looks like Ghost Recon or something, or like.
Rayman.
Is it seriously their last game?
That's what I think he said. No Beyond Good and Evil 2, no Rayman.
Just
the
guns
monsters
and
wipe
like
each other out.
just dabs and shit.
Oh, hype, massive open world. NeoGaf buzzwords.
Massive open world, RPG, perk system, MMO. This is what every game means.
Oh, but they're missing dogs.
They'll come out eventually, just you wait. What the fuck?
Another shit. All these games look identical.
What's our next target?
It is Ghost Recon, you were right.
Another Tom Clancy. Clancy.
Not even joking, it's literally Ghost Recon. Did you see cinematic open world gameplay?
Oh,
This
God.
is the kind of insane, immersive,
That
cinematic
was their
open world
show.
gameplay that you come to Ubisoft for. I know you felt that.
Open world
all in
cinematic
your bones.
gameplay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Thank you so much for coming out today. Thanks to everybody
This
watching
is
at home.
what-
Stay tuned for the live post show. We're going to chat with all of today's speakers. If you're in
Can
Los
we
Angeles,
sell the
check out our
Rayman
booth
IP,
and the
please?
Play Lounge to see Ghost Recon in action. And if you're
I'm
not
gonna
delayed,
cry right
check
now.
out
I swear to
Ubisoft.com for
God.
exclusive E3
I am
insider
so upset.
access. Be sure to join our social media conversation by using
Oh
the
my
hashtag UBE3.
God.
We want
Why
to
are
hear
you
from
people happy for
and we
this? You
mean
should
it no
be
matter how painful
screaming,
or
fuming.
crappy
You
your
All
should
of their
tweets.
games
get
look
up.
My
identical.
name is Aisha Tyler.
Like, they literally
This is
look identical.
Ubisoft. Play on!
Why are we?
Apparently, the only good thing about this was like the South Park game.
I like For Honor. Leave me alone. That's it though. I don't like South Park. Maybe it's because I don't watch South Park, but
Someone's gonna get kicked.
oh, I'm sorry. I just haven't seen South Park in a long time, and I didn't buy Stick of Truth. Sorry. What does Sony start? 8? Are you fucking kidding me? I have to wait 2 hours? Alright.
So it looks like I didn't miss anything important at all.
No, you didn't. I don't think I've ever been more disappointed this year.
Think about how Eric feels. No Banjo. No Conqueror.
I was expecting Banjo. I wasn't
Don't worry,
expecting
DK's gonna redeem everything.
Okay, look, man.
Diddy Kong Racing 2 is gonna redeem everything.
I really don't want to. It's not happening, and I want it to happen, but even I can tell it's not gonna happen.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that Xbox controller is $150.
You beat
Wow. 150?
What Xbox controller?
Yeah, fuck that. Not buying.
No, seriously, what
I just linked it.
All right, welcome back,
Yo,
everybody, to YouTube
Microsoft
E3
announced
Live.
it
We got
during
our
the
Assassin's
conference.
Creed
You can like
Syndicate hats here.
swap out the
Nerdist crew.
buttons and
Looks
stuff
good.
and the
There you go.
sticks and all that.
That was the Ubisoft E3 briefing, and now we've got 2 hours until PlayStation, which
Oh.
will be live right here on YouTube tonight. You guys are not going to want to miss that
Jesus
at
Christ.
6 p.m. Pacific, but we got
Yeah, they
lots
can.
of
I mean,
great
this is a
content
cool
between,
idea, but
now and then, and we're gonna talk about
$150?
the
That's a
Ubisoft
bit
The Wii U
much.
gamepad
announcements.
is $120.
Before we move on, some breaking news. We've just learned that
I got
over
mine repaired for
450,000
just
concurrent
100
viewers
flat
watched the
dollars.
preview of Star Wars
Yeah,
Battlefront
but the
here on
reason
YouTube
the
Live
Wii
at E3,
gamepad
that's
is
the
so
biggest
expensive, you
live
can
audience
clearly
on
see that,
YouTube
but
this
I don't think
year,
anybody
anywhere in the
sees
world,
why
with
with
over
this.
5 million viewers so far today.
This is
We're only a
almost
little
this is
more
half
than
the price of
halfway
the
through
console.
today's show.
I think
So
people
thank you
need
all
to take
for
that into
watching.
consideration.
You know, it's amazing to see the audience that
Wait,
comes out for
give a
video
link
games
to that?
and events like this.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Oh, there
Stay
it is.
tuned. Those
So
numbers continue
you-
to grow as the night
100
goes on. We
specifically
appreciate
is-
that you've
oh,
made
Jesus.
YouTube your choice.
Designed for Windows
experiencing
10.
E3.
So I
All right,
think
well, let's
that's
move
why
on
the
to,
price is what it
Ubisoft
is.
reaction.
Stupid as
Michelle Morrow,
hell.
Dan Casey, and Malik Forte from Nerdist. Great to have you guys with us. The Nerdist crew.
What if
So
it
did you
doesn't
guys
even
think
come
of,
with buttons?
Well, things
You have to
Ubisoft,
buy
we had
the
Matt
buttons
Trey
separately.
announced a new South
The
Park
buttons are
game. We had
DLC.
Assassin's Creed. We had Ghost Recon
battery pack
Wildlands,
too.
which looks insane. I had no idea about that game coming from Ubisoft Paris.
Malik was really excited because
Rainbow Six. Like, all these fucking games are literally identical.
Angela Bassett.
The best game of the show so far was like Cuphead.
She's playing the same character.
I would not expect to see
Cuphead is
Angela
the game of the
Bassett
show
in
so
Rainbow
far.
Six
That
out
looks
of
pretty
all
cool.
the people you would think would be an actor.
She's the next
It looked
logical
amazing,
step
actually.
after Spacey.
So what did you guys think? The
South
Ghost
Park
Recon
has
Wildlands looked really cool. At
I'm
the
gonna
end, but
assume that,
it's very
you know, since
typical for sort of
Nintendo's
how Ubisoft unveils
obviously
these
going to
games,
show
these
Mario
big
Maker, they're
concept
probably going to
trailers,
show
there's,
like
you
a
know,
bunch of
multiple
new stuff that we
characters,
still
the
haven't seen.
multiplayer, what is it?
Obviously,
They did that
they're not
with
going to
Division,
spend the
like,
entire
3-4
conference
years
talking about
ago.
Mario
We saw
Maker
Division
because
again
they already
today, and it's like-
blew their load.
Yeah. And now Division is coming in March of
Last
next year.
night.
So what stood out for you guys? Was there anything that you looked at? And said,
I'm
"I'll
sure
play
they'll
that"?
have like a
think
brief
Tom Clancy
overview of
pretty
the
much
game.
dominated the entire Ubisoft conference.
I don't
Yeah,
think they're going to be talking about
I mean,
Yoshi
it was
either
just
because
good
it
to
comes
see
out in Europe
all
and like.
their household
No,
Tom
they have
Clancy
to mention
franchises
it.
back.
They
They'll
have
mention it, but
Division,
they're not going to
Rainbow
talk
Six,
about it.
and
It
then
comes out in Europe
Ghost
in a
Recon
week.
is back, so
Yeah.
yeah, Tom Clancy definitely held it down for me, in my opinion.
I gotta be honest, the thing that I was
They're gonna
most
talk about
excited
Star Fox,
was
that's
the
a
Trials
given.
Fusion expansion.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a lot of
I've wasted
surprises,
so much
I know
of my
that.
life playing that game.
I don't
Also,
think
the
so.
whisker physics on that cat right
They're gonna
there,
no.
just unreal.
I'm pretty
I
sure
love
that they
doing
said
I
that
love when
in like
Ubisoft
a statement
twists
that
stuff
they
out. It's like
were
when
going
they
to
did
talk
Blood
about
Dragon
Zelda
for
this
Far
year.
Cry.
Yeah,
It's just stuff
exactly.
that's
Exactly, because
totally
they have
off
other
the
things
wall.
planned. They're not. Of course, they're not going to talk about Zelda because they're delaying it.
It's the one thing that Trials was missing.
They're delaying it
Unicorn
until the
cats,
NX.
But now it's the perfect
I don't
game.
really care actually.
Can't complain, Michelle.
Yeah,
yes,
I
I
don't
mean, the
want
graphics
that
on
How
the
dare
Whispers
you,
were
Bor?
impressive
E3 is
for
only
sure,
worth
but no, The
happening
Division.
just to
I'm
see
really
a 10
excited for that,
seconds
yeah.
of a trailer.
I think
That's
it'll
been a
be
couple
good.
of years of that. They said beta's coming this, I think September, come out next March.
I meant
so
about
yeah,
Zelda.
It
I
looks
don't
like a
care
beautiful
about
game, but
Zelda.
I wonder
Get mad now.
there's that, and then Ghost Recon. And right, they're very Tom Clancy games.
Yeah.
You can tell it, and it's been a while since there's been
Never did,
big Tom
actually.
Clancy game.
Right.
Like.
Well, there hasn't been like many tactical shooters to begin with out there. You know,
Agreed.
a lot of them are, you know, kind of in the sci-fi realm. You know, you have like your Destinies and your Halos, and so it's good to see like something that's realistic. And in Rainbow Six, you get shot one time, you're done. You know, it's over.
Really not conducive to my playstyle, just hurling my
I
body
think
at all the
we're
bullets.
gonna get.
Well, maybe it'll make people like
They're gonna mention
rethink some
Yard
of the decisions that
Yoshi,
they're making
whatever,
about,
Yoshi's
you know,
Woolly
just running
World.
in like
No,
crazy.
it's more tactical. Like the,
Yeah.
Rainbow Six, you have those amazing missions like on the
Mario
plane,
Maker.
things like that. Now this is the brand new Ghost Recon.
Smash
That was the big surprise at
ballot
the end of the press
use.
conference.
So much money
Most
being drenched
likely.
in blood.
I know, but this was, it had a really cool vibe to it, and the CEO, Ubisoft, Pete Guillemot, will be joining
Pokken
us
tournament
live here
port,
at our site,
maybe?
making his way right over from the press conference to tell us more about this game. So if you guys are interested in more, send us your Twitter questions at Jeff Keighley or at YouTube Gaming, and we'll definitely ask you about
answer
that.
me.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate was also in there. That's another game which these top hats are for, right?
Yeah, I think we should put our hats on, right?
What were those two games that Miyamoto was working on last year? The two
I don't
projects?
think it was on camera, but there you go. It doesn't-
They're probably just like
doesn't fit.
Star Fox mini games or something.
There you go. Silence. We're gonna use this for the rest
Project
of the conference, right?
Robot or whatever the hell it was.
Project Robot, and then there's like this other one.
That's it.
There's this,
Oh, it's just getting fun. All right, so
Would you-
Ubisoft, good press conference. What do you guys make of E3 overall
Activity
so far? We
feed.
have
Did you see the
PlayStation coming
audience
up
go
tonight,
crazy when Badger
6 o'clock
appeared in
Pacific,
the
and I've been
Badger
working with them
game?
on the
Who's
PlayStation
the
3
marketing at the
experience in movie
company?
theaters,
Did you guys
so I
not see that
have some hints of
you
some of the things they're going to be
Kickstarter?
doing. I think it's going to be an amazing night for
can't
games
wait.
tonight. And it's already been a great night. I thought the Xbox press conference, that was probably
I
the
think that's
best
how
one that
Eric
they've ever
did it.
done.
I agree with you
Really, really
100%.
good.
The backward
Yeah.
compatibility announcement was like groundbreaking for me. You know, that's been something in this gen that's been kind of a downer, you know, not being able to go back.
I'm
play a
looking
whole
at some
library,
Dutch,
and it's good that they're doing that, and it really makes me
gaming
wonder with PlayStation how they're
sites.
going to respond.
They're
you
all
know, when you
praising,
think about PlayStation now,
FIFA 16.
and you know, you have to pay a
Pele,
subscription fee
Pele.
for that.
Yep.
Whereas now, you don't have to pay anything.
No, not
You
even
have
that.
backward
They're just
compatibility on the
happy,
Xbox One just like that.
that there's a
I
new
think
game.
that just compatibility
Were they
and
not
cross-platform
expecting new
play was a
FIFA?
huge part of the Xbox press conference earlier, talking about with the case with
I
Fallout 4,
really
you can play
don't
PC
know
mods
anymore
on the
what
Xbox
people
One.
think.
That's a huge thing.
That I
a
want
lot
to
of
know more
Although we did
about.
learn that that's not
Yeah.
going to be until next year. with Todd
Okay,
Howard
they
this
have
year.
this thing on the
Yeah,
eShop in North America where if you downloaded the demo for one of these indie
The
games
workshop come out, and then we have
during
mods
E3,
on
then you get
Xbox,
50%
but
off when it comes out.
I mean, Fallout looks. It's been a
Whoa,
great
snow.
day for games so far, right?
Totally.
And, like more surprises still to come. I think we've got lots of great demos coming up.
Oh
we
wait,
got an
Freedom
amazing
Planet's
Rock
out there?
Band 4 demo
Ah, time
coming
to
up
buy
with,
that.
some of
Freedom Planet's
YouTube's favorite
fantastic. If you guys haven't
creators,
played that
gonna be
yet,
rocking out to
please
Queens of the
purchase
Stone
it.
Age.
Oh hell yeah!
Support the
Nice.
developers.
We gotta stick with
It's
that.
like
And then
it's
PlayStation
if Sonic
later
was
tonight.
good.
So what's your prediction for PlayStation? What do you want to see?
Last Guardian. The Last Guardian.
The only issue is the voice acting, which you can't turn off.
Jinx it.
I know, right? I know.
Every year we hear that.
Yeah.
Every year since
Wait,
2008.
Banjo appeared, but there was no Banjo game?
One year we might be right about Half-Life 3 too.
Exactly.
In
It's gonna be
that,
the
that
same
weird
year,
collection
part of the
thing?
same game,
Exactly.
shared
Yeah.
universe.
And we may not
Oh,
be alive when
included
that
in the
happens, but
collection.
yes, one day it's going to happen.
It'll appear in Lego Dimensions.
I'm wondering what we're going to see from
Yeah,
Sony
but people
Santa
are like
Monica. I know they've been
expecting a
working
new
on
Banjo
something.
game and they
They
were
had
showing
one
that.
sci-fi game they were working on. They canceled that.
Yeah.
So I think whatever they've been working on, we're going to get a first glimpse at it tonight.
I don't
at,
understand,
the press
like,
conference. Maybe God of War.
what goes to Microsoft's mind when they're making, like, when they're planning E3, their E3 conference, they're like, maybe we should show off Banjo, and then not make it a Banjo game.
So it's been a good day for gamers. But let's see. Let's see some of the news and notes on what some of the big moments have been so
Like,
far.
were they expecting
on
people to be
YouTube Live
happy,
E3. Obviously,
or-
Ubisoft? One of the big surprises was this announcement of this brand new Ghost Recon Wildlands, which was something that I didn't think
They
even
know
existed,
that
but sure enough,
the
there
typical
it was.
Xbox fan
I didn't know.
does not care about
They keep some
Banjo.
secrets from me as well, which is good. So exactly. So let's take a look at some of the news and notes here, and you can see.
Oh,
what
I
some of the
almost
big
forgot
moments
about
were on
Hyrule
the day
Warriors
so far.
3DS. That's
Microsoft
gonna be
obviously
announced
Xbox
tomorrow.
One will be backwards compatible. There's also a really
Oh,
cool
officially
demo they did of
announced.
HoloLens.
Well, the official
Minecraft,
Xbox
which
fans
is
aren't
pretty
gonna care
impressive.
about
Electronic Arts Mass
pirate
Effect
MMO either.
Andromeda was
So-
announced, and that'll be coming out in holiday.
Well, it was pretty much fucked either way.
2016. And then, of course, Star Wars Battlefront. That was the peak moment for
And they're not
viewership on
making anything
YouTube
the
right
fans
now.
actually
So
want.
far today was Star Wars Battlefront
Gears.
in the EA briefing, and hopefully
Well,
we'll see
yeah,
more
they
Star
are.
Wars
They're
Battlefront
giving them a
before
bunch
the
of
day is
shooters.
done. And then
Well, no, I mean
Ubisoft,
Rare.
the
Oh,
South Park
Rare
announced
doesn't
Matt and
care.
Trey did the Stick of Truth, and when I was hanging out with Trey, afterwards, he came
No.
to the Game Awards, and
Let's
they
take a
were
look
like,
at the
we're never making
Kremlin
another game.
campaign
It
or
was so
Twitter
much
here.
work.
Oh,
And they
this is
changed their mind
interesting.
now.
Some
They're doing another one, and I thought they were maybe going to do a mobile one or
Japanese
something. No, they're
hentai
doing a
artist
full-on
is
like
requesting
game.
key rule.
It sounds like. So that was really fun.
Participation
and a nice
of
surprise.
King
And of course, Ghost Recon was another
King
big surprise
Cruel
from
still
Ubisoft.
do.
So we'll talk with
That's
Emo
the
and the
Google
Ubisoft
Translate.
team about that. We've got the Assassin's Creed team coming
Translation.
by, and much more. But right now, we are going to head on
There's-
outside.
oh, he has 32,000
because,
followers
Jax
on Twitter.
is out
That's
there.
nice.
Oh, she's rocking a top hat outside.
Is it
as well.
Russell?
I was having
No.
hat envy,
Or
so I
Mame
thought if you can't beat
26.
him, join him.
It's like a
Top of the
Japanese
afternoon
like
to you guys.
furry
Ubisoft
hentai.
was a
furry,
really fun
never
press
mind.
conference. Lots of tweets coming in fast
Get
and
that shit
furiously.
outta here,
So
Aaron.
let's take a look at the E3 buzz spread now.
He also does Splatoon.
The Electric
there's
King
Spl-
says,
yeah, there's
Oh,
Splatoon
all
others
right,
on here
he's
too.
good. He's good.
So the
He's
title is South Park.
Participation of
Fractured
King
but
Cruel
Whole.
still do.
Quite frankly, the best title ever. Oh my
Gotta
jeez, I
love
cannot
that,
wait to see the memes
Oh, I'm
that
looking
come out
at
of
Google
that.
Translate.
PB Snake says,
This is
my
better,
heart will
like
trust
Roy
at
Koopa and
Ubisoft
Yeah.
Pichu
Assassin's
fucking.
Creed.
No, it's Roy
Syndicate,
Koopa
so
and
will I.
Raichu, and they're not
Oh, it's
fucking.
Raichu.
Ubisoft 3.
They're-
All
they're-
right, we're going to send
they're
it
fucking
back
awesome.
They're
to
not
Jeff.
fucking,
We'll
they're
read you
just
those
blushing.
tweets a little later. We're going to send it back to Jeff in the studio right now.
All
He
right,
did
yes,
something
we
of
are back here in the
Rosalita
studio.
Peach.
Now it's time for a really fun demo. We got
Let's
some
hope
time
that
until
gets
PlayStation. We got a
translated.
lot of great guests coming by.
No.
But right now, Daniel Sussman from
Well,
Harmonix
the fact that
is
he
here with
supports
us to
K.
talk
Rool
about
is,
Rock Band
good.
4, right?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty well.
He's,
So Rock-
he's a Yuri artist.
I know you're
All
doing
right.
your drums. I remember my drums. They're sitting in my garage and collecting a little dust. But I'm going to get them out this fall. And
That's
the good
right.
news is all our Rock Band instruments are going to work with
E3
Rock Band 4, right?
Yeah, it seems like
2015
backwards
show
compatibility
for
is sort of a big
tomorrow,
message
but
at
get
this year's
ready
show.
for the
Right,
show.
you know, and
Nintendo will be
Harmonix has
featured
been a
today
pioneer on that
as part
front
of
for
Twitch
forever,
and
you
YouTube's
know,
live E3
as it relates to your
coverage.
hardware, as it
Tune
relates to your
in
DLC.
at the following
You know, we
times.
know the fans. We know
YouTube.
what they care about.
All right. Well, you guys have been working at Harmonix in Boston on Rock Band 4. It's been, you know,
Hope
everyone
I'm able
remembers
to
Guitar
make
Hero
it
Rock
tomorrow.
Band. Went away for a few years. Now they are back this year.
And
And tell us
3
about, you know, this
PM
new game. We're going to get
time.
together a really cool demo of a bunch of YouTubers here rocking a song. But before we get into that, tell us, I mean, what's
missing
new
something.
about Rock Band 4?
Well, so Rock Band 4 is really built on the foundation of what made Rock Band a
Yeah,
phenomenon
E3 has
in
been
the
atrocious
first place,
so
right?
far.
Full band
Even worse than last
gameplay.
year, so
probably the biggest.
I hope
you know,
Nintendo has
piece
some
of
games
news
that will
we
redeem
have
it.
Here at E3 actually is the
Getting
guitar solo
Sony.
feature.
Please,
which
I trust
allows
Sony.
the guitar
No, I
player
don't
really
trust
to craft
Sony.
their
They're a
own
shitty
solo.
publisher.
No, I
in the
trust
context
them.
of a
At
song,
least this year
and
I
it ties
trust
really nicely into you know
PS4.
the thing that
Trust
makes
them with
Rock
what?
Band work, which is this Rockstar fantasy that I think
Video.
is
Releasing
all
third-party
hardware,
or first-party games.
It's cool
Ape
that you guys
Escape?
are,
All the games they're
completely
releasing are like
changed the game. It's what people are
remasters and
familiar with,
third-party
but
games.
you've got all
Do
the
not
great songs,
expect
the
Ape
instruments
Escape
working again,
because
and
This
they
is
really have
0%
gone away
chance.
from that direction.
Tons of fun. I got
This
to
is
play it a few weeks
0%
ago.
chance of Ape Escape
Nick
coming.
kindly set up
That's
a
not true.
event
Come on,
with
There's a
man.
the
0%
E3
chance
judges,
of
and it's-
Crash coming.
What I love
I've
about
given
it
up
is that
hope.
it really
Let
is
me
that
be
sense
happy.
of creativity as you play through the
Well, you won't
solos,
let me
and it's
be
not
happy,
just,
so why should I let you
one or
be
two
happy?
things you can do. I mean, it's
Wow.
like there's a whole kind of meta game to how you play a solo.
There's a lot of
The
depth
hate.
to it, you know, and I think you know in the
The
context
hate.
of you know of Rock Band gameplay,
There's
we're really proud to be
like a
bringing
0%
something
chance
really
of Ape
new
Escape
and
coming, I'm
fresh
afraid.
to
Sony
Yeah,
has-
to
Sony's,
this kind of a
Sony's
game.
not going to make
can
anything
all
that
songs have
delves away
solo, or how does it
from
work?
realism.
Just about every song
Yeah,
that has a guitar
pretty
solo
much.
will have.
That was
will have a
confirmed
guitar
when Naughty
solo.
Dog
If you
said
wanna
they
be able
would
to
never
your own
make
guitar
Crash
solo.
again.
Experiencing those songs again. All right, well, we're going to get into
No,
some
'cause it's
gameplay
not
here.
mature
We got
enough or something like
some
that.
of YouTube's favorite coming in here to
Does
rock
it's
it
not
out.
doesn't
Good to see you.
meet our current path or something.
Nikki, what do you
You
want
could maybe
to
make some
pause it?
crappy
So,
Barbie
so this
things.
is
I'll buy
My
that.
God is the Sun by
Just
Queens
want
of
something
Stone
for the
Age.
PS4, man.
Get to it, guys.
Bloodborne.
Rock it out.
Bloodborne was. I finished it already, man. I'm tired. I have Ultra Street Fighter on there. But like Ultra Street Fighter and Bloodborne are all I play. play. It's 2 games.
Why don't you get Resogun, the greatest PS4 game of all time?
I keep hearing people tell me, oh, you should buy Resogun, but it's like, I didn't buy a PS4 to play the game.
Yeah, and I'm not going to buy a PS4 for like another 3 years because there's nothing on it. Maybe when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
Yeah.
There's like literally nothing I want to play on it right now. Literally nothing.
Kingdom Hearts 3 becomes a Final Fantasy spin-off.
See, the thing is, that's the other way around at this point. Final Fantasy looks more like a Kingdom Hearts spin-off, which I hate. Everybody's sucking Squeenix off because, oh yes, give me your teenage boys in all black, please, Squeenix.
Final Fantasy has sucked for like 15 years. There's rumors of a Final Fantasy VII remake going around now.
No, yeah.
Can't wait for that.
I'm tired of Final Fantasy VII. It was good.
Yeah, I don't get all the hype about Final Fantasy VII and why people would want a remake of that one specifically.
because they were like 10 when they played it the first time, and like it's just this nostalgia, you know. It's okay. Yeah, I really liked it the first time I played it, but I don't want another fucking.
You know, something that would actually benefit from a remake would be Paper Mario 64.
I agree.
Because I can't stand starting up that game. The first 2 hours are so boring.
It's not perfect like the 1,000-Year Door. I actually think the 1,000-Year Door might be one of the like several few games that I actually think is a perfect video game.
Yeah, it's up there for me.
How?
More like 8 seconds.
Yeah. P2OD is really good. It's really good.
I like to cheat when I start up the game each time and have Miss Mouse with me, because I can't stand when I see enemies carrying badges and I can't get them.
This mouse is so cool when I found out that you could unlock her. Like, the 1,000-Year Door was filled with a lot of the little secrets and tidbit things that I loved.
4.5 star there.
Yeah, the first time I played it, I didn't unlock her until the end of the game, and I thought you could only unlock her at the end of the game, and I thought it was pretty useless until I found out I could just do that way earlier in the game.
When's it coming out? October 6th,
Friend told me actually, he was like, "Did you know that white mouse can actually become your partner?" I was like, "No fucking way!"
Oh, I also didn't even know the badge shop was in the game. Like,
yeah,
the first 2 times I played it.
I finished it and I didn't know about it.
So stick around. YouTube Live at E3 continues. Right
Like, that door was so easy to miss.
Such a good game, man. Did Luigi's Mansion 2 actually, was it actually any good? I never bought it.
I bought it. I haven't finished it, so I can't really tell you. But Eric says it's pretty good. He's kind of disappointed nobody here really bought it because it has multiplayer.
Well,
yeah, speaking of which, I need to finish that and actually start playing The Link Between Worlds. I keep saying it, but I never do it.
Personally, I think Link Between Worlds is really bad. But you know what? That's just my stupid opinion.
Someone's pulled the rug out from under you. An empire at your feet, and you've lost it all. Be honest. Did you really deserve any of it?
I only really enjoy the top-down Zelda games.
What would you do to get it back?
I like 3D Zelda games. I don't like
Careful.
Twilight Princess that much, but I like Skyward Sword.
What you decide will ripple
I like
across
Majora's
the
Mask, No Period of Time. Wind Waker's always been that game. I don't know.
It'll be
You name it, I have
this unfold.
Well, war.
What will you do with the power I've given you?
Especially
How will
the
you make you
GameCube
unlock
games,
on this
because I
wretched
didn't
world?
own one at the time.
I didn't get the GameCube until it was like halfway through its life cycle. All I had at the time was like a Nintendo 64, an SNES, and Dreamcast.
I pretty much had every Nintendo system on launch. I was a lucky kid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the Dreamcast.
I only got the 64 and Xbox Live.
Oh wow. My older sister, she stole a Game Boy Color. You know, my dad would buy us anything that we asked for, and she took the liberty to just steal it from some kid.
All of it has led you to
My older
this
sister's a
exact
terrible
second
person.
in time.
Well, in 2001, I think, and instead of buying a GameCube, I bought a PC, which lasted me until 2008.
Oh wow,
It still holds up today.
that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't get much. I got what I needed. Basically.
Yeah.
Not because we were poor, and just because my parents felt like I didn't need it. Just get your lazy ass outside. Which was okay, I guess.
The years are long. It's always good to see a familiar face.
Actually, I should have known nothing really happened because if something good actually happened, NeoGaf would be
To
down.
elaborate is the CEO of Electronic Arts, our good friend Peter Moore.
Doesn't
Peter, always a
NeoGaf
big dapper. You
like
had a suit
spurge out
change
over
today.
everything though?
You can't wear the same suit twice.
Well, yeah, that's my point.
No, absolutely.
What do you do to the press
It's part of
conferences
the
when you're
That's
It's part of the
such-
E3
oh my God.
rules.
You hang them up
Well,
in your,
just wait for the
There's a shrine. I
Sony
have a shrine in my
conference.
closet.
Everything they do is like,
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah,
I
because
tag 'em.
this is
Even
Sony
Cody from
Fanboy
the
Central,
Xbox,
so probably.
That was
it's gonna be like,
that wasn't me.
guys,
No.
Final
I
Fantasy
have a shiny
7's getting
suit from a couple years ago.
remastered.
Silver Suit. You're always,
But
always
I
a
hope
dapper man, Peter.
Square
So
Enix comes out
let's talk
again
about
and they
EA,
announce
your press
Final
conference.
Fantasy
Lots of
7
content.
Yeah.
So
on
much
the
you guys went
PlayStation
a little
Store,
long
and it's the
with the
PS1
yeah,
version
all right,
again.
fine. You ended in a big
Oh, I
moment with
remember
Star
they
Wars
did that at the
Battlefront. We just talked about that was the
PlayStation
biggest moment of the
Experience.
day so far
That
in terms
was
of concurrent viewers.
bullshit.
So tell us about Battlefront.
That
You
was the
saw the
massive
trailer at
troll,
Celebrate.
and he
People
was
didn't know if it was
smiling the
real.
entire
Yeah,
time.
Now
He
they've
knew
seen the
exactly what he was
gameplay.
doing.
It looks pretty
He's laughing
spectacular.
like
With the DICE team is going to
that
deliver
was
that in
amazing. I
November.
love that moment.
He knew
we know that it's
exactly
not
what he was
necessarily an
doing.
The
episode
crowd looked
7
so dead.
game.
They looked
But it's gonna
upset.
tie
Like
into
they wanted
the
to
movie in some
cry.
way, right?
Well, so the idea is so let's backtrack here. You've got the
Fucking
Frostbite engine.
hilarious.
which
This guy is
looks
just like
magnificent
laughing
there. You've
away,
also got
smiling,
DICE, to your
happy that he
point,
just announced this
our
game.
Stockholm studio, and we talk a lot about the dedication that these folks have, and I know it's running.
Was it? I saw this
It
image.
is
I'm not sure if it's
a
true because
labor of love and a
I didn't watch the
privilege for a lot of these
PlayStation Experience
developers to be able
to
to work
the
with
fullest.
Lucas
I only
and
watched
Disney,
certain game
to go to
announcements,
Skywalker Ranch, to
was
head
there
up to
like
Muir
some
Woods in San
exclusives
Francisco
where it'd
where,
say exclusive to the
Endor kind of
PlayStation,
is,
and it'd have like
see
an
where the
asterisk and
Ewoks
say
were placed.
also
Yeah.
From the perspective of
they
what
announced
we're
that's
doing
real.
here is trying to bring this idea
Yeah.
of playing your Star
I thought that
Wars
was just the
fantasy.
shop.
And so to your point, yeah, it's not an episode.
Did you
7, this is
also
not a
see
movie
like
game per se.
the year they announced PlayStation All Stars Battle?
Prior to
They had
about a
Smash
month
Brothers in
before,
the
you'll
tags
see
on a
I think it's
YouTube
Battle of
video.
Haku,
Are
that
you
comes out there
serious?
as part of that.
Yeah,
That
I
will
still
be
have
in
the
movie.
picture
We're working
actually.
very closely
Oh
with J.J.
my
Abrams' team,
God.
to make sure we're all in sync.
Everyone
here, but
freaked
it's
out
gonna be an
over it, and they were
incredible
calling
fall
them out on it, and then
Yeah, no, it looks
they
incredible.
removed
You
the
guys
tags.
obviously are
I
doing
did
multiple Star
see
Wars games. You're starting
when they
with this
did like
right
the
now. Amy Hennig,
PlayStation
who worked on
20th
Uncharted
or not
series,
20th.
working on another
It was,
title
I
up
think
to
it was a
this
20th
role, so
anniversary
this will be
picture,
every year
and
we'll
like they
see
had
something new
Mega
Star
Man
Wars.
Smash Brothers render in there.
And not only
Yeah,
in
they
HD
did that
consoles,
too.
but also,
I saw
you know,
that.
we've also
I
got
just- I
the
don't
Old
know
Republic, which you
what
saw
you
that
said,
Jeff
though.
Hickman and his team came out and showed us the Old Republic.
I don't
which
even
is
know how they
in its
messed that
fourth
up
year now.
because
Mobile
like
games, which Samantha Ryan talked
Mega Man
about.
doesn't really
So, yeah,
have
it's
games on
multi-platform, multi-use.
PlayStation.
Wow, very, very cool. And
I got
what Amy's going to do
I
is
remember
that'll
getting
be
like the
a
Mega
different
Man
side. That'll be
collection
sort
or
of more adventuring.
GameCube.
Yeah, this is not just.
And that's I think
FPSs
the reason
all
I
way
love
through.
Mega
So
Man so much
we
is
haven't
that
really talked in
specific
detail
time
about it yet, but
that I
Amy,
just
as you know,
played
was brought
Mega
on to
Man
do
for
that.
like a
She's
month
an
straight, and it
incredibly
just became
creative
like
talent,
I love it.
Obviously with her.
I just
portfolio and
randomly
her resume, the
decided to
titles she's
play
done. But
Mega
yes,
Man
this is
2
more
one
than
day,
just, bringing
and
to
because it
life a
was so
Battlefront,
hard,
there's more to
but
it
like
than
at the
you
same
think.
time
You
fun
know,
about
action-adventure
being
type
hard,
games
I
in the
just
future.
loved it. And
Wow, very, very cool. All right,
just
well, Star Wars
marathoned
will
the
be a
whole
big year for
series.
EA. Let's talk about some of the other things that you guys highlighted at the press conference. You were on stage with Xbox talking about EA Access and the Vault and Xbox Live Gold members and all that. How is that program going? Because when you guys first announced it, I think people were interested in it. You know, they weren't sure quite how it was going to work, what games were going to be in the library. that's pretty successful for EA, right? You're happy with how many people subscribe to
Very,
it?
very successful. It gives people the opportunity to sample games that they probably ordinarily wouldn't have purchased. And it's $5 a month. We've now got 12 games in the vault.
Yeah.
We're excited, actually, by the opportunity now with backwards compatibility and maybe what that could do for us with 360 games.
Yeah.
The ability for us to be able to bring a broader audience into the EA portfolio is huge. And you not only get the vault, you get the 10% discount on content, and of course you get the early access, 5 days early access. We talk about Madden being available on August the 25th, but on EA Access, members get to play it on August the 20th.
Yeah, let me ask you about backwards compatibility, because you and I have
I
talked for
almost
many
thought
years
it did
about that. You
too for a
remember back when
second.
PlayStation 3 was backwards compatible, Xbox 3 wasn't, and a lot of people, yourself included, I think Microsoft said, well, it doesn't really matter that much. People play the new games. Has that changed now, you think, now that, on Steam you have all your library of games and things
I think
like that?
more and more people are accumulating games.
Right.
They're more reticent to I think, trade in games at times. They like to keep a collection. As I think Phil and the team said this morning, it's, we're not going to charge you twice, again, to play the games you already own. For us, the ability to, and you see it with Steam, you see it with Origin, people love to, even if they don't play them as much as they think they do.
To know you have them.
To know you have them. We love, as gamers, we love to collect.
Just like all your suits in your closet.
That's exactly right. But from the perspective of what gamers love to do, they love to collect, sample games, and if the price is right, and we do a lot of promotions in our industry now, to be able to
Photo bucket gets worse each time I use it. Really got to move my pictures already.
Now, I wanted to ask you about, EA as a company. You guys are doing phenomenally well right now. But, you guys are very strong in mobile.
Sweating.
You're also looking at the HD console market, Xbox, PlayStation. EA,
I don't know if I missed anything.
Made a bigger bet, I think, on Xbox One initially than PlayStation. Now, it seems like you guys are working with Sony to some degree on Battlefront. You've got the EA Access program. What's EA's view of kind of the HD console market? I mean, the E3 is ultimately about, it feels like, the big three console platforms. Is that where the industry is right now, or is there another whole aspect of gaming that we're not covering here?
Well, we take great pride in being a multi-platform company, a global multi-platform company. That to your point, HD consoles, PC free-to-play, mobile itself. We look at our portfolio as franchises. FIFA is available, I think, on 13 different platforms by the time
I'm not sure
and it's wherever
if I
gamers want to play. An experience that is how much time they have, how much money they have to spend on whatever platform or device.
Not sure if you want what.
And I think that's the idea. And
like
I think in the old days,
instead of
we've gone away
NASA,
from
you
boys in
also
their
got
bedrooms, as they
ESA,
used to call it,
the
which is-
European
that was your
thingy
bespoke
with space
gaming
and shit.
machine. Now we all have games.
I used to work there, but I see it on
24
Twitch
hours a day.
now.
And we at EA
that they're
like to be there
sponsored.
for everybody, particularly with our big franchises like FIFA, like a Battlefield, like
They
Need for Speed, which I also
are
thought showed
stationed
very
in
well today.
North
Yeah,
Lake.
Need for Speed coming out later this year, which is
Poland.
a big title for EA. Great to bring that back, reboot it. And then also open the press conference with the big announcement of the next Mass Effect.
Which means
it
it's
was
basically
when I first
Dutch
saw that video, I
tax
thought, boy, this is
money
going to really, it is a great way to open.
going to Twitch.
It is obviously still a ways away, but from the perspective of giving back to the fans, particularly that loyal BioWare fans, and this video. That's
Oh,
shown
Jeb
here,
Bush formally
this is how
announced
we
his
open the
campaign
show,
for
and
president.
This is in-engine footage from
It's all
Frostbite?
in-engine, right? Yeah, this is all Frostbite, absolutely. And Team of BioWare is always do a magnificent job, and it's turning into one of our most beloved franchises.
Yes,
Truly is.
the fans truly love it. That'll be holiday of 2016.
Yes, that's where we're at. We'll see. It'll be ready when it's ready.
Okay, well, yeah, all right. Well, we'll see. But I wanted to ask you about the shooter genre. For many years, EA was very head-to-head with Call of Duty, Activision. EA was shipping out Battlefield. This year, you've got a Battlefront. You had Battlefield Hardline earlier this year. Plants vs. Zombies. Yes, absolutely. That'll be coming. But so, what's your view now on are you guys going to continue to do you think a Battlefield every year, or what is the cadence of which EA is going to bring out games?
For years, we had
Nobody's
Battlefield,
sweating
of course,
it.
had Medal of Honor for a while as well, and that's
Dust
on
that one
furlough.
off. Come on.
That's
Yeah,
on
maybe
furlough
tomorrow
right
at
now.
the
I think
conference
the
we'll
idea
actually care
is
about.
to bring the FPS category is such a powerful part of our industry. It really drives a lot of attention, obviously, not only ourselves but our friends and competitors at Activision with Call of Duty. To your point, I think having Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare is an
Game
interesting
explain.
trend.
Oh, God.
It is. It's got a great sense of humor. It's a lot of fun to play, but it's a shooter.
I expect Game Explain to upload the entire direct and then do it again with commentary.
2016. But the Battlefield franchise is one of the biggest franchises in video games. And the team at DICE continues to focus on that. interestingly, Battlefield 4, the engagement levels are through the roof.
Well, I was going to ask you that because the idea of, I'm going to buy a $60 box product in November every year. It seems like the industry's starting to change in a big way.
VII's getting a remaster?
Yeah.
Leave it to Game Explain.
People continue to play that, continue to get new content.
Absolutely, and we're looking
Yeah,
at
I posted the picture in the
to
chat.
be very candid, we had a rocky start with Battlefield 4.
Try to
But as the
open
game
it.
now is rock solid, and the team at DICE continues to add content.
Told my
through
laptop
premium.
to crash.
More and more, we're seeing our engagement levels rise. In fact, it was one of the interesting conundrums when we were about to launch Hardline. We were all
Tag
saying,
Super
we've
Smash
never seen
Brothers,
such
Super
great
Smash
numbers on
Bros.
Battlefield 4.
SSD.
It'll be tough to
For
move that
real?
consumer over. The good news is they have done, and in a lot of instances, they're playing both games at the same time.
We were laughing
Now,
about
talk to us
that
a
for
bit
a
about
long
the
time.
sports category, because that's something you know close to your heart.
Right.
Obviously, FIFA,
Yeah.
Madden. There's been a lot of rumors past couple of months about what's happening
Let's
with
go
the
see
NFL.
which
Rumors
demo
that
is
Montana
today.
might be going off and doing a game or something like that. I don't know if you know anything
Demo
about
that
that. Or
one.
what
Yeah, I like
Only what
PlayStation
you-
All-Stars,
only what
but
you
that's
read
just
and I read on
fucking
Twitter.
stupid.
Joe
You
Montana
actually
Football
like
says,
that?
I
Wow.
know nothing. That's about
It was
Somebody's
fun.
got a
Shut up.
developer or something. Make your but EA has the exclusivity on.
I love
an
playing
NFL
as Sir
game?
Daniel.
We do.
On all platforms, or?
On the NFL game and our NFL agreement and our NFL
Spike was
agreement,
less than
equally as important with players.
cool, but
yes, we do.
Right. Okay. So if he's doing something, it's got to be unlicensed. I guess.
It will be unlicensed, and I think that I don't know what's going on there. Again, I read what you read either on Twitter or through the
Yeah, that
news,
game was terrible.
And if there is a game
was
being
not.
developed,
Yeah, I heard someone on Twitter said it's going to be here at E3, and it's this mystery that no one knows quite what's going on.
They're playing
What you
DOS
did
It's not
see-
from
games
Peter
now.
Moore Productions.
It is not. What you did see today was a spectacular match.
Yeah.
A spectacular match. And I thought the team did a great job and continue to deliver. So
why are
we
people
just- we just
freaking out
focus on
over
our own
Fallout
team, quite
4?
frankly, and get on
Yes.
with it.
Well, you guys have done a great job, and the company sort of has never been stronger. And congratulations to you, because for many years there was worst company in America, and now it feels like people are feeling better about EA, and a lot of great products.
Well, yeah, and we should talk about
Got
Unraveled. I don't know if you had a
Scope
chance
beats
to
Game of
Unraveled
the
was
year.
incredible, and then we were talking in the panel afterwards. That's the kind of game that I'd love to see from EA. We had
No, that's
even
for
when we were
Metal Gear
kind enough to
Solid
come to the
5,
Game Awards, and
that
there's
title.
Hazelight, which is another
Yes,
small
that's right,
studio.
yeah.
Joseph Ferraz, who
Yeah.
No.
is here,
Yeah.
but he's just starting work on that.
Excuse
And it's
me?
great to see those small little games can be nurtured
Well,
inside of a big
and a lot of
company.
this can be rooted to Patrick Soderlund, who Scandinavia as a whole, but certainly Sweden, so many of these small studios that do just brilliant work. Must be the long winters. I don't know. They
No,
get
it's gonna
down
be
there.
Block
But
4.
Martin, who you saw on stage,
Game
so
of the year.
much heart.
Jeff, every time I see him, I've seen him present that 3-4 times now.
Gets to you, right?
It does, and it's such a genuine story. Such a talented guy. He tells the story of being on vacation with his family, and Yarny, who was trending #1 on Twitter there for a little while. One of our favorite characters. But sometimes we as a publisher, I think we have an obligation
Just
to
play
go look
Slash
for
while I
games
wait
like
for
this, give them a platform, a publishing platform, which my
Sony.
team
Play
has to do.
Splatoon.
Patrick got such a great eye for
I actually
talent,
haven't
and this
touched
was a
Splatoon
game-
for like
and
a
he
week.
sees
I
so
should
many
probably
games.
play
This is a
it.
game that really caught his eye, and I've seen Patrick play this. It's
What
calls it a
team do
puzzle
I
of
just
platform.
choose for
And it's one of
Splatfest
those
if I
things where
want
you're
to
gonna have
win?
to like try 50
just
different
can't.
ways to get across that
Slugfest?
ravine, whatever. But
Which is so,
What should I choose if I want to
stunning, the way
win?
it uses
Because
physics and whatnot. It has that
Alright.
charm of
because
cameo.
I need to get those
It is-
shells.
there's
My
cameo.
rolls
It's,
are
to be
terrible.
fair as well, a little bit of Little Big Planet in
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
Cats
a
are more
little bit of
popular in
builder and a
Japan.
creator,
Yeah.
and you can see
Well,
here. I mean,
this
you
is-
can
Yeah, but
figure this
it is
stuff out.
regional.
The cats are
But EA takes
Yeah,
great
cats are
delight in
maybe-
being able to put our machine and our engine behind this.
It's only
and
for
bring it to
America.
life for Martin. And such,
Yeah.
you should interview him. I don't know if you've met him.
It doesn't
yet.
matter what-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to
Let's
see
try
him
this
at,
demo here.
with Pre-E3. We got to see this
Yeah.
game a few weeks ago.
Good
It's,
game.
it's incredible.
Freedom
Yeah,
Planet.
it's a great diverse
cool.
portfolio across the board.
I like
from
it.
EA.
Yeah.
You go from the big blockbusters to sports to something small like that. So,
Absolutely. I'm very
Yeah, I
proud.
make
City,
enough
three
money.
characters.
We're doing all right,
I make
Jeff
enough
Keighley.
money
We're doing
each
just
time I
fine.
play the
Well, thank
game
you as
for a
always.
reroll,
Thanks
so
for
I'm
stopping by.
not
Great to
worried
have you live
about
on YouTube.
whether I win or
Yeah, always a
not.
pleasure.
Yes,
Don't even
we'll see you on
reroll
the
that
Twitter.
often.
And thank you for the 450,000
This game looks like
people
fun.
watching Battlefront concurrently.
Currently, I know.
I think
that's
it's
a big
pretty
number.
shabby.
I
But
got
it's
it
gonna- it's
got
last
television
or
numbers,
during
Jeff
Christmas
Keighley.
on
I
Steam.
know, that's it. That's
It's
why
really
we're on the YouTube now. That's
Well,
where
it's
at.
coming
All
to
right,
Wii
very
U,
much, Peter.
so-
Jackie, speaking of what people are talking about on Twitter, what are they saying on
I'm gonna
social?
buy it again.
Well, they are
Furry
talking about,
characters.
we'll get back to those
Yeah,
Assassin's
okay, the character
Creed tweets
designs
that we
and
were
the
talking
voice
about
acting
earlier.
is
Let's
really
take a look what's happening
stupid, but
in
the
the
game's fun.
E3 buzz.
That's what matters. The music's also pretty good.
Andrea says, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, there are no females in London during the Industrial Revolution? What's that all about? The Dragon 2121
Yeah,
says,
Freedom
ooh, 19th
Planet
century
sounds
London.
like they took
Assassin's
that
Creed, please, I
Sonic
love you.
movie, that
Take all
obscure
my money
Sonic
like
movie, and turned it
university
into a
did when I
game.
took courses on
Which
that
obscure
time
Sonic
period.
movie?
Also, everyone's talking about
Warlord
which is going
Knuckles
down
has
at
like a
Ubisoft.
cowboy hat.
The Division,
Yeah, that
ruining
one.
friendship starting in 2016. Apparently, there was some sort of live gameplay betrayal. Hi,
not so
Angela
much.
Bassett, looking good in Rainbow Six Siege. Did not expect to see her here, but so happy that
No,
we
just
did.
from the title, it sounds that
We
way. I'm
also
actually
have
gonna
some
look it
talk.
up.
Well,
and
I'm
see.
done with E3 for now. Gonna buy Rock Band 4. October 6th, cannot wait. A lot of fun Rock Band stuff. Pre-ordered the Rock Band 4 instrument bundle because, right, who needs money? Am I right? Just so you guys know, Tony Hawk is standing like 20 feet away from me right now. He's right here, and he's going to be live with us next. So tweet us your
Shovel that
questions for
for
Tony
Smash.
Hawk at hashtag YouTube E3
Wow,
and also
this
at
looks
YouTube
Sonic-ish as
Gaming. And
hell.
also checking out
That-
the
yeah,
big 3.
that's
What's
why I
trending?
chose- I really
CS4.
liked it 'cause
By the
I
way,
was-
we reset these numbers like
It's
3
better than
hours ago.
Sonic.
We're already
Sonic
up to
has, like,
about
terrible level
90,000
design.
tweets at all of the big 3. Everyone's
I like the way
talking
the
about.
visuals
She's
look.
like
Of course,
spin dashing
Star Wars
and running on
Battlefront,
walls and stuff.
It actually feels like
Yoshi
more
in the
entertaining
Nintendo
than Sonic.
category, so a
I'm
lot
more-
of big
only-
stuff
I haven't
coming
even,
up.
like,
And as
started
always,
playing
our
it.
YouTube live
I've only
E3
played the first
trending
level.
updates are presented by
My favorite level was
Selfless,
this,
starring Ryan Reynolds.
level is
theaters
like at night
July
to get a
11th.
Chinese
Back
city.
on over
Awesome.
to Joffrey.
Thank you very much, Jackson. I am now joined by the one and only
Wow.
Tony
Yeah, this is
Hawk,
like a really
the veteran of E3. Right?
obviously
It's-
influenced by Sonic.
Yeah, I guess so. I
But I don't
feel like,
mind because
a comeback on V3. But
I like
I,
platformers.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater has been something that we've seen for
Oh,
so many
yeah, I
years
saw
at
the
E3,
block
and
for him.
you went away for a little while, and now you're back.
We
The
are.
brand new Pro Skater.
Yeah, the art styles reminded me of this other game, and
franchise for so
forgetting the
many years,
name
we're
of
going to get to
it.
kind of the first look at
This is gonna be
gameplay.
Oh, Gunstar
What
Heroes.
gets you
That's
excited
what it
about?
is.
Why was this the year you feel like you were finally ready to sort of go back into it? You and Activision have had such a partnership.
It's also another game by Sega.
Because there's a nostalgic element.
Yeah, this is
obviously,
definitely like a Genesis
But also,
influence.
the time had come with all the new consoles in place and
The comments.
we
This
did
feels
the-
more like Sonic
the
than Sonic
peripheral
has for
games
10
as
years.
well, and we just felt like it was time to bring back that old gameplay, that old control scheme, but in the new environments and the new technology, and here it is. I'm out of my mind excited. And I've been waiting. I have all this gameplay that I've been waiting to show people because sometimes I go
Yeah,
with my social
I can hear
media.
the music from Eric. I like it a lot.
I did. I honored it up until now, but now it can't be
wide
told.
open. All right, so tell us. I mean, obviously, people know and love the game, and there's things about it that people don't want to change. But tell us, now that you have the next gen platform, tell us, what's new about this year's game?
Well, the online mode, we're going to have up to 20 players at a time.
Wow. Okay.
Playing all across the world. You can
Well,
obviously
there's
create
even,
your
like,
own parts
springs
again.
in
We
here.
have some
Like,
of the classic levels, like the school.
very
here
heavily
and,
based on Sonic.
and
But I don't
we've
mind.
got the warehouse.
Apparently, it started out as a
favorites
Sonic
and new
fan
ones as
game.
well. So,
They just decided to
and
turn
you can see
into
that
their
you
own
have
IP.
Well, it's like
like
better
Desert
than
Fire.
anything
Yeah,
Sega's released in
details
like
you want, but
10 years. So.
for the most part,
Their OC do not
all
steal game.
the button controls are the same that people are
Sega
used
hasn't
to
released a
and
good game in like
that are gonna
10
appreciate it.
years.
And obviously, it's running.
Generations was good.
Frames per second, kind of really jamming out.
It's pretty exciting, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, when you
But
guys
arguably,
get
Lost
back
World
into
wasn't
doing
terrible.
this thing, how
I thought
involved
Lost
are
World
you
was
now?
horrible.
Obviously, you're still playing.
I
it.
actually
I know
haven't.
you really care about how this thing plays.
I was stupid enough to buy it.
I'm running Robomoto, and we've worked together for a while
well,
now.
you see, I
but also,
borrowed it.
I just play it because I want it to
Generations
feel
was
like
okay.
it felt. I want to look
Colors was
spectacular,
okay.
but I want the
I
gameplay
didn't
to feel the
buy
same.
or
I'm
play
so
colors,
used
actually.
to
I have
how
no
the game
It's
idea.
okay.
feels
Generations
through
is. I mean,
through
it's
all
okay.
the
It's just
series, obviously.
the level design. All
So
you do
that's
is
what
like
I'm mostly
it's like a
concerned about.
you're on
I
rails
want
the
the levels to
entire
be
time.
fun and obviously
Really?
I want the soundtrack to
Basically, like that's what Sonic
something
games
special
are. It's
because
like
people
not even
come
fun.
on
All you're
well.
you're just
That's right. I mean,
on rails the
soundtrack
entire
has been
time.
such a key part of it. Interesting. Now
but
you
you
see
go
like
fast.
Spotify.
Generations
you
was
get that
pretty
on
good.
PS4 and set your own
But
soundtrack and stuff. What do you-
again,
what
it
do you
was
think of
nothing
the music
spectacular.
Well, we have
Especially
a
compared to all the
lengthy
platformers
playlist.
Nintendo's made over the past
and one
few
that I'm
years.
proud of. I mean, it covers
And
a lot
what,
of genres, but still is rooted in
Jet Set Radio,
in
that
skate
one.
culture, in punk rock. I think
Those
there's still a
games are
lot of
pretty
gems
fun.
that
Okay, this game is really
that
fun
didn't
so
make
far.
it on previous soundtracks that I pushed to have in this one. And,
I'm definitely
and
gonna buy
they're
the
so I'm
full
excited
version.
And I think
Cool.
there's a lot
I got-
of there's
I got Galaxy
not as
Trail
much, but
sale.
almost as much expectation.
It should be a
on
PR
the
guy
soundtrack
for
as
that.
the
What?
gameplay.
Yeah, and
The
tell us about
developers.
the gameplay. We obviously see the controls of it in terms of like the story and modes. I mean, how much you over the years you've done crazy kind of story modes and things like that in Tony Hawk games.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
this one, what do you
that's the
think?
reason we called it THPS 5. Is because it's more along those lines of the 2 20-minute challenges and combos and the secret tapes and stuff like that. So that's more the direction of this game, but I feel like our online play is something that people are not expecting at all.
Ryu versus Charizard, sweet.
Up to 20 people, yeah.
Wow, that's absolutely insane. Well, it looks really cool. So where are you guys at right now in development?
Oh, we're very close.
Okay.
I hate the Beaver stage because I was expecting better fat art.
Official release date, but it's.
I was expecting to be able to play it online.
Okay.
And I feel like the game is getting
guess me
refined,
too,
and
but
we are very close to.
I really don't mind that much since I play more single player than anything else.
I'm guessing they want to filter a lot of good posts before they allow it online. Something like that.
I hope they allow it online at some point, because right now it's pointless.
Yeah, it's pointless otherwise, especially making us wait so long for it.
Yes. What is the soundtrack going to be like? As good as usual or better?
Just wish
well,
there's
I hope it's
like
better.
they had like
Obviously,
the
we fit more songs on it
popular
now.
or like the top yad
What can I
posts
say?
would
Well,
get
one track
put
that I
on
know
rather
is
than
on there
just
that I
like
was
whatever
hoping for
is
is
more
Plague Tender.
recent.
Yeah, but that also
Black
leaves
Sabbath
the door open
Scriptures.
for like stupid
There's
bullshit,
one
like
I
memes
can't
and
really
stuff,
get a whole lot
or
out,
like
but
porn.
listen to that song, you get feel
There
for what
still
I'm
is
talking about.
memes.
All right.
Very cool.
There's
All right,
gonna
well,
be
you
memes
got another one, Jackie?
regardless.
Yeah, the other one said, will there be some old school skaters in the new Tony Hawk?
Good question. Yeah, who else is going to be in there?
Andrew Reynolds. Andrew Reynolds, the original skater.
Yep.
Most of the skaters are newer, you know, like
Oh god, that
representative
was
of what
fuck
the
Spike.
skating
Jesus.
is
Wow, she even has
nowadays,
like a
contemporary
shield bubble that
skating.
looks
My
identical
son
to the one on
Riley's in
Sonic.
it.
Yeah,
which is
Yeah,
super
get
cool,
the
and
jubs.
it's not nepotism. He definitely deserves.
He earns it?
Yeah, he earns it. He's definitely got his own
Play as
following as a
Lulak.
professional skater, and
Her
and to be honest,
the
I
other
was surprised
character,
that he agreed to do
forgot her
it.
name. She's like Greed.
You know, that the request did
She's
not come from
she
me,
feels
the
more
request
like
came from
Sonic,
elsewhere.
the character you're
And I
playing
say, hey,
as.
they're asking if you want to be
So
in
if you
the
can
game.
imagine
Yeah,
that,
sounds
like
fun.
that feels really.
Like they're all
Like
female.
motion capture
Nice
and
furry
VO.
bait.
Yeah, and body scan, the whole deal. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it definitely
there's a
looks
there's
like
a third
him. He's
character
got
that you can
the hair
unlock,
and
and
the
she's also a
tattoos,
girl,
and
but she's
he
lolly
looks
bait.
younger.
Father and son
Doesn't
can
look, he
skate
doesn't look this
together
old.
Lolly,
He's younger.
lolly.
Isn't this
Father
magical?
and son can skate alone. Well, it's really cool to see how visually, stunning it is and how fast it is. And I just think it's like, people that love this is about the precision, the fact that you're at, that high frame rate, allowing that fidelity to really kind of, get on the controls. Jackie, what else for that?
I think that's it. Does anybody in the studio have any questions?
All right.
Can I get a picture later? Yeah.
That's it. It's all good. All right. Well, Tony, thanks so much for swinging by.
All right, man.
Great to see the first look at Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 coming out sometime later in 2015.
Yes.
And now you can follow Tony on Twitter because it sounds like you're going to have tons of video and footage now that you're free to do whatever you want.
I feel like the gates are open. So, I may have to hold back a little bit, but I have a lot of stuff I want to share.
It'll be playable at E3, right? If you want to go and check it out?
It will not for the public.
Okay.
No, but you just saw it. That's what it looks like, and
it's coming soon.
It's coming soon. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Tony Hawk, thank you so much. We've got much more coming up here on Spike or on YouTube, E3 Live. I knew I was going to do that at one point. All right, Jackie, over to you. What are they saying on social?
Here on YouTube, there's a lot happening in social. Let's take a look at the E3 buzz. SKT TV says Battlefront comes out just a week after Fallout 4. Can I beat every quest and side quest in Fallout 4 in 1 week? It's sort of like binge playing. GS Archive 2015 says Mass Effect, Star Wars, and sequel shine at EA's E3
Coming soon to
showcase
Wii U.
by,
Thanks for playing.
Whoever that was.
Oh,
and
you
then we
finished
have
the demo?
Intention Crafts. Mass Effect trailer
That's
looks
short,
like the
so we
Western
go take a little
approach
double.
in space.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
Alex
but
Diamoy says,
that's all I
"Long time in
needed
the
to play,
future,
honestly. I think it's fun. I'm going to buy the full
far, far
version.
away. Mass Effect.
That's
Definitely
cool.
going to buy the full version.
Those are our tweets
Hope you
for
like it.
right now,
I really
and I'm going
liked
to
it
send
when
it
I
back
played
over
it.
to you,
I do.
Jeff.
Absolutely. All right. Well,
So
thank you
far.
very much, Jackie. Now, we've got a lot more games coming up
There's
in the
like
next
a
hours. We lead into the
obligatory
Sony
story
PlayStation press
mode,
conference. We'll be live right here
play
on
arcade
YouTube
mode.
at
Yeah, it
9
looks like
p.m.
fun.
Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. You do not want to miss that. But now it's time to strap on your sneakers and take a jog to the world of Mirror's Edge Catalyst with senior producer Sarah Jansen. Sarah, you were on stage. Lots of excitement around Mirror's Edge Catalyst. You even got the Mirror's Edge Catalyst shirt.
Of course I do.
Limited edition.
It's my best shirt. It's even got a dev team tag on.
All right, well, you are part of the...
You guys try to redraw Pikachu from that Eagle Raptor video.
Put out a little bit of tease of this last week. We've known for a couple of years that the team at DICE has been working on a new Mirror's Edge. Now it's called Mirror's Edge Catalyst. You showed a brief glimpse of it today in the press conference with a trailer. Is this game going to be playable at E3, or are we going to see it? Can I go on and play it?
Yeah, anyone
Wow.
who's at the show floor can just go to the EA booth and play it.
Wow. Okay, so tell us a bit about how this plays, because obviously, Faith Story, and the idea of sort of first-person parkour, you guys have done a lot with that, and there are other games like Dying Light and others that have sort of played with this idea. How does
Just
the
got an email from
concept of how
Sony
you play
reminding
this
me to
game,
watch
very true
the
to sort of
E3
what
press
Mirror's Edge has
conference.
been, I'm sure, but how is it different in Catalyst?
Yeah, Absolutely. We're really trying to honor the first game and building on that movement. So we're expanding on that iconic movement and we're making it more free as well, so it's even more free.
Yeah, all these games nowadays are looking so much the same that my older sister, who is like the biggest PlayStation fan, is like, no, I'm not gonna get a PS4. I'm gonna get a Wii U. Like, so now I know they're fucking up.
Be able to use your momentum and your timing.
But they didn't because they have like 20 million sales.
Now,
their marketing is really good. They
Faith
just
obviously is a key piece
they're
of it.
good at
It's
making
called
games.
Catalyst.
I'm pretty sure their marketing was basically them relying on Microsoft fucking up and then taking advantage.
Oh yeah, no, that was like the saving grace for them. I'm sure if Microsoft didn't have that stupid fucking DRM crap for the first few weeks.
Sony was definitely going to do it until Microsoft did what they did and then they dropped it because there's no way they weren't. Like everybody, like all the signs were there, the evidence was there, the patents were there.
I'm not going to go into details, but
and then Microsoft fucked up and then they like just
capitalized on it.
Now, how are you going to
tell
the story
they used games May at E3 2013.
So one of the things
that
our
was
fans
great.
the
Wasn't
video
it?
about used games. The first game was that
they had that, and then like on stage they were like, "We will not make you pay for used games."
So it's funny because now the Xbox One has backwards compatibility, but the PS4
the PS4 doesn't. That's pretty sad. You know what's really fucked up? If the Xbox One looks more promising than the PS4.
Yeah, that's why I haven't bought one yet, because there's like nothing on it.
The setting of this game, obviously, Mirror's Edge is known
I'm not
for
buying
that
it for third-party games.
I
buy systems for exclusives, and there's no exclusives.
So the art style, it does
none that I want to play.
The first game as well.
Remember the PS4 reveal and like they were going out asking people what games they were going to buy, and everybody just stated Call of Duty.
But we're going to give you more variety.
Yeah, Battlefield.
So we're actually going to go to the dark and
I would have said something like
and we're going to let you free on the rooftops and huge skyscrapers, and
anything with that again.
See just a lot more variation.
Can't wait for Freedom Planet.
Wow, well, it looks actually
Eric, are you hyped for that too?
Yes. What if they announced that this year?
Wow. So there's quite some gameplay in there, and this is from one of the in-game cutscenes.
Meanwhile, in PC gaming land.
Yeah, it's just a mix of
it looks
all the
incredible. I can't wait to go hands-on and play this thing. Yeah, and the gameplay
just
makes
play anything I want.
A lot of these trailers,
just gonna go pirate.
trailers from E3, they're starting to look too good.
Or pirate.
Yeah, I don't even like AAA games. I don't buy. I just pirate them. Unless I really like them or I think they're good.
You want to download that demo for Runbow as well, because apparently Runbow is online multiplayer, which might be fun.
Revealing it again here, and can't wait to go hands-on with it at E3.
I'm pretty sure I posted the link to the trailer in the info chat a long time ago about Runbow.
Keep things going right now because coming up next, it's like we've got great news for fans.
It's kind of like a battle.
Turn-based strategy games, one of the most visually striking examples of this genre will return with Banner Saga 2. We revealed that over at the Game Awards last year, and great to have the guys from Stoke back with us here, the two co-founders, John and Arnie. So guys, let's take a look at Banner Saga 2. You've got some gameplay footage here. We're going to talk about it. First of all, when is the game going to come out?
The game's going to come out this winter.
Okay, this winter. Yeah. All right. Well, it was great to have it revealed last year. So yeah, we're looking at one of the beautiful sort of cinematics that you guys used when you revealed it. But we can go right into some of the gameplay and talk about the style of playing it. So tell us, you know, the first game got a lot of great reviews. You guys did an amazing job bringing it to life. For Banner Saga 2, what did you want to change?
Well, several things. One of the things we took away from feedback we got from the first one was that the players really enjoyed the in-game cinematics and the cutscenes and the fully animated scenes. So we're trying to fill the game with more of those, use them more
throughout.
Yeah. Instead of all up front.
I know they're not easy to animate such beautiful scenes, but there'll be a fair amount of this sort of as you play through the game.
Yeah, we've got a lot more schedule. But the other thing we did is I watched about hundreds of hours of Let's Plays.
Right.
And Twitch and stuff. So we got a lot of the good feedback from the first one, and we're going to be changing some of the stuff going into this one.
Wow.
Yeah, in general we're trying to tell more of the story through the battle. The battles are more cinematic. Things happen. There's more variety.
Certainly.
And then these are interspersed throughout. So it's
yeah, I'm going to try the Runbow demo next. Apparently it's really fun.
Here so we can see what it's like in action.
That and
through this,
Freedom Planet
now,
are the demos that I'm looking
let's
for,
talk
or
a
the
little
games
bit about what we're going to see here as you guys walk us through
the others
where
look
we are in the
kind of
game and how it's going to play.
This is the very beginning. It's sort of the intro tutorial, and you're going to see it's a lot more cinematic feeling than in the first one.
Right.
So it sort of sets up the scenario by showing you some cinematic battle before it lets the hero come onto the battle and join in.
Really an incredible animation. That's the thing that people know. The cutscenes are great, but when you look in engine, this stuff is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that's all done by Powerhouse Animation.
These are all rotoscope, hand rotoscoped animations.
That's me shooting the arrow.
Yeah. The actors are all us. I'm the dredge. I'm the big guys
So
in
what
stone
happens when
armor.
you're indie? You get to sort of play put multiple hats on.
You get concussions doing the stunts.
So the biggest thing you'll see, there's a lot more combat variation. The first one, a lot of people said, "Oh, the combat's great, we love it," but there wasn't enough variation.
Yeah.
And in this one, you're going to.
We should have had a block form as one of the games.
So as you play through this game, obviously, this perspective stays the same. But tell us, I mean,
Seriously, though, block form, dude.
Sometimes deceptive about, it looks so beautiful.
Still
How
can't
much
believe it's
strategy in this
real.
game as well, right? I mean, tell us a bit about.
Oh, you better believe it.
And what it's like
Who
to
is it
play
even
through this
made
game.
by? Like, what?
Well, one of the two things that we have
I
here is
actually met
strength
the
and
guy
armor
that made it.
dynamics. So you've got to whittle down somebody's armor before you give them strength. But each character also has one.
You calling bullshit?
One ability that they can do and a passive
No.
ability. And in this one, in Banner Saga 2,
I
we're going
kicked
to be
his ass in
introducing
the
even more.
Mario Kart tournament.
We can't talk too deeply
Then
about
he
that, but
started
we've got
following me
I think
around.
we're up to 37 heroes now in the game, each one with
But
unique
yeah, he
abilities.
actually showed me his B first day.
Unique animation.
The unique abilities really let the individual units have synergy with
I
each
bet he
other.
would get thrown into you now.
Build up many combinations of strategy based on those.
What did you say?
The different.
An example of dialogue, which everyone's a fan of Bioware games will know. The idea.
And something that's really important is in the first one, all the decisions that you've made will carry
I
over
think he
into
said.
this
I,
one.
I bet he regrets showing it to you now.
So we're encouraging people to
Yeah,
finish
I'm pretty
the first
sure.
one.
Yes.
Shameless plug right now. We're on
Available
sale
now
on
on Steam.
Steam, 75% off.
Oh, wow.
So go
Oh
get it,
my
finish
God.
it before the Banner Saga 2 comes out.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, good Steam sale. That's always good to hear.
What is the game called again?
Around the Game Awards, it did really well. So that's
Black
awesome. Well, the game looks great,
Yeah.
and as you
Okay.
said,
I want to look it up. I'm just
beautiful.
amazed that it's actually a game.
Music, obviously, with Austin Wintory and the team.
He actually got
full
mad
orchestra doing the
that
Wow.
people
You guys are
reacted
not
like
skipping
that.
out on Banner Saga 2.
Yeah, right now we're in the West Hall showing off the games, so come by and play it.
Awesome, we definitely will. Well, guys, thanks so much, Stoic. Always good to have you
He
guys
has to know that
with
doesn't
us.
look
Thanks
like
again
a
for
quality
revealing it
game
last
at
year,
all.
coming by E3 Live.
That will
We've
get
got
you
so
like
much more for you
a
guys coming
5
up as
out
we
of
lead into the
10
PlayStation press conference. Some guests from Ubisoft are
in
coming
school
by.
here.
And of course, we've got Sony live at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Wow.
It's going to be an amazing press conference.
And I mean,
a great exit start
I
to the
don't
day with
mean
Xbox.
a,
It's going to be a great end with PlayStation.
university.
But right now, let's head outside to Jackie to see what people are talking about on the internet.
Hello.
mean,
Yes,
like,
we are
occasionally.
about an hour away from the last
Only an
of
hour
the Big
left
Four
until
press
Sony's press
conferences, but right
conference.
now everyone is talking about
Utopia.
Mirror's Edge. So let's check
Attend
out the
occasion-
E3
occasion-
buzz.
Oh, God.
Whatever.
Jesse Cox
First
says,
Tony
"Look,
Hawk's
I know
Pro
I'm
Skater
supposed
5
to be
gameplay
thrilled
has
about
been
both
leaked and it
Mirror's
looks
Edge
like
and
a
Madden.
PS2
But
game.
mother flippin'
Really? Are you kidding? I was excited for
Nick
that.
Pfister says
It looks like a
she
PS2
doesn't need
game.
any guns. Sarah, you made me so happy when you
Oh,
spoke
But
these
Tony
words.
Hawk games are the fun
Morgan
games.
Webb says,
They used to be until
Mirror's
Activision
Edge.
killed the
I imagine
series.
that's how he said it. I'm stoked for this game,
Nice stream, board.
obviously. And Danny K13 said, Banner
Are they
Saga
fucking
2.
serious
I
about
have
this shit?
no money to spend. Stop giving me things to buy. That seems to be a general
What
trend today.
the
Everyone's like, I
fuck?
want it all and I want it now.
Ugh.
Let's see what's the top trends right now in games. Still at the top of our list, Star Wars Battlefront. Unravel,
Disappointment.
which we had a nice little
Disappointment
preview of earlier
everywhere.
today. Batman Arkham Knight,
This is
No
like
Man's Sky,
roller
Kingdom
coaster,
Hearts, Last Guardian,
Titan
Hold It
4
Strong
all
all
over again.
day, and Xenoblade Chronicles 10. All right, Jeff, that is what's trending for now. We, of course, will be back with more in just
Dude,
a
I
bit.
love Tony Hawk games. Why did they do this?
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much, Jackie. Just catching up with Yves Guillemot, the CEO
I mean,
of Ubisoft.
visually
coming over
it
from their
looks
press
terrible,
conference
but
we
that
just
doesn't mean
watched about an hour
everything.
ago. Yves, always great to
I mean,
see you at
gameplay-wise,
E3, and congratulations on
Gameplay-wise,
a big
it
This
press
looks
conference,
worse than
a
Tony
big
Hawk's
opening and a big
Underground 2.
close, and a lot of games.
Well,
in between.
usually in this day, if something
So
looks horrible, it
let's sort of go
usually
in order.
is.
First of all, Matt and Trey from South Park. They said after they finished Stick of Truth, we're never
But then
going to do a
again,
game
other
again. It's
things
so much
that
work.
overdo it with the
Yet there
graphics
they are
also
on
don't
stage
have much
announcing that
in
they're
the
going to work with you
gameplay.
guys on a whole new game.
It's
for,
like a
for next-gen
double-edged
systems,
sword.
right?
Yes, that's right. They loved it so
Maybe
much.
the gameplay is
They
fun.
wanted to come back.
I can't
That's
judge
amazing.
it.
Now,
I
I know
haven't
it's not,
played it.
sounds like it's
I have
not
to
going to
be
be Obsidian, the
optimistic
team
about
that
Apparently
made
there's like
the old games.
a mode
Is
where
there
you
a
can
new
like
team
use a
that's
gun
gonna
or
work on it?
something.
Yes, it's a new team in
That's
San
cool.
Francisco.
No,
Okay.
that's a lie. Stop lying,
Wow,
Eric.
it's a great team.
Okay, so they're
I'm not
Ubisoft
like it look.
studio, or-
I love this.
No,
Tony
it's
Hawk
part of
series, but this looks
the
disgusting.
San Francisco studio.
Oh, wow.
Like
but
it's
there
better
are
off
lots of
staying
people that
dead if
came
this is
from
the shit
yeah,
they're gonna
all
release.
around. I'm sorry.
Well, that's awesome. Well, it's good to have South Park back. Your Stick of Truth did pretty well for you guys.
Did extremely well.
Yeah, and those guys are so devoted.
Please,
That's why
Tony,
when
Tony, please.
Trey came out, he won an award at my Game Awards last year.
Yeah,
and
the
he's
grinding
so
doesn't-
passionate
the
about
grinding
games,
looks
and it really
totally
shows
off,
through,
yeah.
I was
you know,
gonna
on
say the
show,
grinding
but
looks
also
really
inside the
slow.
It
And
looks
like
automatic.
they clip to the they clip to the.
You haven't
Well, it looks
beta tested the other
automatic
games.
because there isn't
Get
a
them in that
balance
Division
meter.
beta. All right, so Eve, you know, you always have a
He's just
surprise, I
grinding
feel
it.
like,
It's
at every
automatic.
press
There's no
conference.
balance
It's
meter.
Sort of like you must think about it because you love to come out at the end and reveal something, and it's, you know, Division a couple of years
poor
ago. I
Tony Hawk.
remember Rainbow Six. This year, a new Ghost Recon,
Tony Macaroni.
which was, I love how you revealed it because we didn't quite know what it was until the end. Game looks phenomenal. That's coming from the studio in Paris.
Yes, it is. The
Goddamn
studio
sellout.
doing it.
Wow.
And they've been
Sony,
working
come
for a
on.
while now.
Yeah,
Save
so tell us
gaming
about that.
today.
An open world game. It seems like there were teases of, you know,
Save
many
gaming today,
players in
vote
the
for
world
K-Rool.
together, which is something you guys have done for a few years, teasing games, having the multiplayer aspect. There are lots of open world games out there.
Oh my God, holy
What
water.
is unique about Ghost Recon? Why are you so excited about this game?
What is great is you will be able to play the game the way you want. So the systemic gameplay and the fact that this will
Oh my God, that looks bad.
you will be able to play it
Poor Tony
with
Hawk.
the mood you want, and the way
He's
people
probably
you want,
thinking to himself, "God damn,
and you
this
will
game
be
is
able to share
terrible."
your experience because it will
No,
be very different from what the others' experiences will be.
Wow. Well, it looks like yeah,
That
there's so
was
much
so
variety
bad.
and such a cool vibe to that game. So will that be, obviously there'll be a big kind of multiplayer component to it.
Oh, yes.
Will there be campaign as well? You and your friends come in co-op or?
For sure,
Okay.
for sure. You will have
Like
all three.
like
You will have
that,
co-op, you will
get
have
them out of
PvP,
power.
and you will have, as you can see,
Yeah.
a huge campaign.
It's absolutely amazing and beautiful, and it's cool to see where Ghost Recon has gone because I think we all got used to sort of the future soldiers and the futuristic things. This feels very much rooted in reality. Is this present day, this game?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it looks amazing. Put together here. So this will, when is this going to come out? You said yet?
No, we didn't say it.
Okay.
We need to give those guys the time.
Not this
they
year,
need.
I'm sure, right?
That's
Like-
right. Not this year.
A little tease, and this will be at E3. Is this going to be playable? People able to go and play it or check it out?
Not at E3, no.
Okay, but it's a little bit of a tease. But this is all real-time footage, you said, right?
It is, yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
So and this is playable now.
And it is playable now, yeah, for sure.
You get to play it at home. We don't get to play it yet. But just amazing and visually what you guys are able to do. So let's talk about the whole portfolio of Ubisoft games. Let's talk a bit about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I know you guys had some challenges last year with Assassin's Creed. This year you're coming back with Syndicate. What did that whole experience last year?
What does
did you
Mario
guys
Maker
learn
go
from
to
that, and
Best
how are you
Buy?
applying it this year to Syndicate?
We really learned
Have they announced that?
We had
I think
to
it's like
allow a
next
lot
week.
more
I don't
time
know.
for polish,
next
especially
week?
when we
Go play with
recreate
friends.
completely the engine. That's what happened last year. And
I'd love to go like demo it, but
quite a work, and the
I don't want to wait in
very
long
long,
lines to do it for like
you know, they
15
had-
minutes.
They didn't
Yeah,
finish quite
I
well.
remember I went to the Smash
we are
demo.
working and using
I
this
got to
new
play
engine
like 3
to go to the
times
next.
in the 2
Well,
hours.
and also you guys, I mean, every year
That they
you
had
do
it there,
Assassin's
but that was
Creed,
only
which is amazing, and
because
sometimes
I
there's
like cut through
incredible
lines
DLCs
twice.
in between. I mean, it is such a huge initiative for Ubisoft. Let me ask you,
Like last time I went to Best Buy was to demo 3D World,
I mean, do you know
and then
4
I
or
had
5
the
years
gamepad,
now,
but
like,
then
what
I
the
also
theme is
had to
gonna
play
be, or
with the
how
little
far out
kid,
does the team plan?
and he was just
can't tell
bawling
you.
out unless he got the
Actually,
gamepad, which
we
he
have
dropped.
teams. We have
And
teams
then, they had to
working
delay the
and,
demo because he
and
broke it.
Do they all sort of like, do, like little prototypes and ideas, and they sort of
Yes.
just run off about what idea is the best?
Like he was
or?
whining he didn't get it, and then when
no,
he
they-
got it, he
they
dropped
really
it, and he
focused
picked it up, and then he
already,
just slammed
their
it.
ideas, but
Hey, Mark,
for-
look at
you
the
know,
reaction
we
I posted to the
have,
Tony
teams
Hawk
that
video.
are really taking the time and making sure
Oh,
that
Neo
we
Gas.
come with the best game.
Yeah, and I know this is first year Quebec City is really this one. It's very exciting. First year's hasn't been Montreal, right, in the franchise history?
Yes, it's true. It's
Yeah.
true. It's the first year those guys.
It looks really cool. Now, I wanted to ask you about the Assassin's
Oh my
Creed movie
God.
as well, which is something that I know. I think it's taken over the Avatar slot at the end of 2016 for Fox. Michael Fassbender in that. Been talked about for years. Is it really happening now, do you think?
So far so good.
Okay.
We are going to start
Jeff Keighley saying it looks
shooting, in
phenomenal.
September.
Oh, wow.
So
Jeff Keighley will
everything is
say
ready,
anything
so
looks phenomenal.
I hope we'll
As long as
be
they
able to
pay
give
him
you
in
more news,
Doritos.
Next
soon. Yeah, very soon.
Now, do you think about that?
I like
Is that
how
gonna
Mother
somehow
1 has a
tie back
run
to
button,
the
but
game,
Earthbound
the
doesn't.
franchise, or do you like
Because they
it
added
sort of keeping
they
it
added a
separate
run
like Batman
feature
has,
to
games,
Mother
has
1 for
films?
the
It's gonna
American
somehow link
version.
together, do you think?
Oh,
Just
the
getting
beginnings?
them together and
Yeah.
make sure we.
Well, no, like in the original version that they never released that was translated, they had a run button.
ourselves,
Yeah.
Did
Earthbound
they?
doesn't have it.
all the Hollywood talents.
That's funny.
And,
I mean, I don't
and
think
make
it
sure
was.
that
I think
Well, I
it's
think it
fun.
helps.
with
It
the
sure
guys
helps a
that
lot.
created the games.
Yes.
I just find it funny
all
how
this universe
Mother 1
for
has
Earth.
the run button,
Well,
but
that's
Earthbound
great. I
doesn't.
can't wait to see what you guys do with that because I think it's such.
I need to
an
buy
important
Earthbound beginning.
franchise,
They need to
and
show my
it sounds like it's
support.
gonna be a big
Then
film
again, at least
and a big
Earthbound doesn't
game.
have
So
random
congratulations on
encounters.
the great lineup across the board.
Yeah, I
Division,
didn't like
Rainbow
that
Six,
about
Assassins, Ghost Recon.
Mother 1. I never
South Park,
finished it actually. I
and
had to
even crazy
watch
stuff
like
from you know what
somebody
we
else
saw what the
finish
guys
it.
are
Well,
doing with
Gonna force myself
the
to
cat on
finish
the
it right now. I
unicorn.
just
It's like,
finished.
yeah,
I have
look at that.
3 or 4 of the songs.
Oh,
It's
Auntie,
very
those
rare
crazy
that I
guys over there
finish
at Red
an
Links,
NES
you never know
game.
what to
Like
expect.
I
Dave,
finished
always great
Legend of
seeing you.
Zelda,
Thank
Super
you so
Mario
much. Have a
Brothers.
great E3, and thank you for coming by.
Well, Super
and
Mario
YouTube
Brothers,
Live.
you can finish in like
Thank you
20
for having
minutes.
us.
All right, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
like
well, we've got much more coming up. The Assassin's Creed series.
some games
Taking
I
us
just
so many
couldn't like
places over the
finish. I
years.
just
And speaking
Like
of
that.
Assassin's Creed, now it's time to talk a little bit more
Yeah,
about
like
Syndicate.
I finished
Our tour
Zelda.
starts now with game director Scott
I've
Phillips.
never
Scott,
finished
how
Zelda
are
2
you?
though.
Good.
Yeah,
I've
Eve
never
Timo
finished
gets to
any
introduce
Zelda
you here.
games.
We just talked
When I
about
was a kid, I
thought,
hated Zelda.
he would go
Like
first,
the
and it
first
was a great-
game,
he warmed everything up. So I
like
think I'm
because
ready.
it wasn't
Now ready
as
to take a
simple
look.
as
Yes,
Mario,
you're
and
up
I
in
just
Quebec
didn't
City.
know where to go, and I
I've
could
been
get
up
lost
there, and I think
easily. I
there's
was
a
like,
great
"Fuck
team
this
that's
game."
really super excited about our first Assassin's Creed.
All right, well, let's take a look at some footage here.
Well,
of,
there's like
Syndicate. Now,
It's funny
this
because
game, I
you
think,
say that like
people
you
love
said
sort of the
you said
tone
that
and
you
the
couldn't
vibe, but
play
we had
games
our
when
top
you're
hats.
like
When
this
you
is
guys
child
first
years,
jumped
right?
into London, this
Yeah,
idea
but I
of
could
the
beat
game,
Mario
what was
1
the-
fine, but
Oh yeah,
What was the
yeah.
unique
That's
flavor
like the
that you wanted
modern
this
like
Assassin's to have?
view of
Well,
an
this is the
adult
first
person
modern
who plays
Assassin's
video
Creed.
games.
So
I
by
don't know where to
bringing it
go.
to
Fuck this game.
1868 London, what we've allowed is new things like the horse and carriage, guns.
I like how there's like fog in like the background.
You're
and
really
stuff in like one of the
set
levels.
in the era. So
Like,
Assassin's
that's like
Creed has always been
N64.
about that
Draw
sort of
distance, yo.
historical
Yeah, I can, like, see
gameplay
the
that
fog
you
in the
can
background, like,
experience
it's
that
fucking
era. And so the
N64
Industrial
game.
Revolution really brought us to
Probably running on
this era
the
where there was both
PS4, Power
a
of
very
the
medieval
Cell.
society as well.
This
and
looks so
a little
bad.
bit
I
of
can't even
London,
look at it.
But then you also have this very advanced
Do they
center of
clarify
the
what it's
universe,
being played on?
London, that's bringing you new steam
Probably
engines,
PS4
trains,
or Xbox.
all sorts of
Power
advanced
of the
technology
Cell,
that
yo.
really brings it into a new era that Assassin's Creed has never
No,
seen.
it looks phenomenal.
Now, Quebec City team is the first one that you're leading. What is the spin from a game
Everyone
perspective?
was a little kid when I fell for
We sort
that.
of have the,
I thought the PS3
Flash
tried and true,
processing.
tropes of Assassins, but now, I mean, there's so much possibility in this era in terms of the types of gameplay. What aspects do you think are going to be most
The
unique
PS3
to
is-
fans? Like, you know, it used to be, well, we
has
have, sea
infinite
gameplay
power.
in one, or it's like other types of things. Deals.
Remember
What
the
can we expect in this
PlayStation
one that
2
you
was
think
like
is gonna be
Hitler
new
could
for
like
Assassin's fans?
So I
bomb
think
the
two
US
biggest
if
things
he
would
had
probably
enough
be the
PlayStation
systemic
2s.
vehicles.
No, they
so
said that about
they're
the-
out throughout the entire
Osama
city.
bin
You
Laden.
can hijack them. You can hide inside them. You can fight on top of them. They're integrated into all three
I
of the
said-
pillars.
did I just- did I
And on
say
top of
Hitler?
that, you have
Wow.
a rope
Yeah, you
launcher,
said Hitler.
which allows you to scale the tallest buildings in London at the time, which are the biggest buildings ever in
I can't believe I
Assassin's
just said
Creed.
that.
As well as go across our giant streets. So that structure of the city has really changed the flow and the feeling of the
So
game.
yeah, I
And
remember
really opened it
thought,
up
like,
to
the
be
PS3
much more
was, like,
modern
the
feeling
invention of the
than the
century.
very small, some of the very small cities in past AC games where it was
Yeah, like
very
looking
tight.
back,
We have a much
I re-
bigger open
like,
city.
I remember I thought
and
that
rope launcher
rhino,
really
that
allows you to
infamous,
get
like,
everywhere
video
you
of
want
the
very
rhino
quickly,
eating.
while
Looks
using the parkour
good.
to also
I looked
seamlessly
good,
move around the
and
environment.
I looked back
Yeah,
at
it's
it 2
absolutely
months ago, and I just like
visually with the
it
game,
broke
this
down. I
year. And
couldn't.
the engine, the
Even I
graphic
thought that
technology, feels like there's been
was
sort of a
good.
revamp of that.
Real-time weapon change.
Well, it's definitely an improvement. What we've done is take what Assassin's Creed Unity built as the first next-gen Assassin's Creed,
I love
and
E3.
improved on that.
As
well
bad as it
bringing
is,
in
I
the
love
vehicles. I
E3.
mean, it really changes the way you have to build the game because not only
Nothing
do you
will
have
ever
the
beat that
thousands and
Konami
thousands
conference.
of people that you have in Assassin's Creed Unity, but you also have these vehicles, hundreds of them,
1
driving around the
million
city at any time.
troops.
So it's definitely a challenge, and we're really excited to bring this.
Press XXX,
the biggest thing for
XXXYY
us
again.
is
It sucks.
setting that 1868 London, taking over the city with your gang, which is the first time you're able to use a
You can
gang,
move your body
and
freely
then
to the
all of our
music.
advanced technology like the mobile launcher. It's really a very exciting game.
One thing I wanted to ask you about for Assassins, I don't know if you can answer this or not, but
I like they had the wrestlers
I used to
there.
love sort of the more
Like-
modern day stuff with Desmond and whatnot, and the franchise moved
Oh,
away from some of
that's
that. You guys
hilarious.
jumping through time, and
Gentlemen,
different time
gentlemen,
periods,
save
is
it
that
for the
going to
ring.
factor at all into this game?
That's definitely at the core of the franchise and what it's about. We have those elements for sure. I'm definitely a fan of those. I felt like the future narrative is the way to move things forward, since the past is already mostly set. You're reliving it. So we do move things forward in the overall story of the franchise, as well as bring some new characters, as well as some old favorites back.
Go in there somehow?
There's definitely some old favorites and some new characters as well. So it really ties in the whole story.
All right, well, we can't wait to hear more about that Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Can you tell us when it's coming out?
It'll come out in October on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and we are playable at the Ubisoft booth at E3.
All right, we will come by and get hands-on with Syndicate. Thank you very much. We're going to head on outside again to check in with Jackie. Jackie, what's going on?
Hey, everyone is super stoked on Assassin's Creed and the fact that it's set in London and all sort of steampunky this year. So let's head to the E3 Buzz and see what they are talking about. Geek Paragon says Assassin's Creed Syndicate, where the Illuminati convinced the Woolwich scum to move to North London.
Probably
Confirmed.
like for Nintendo versus Capcom.
JMK says Assassin's Creed Syndicate is so immersive.
Yeah,
you could actually smell
that'd
the
be nice,
charity
but it's
shops and
probably not
kebab
gonna
houses of London through your console.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
if only that
Still
were true.
wishful thinking.
K-Star1785 said Unravel is just too adorable. We heard a little bit more about that earlier, this whole E3 yarn theme. Got hands-on with the game
I don't
and
think Nintendo
absolutely
would ever
loved it.
commission
And
something
Leon
like that.
Henry
It
is
just
talking
seems
about Ghost Recon.
It just seems
Tom
redundant
Clancy's Ghost
considering they
Recon
already got
Wildlands
Smash.
is Ubisoft's new open world
Yeah,
bang,
no, they're
shoot
totally
stuff
they play
game.
totally
And
differently, but
nobody
Nintendo might
is
not see
mad
it like
about
that.
All right,
Oh,
let's
we
take a
already
look at
have one
what's trending
crossover fighting
along
game
the
with two
big
Capcom
three.
characters. We don't need another
It's
one.
been looking good all day. We're almost up to 100,000 tweets, and that's only in the last 3 to 4 hours. And that's on all
We
three
need
of
Nintendo
the big
versus
consoles,
Sony.
PS4, Nintendo, and Xbox One. And everything we've been talking about today is
dude,
still
we get
the
your
tip of
Derek
everyone's
Shooter.
tongues. Assassin's Creed, Star Wars
We got the
Battlefront,
Killzone
Mario,
guy.
Wii U.
What was his
And
name?
of course, we still
I
have
don't
one
know
more
his name,
conference to
honestly.
go in not too long.
I don't
We're gonna
even-
have Big Daddy.
Plenty more to take a look at. So we will send it back to Jeff in the studio.
Dante from Devil May Cry.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jackie. One of the biggest
Not the
announcements
good
of today's
Devil May Cry,
Ubisoft
mind
press
you.
conference was For Honor reveal. And here to dig a little deeper into this new IP is Ubisoft creative director Jason Vandenberg. So, Jason, up in Montreal, the team has been working away on this game.
Oh, yes.
Lots of
Look at
rumors
they have,
about what you
like,
guys are working on.
third-party
But today you have
characters were like
live
Isaac
code
Clarke,
on stage, lots of people
Big
playing
Daddy.
it.
Yes.
Big
So tell us
Daddy,
about the concept of this game. Where did this come from
Raiden.
inside of Ubisoft?
Oh god.
The game actually came from this long.
Why was
desire
Raiden
I've
even
had
in
to
there? Was
play
he
a
supposed
game
to be like a
this.
jab?
Yeah, it's as
He was
simple
supposed
as
to be an
that.
advertisement
Honestly,
for Metal Gear Rising.
The inception of this was
Like, it seemed like most of the
years ago, I was
characters
working
on that
this,
roster were not
sidewalk,
Sony characters.
leaving this,
Yeah,
training
that
on stick
kind of
and
makes me
longsword.
sad.
It's more
I
like
started thinking about
third-party,
controllers,
just
and I started thinking
random
about how we could,
third-party clone is
do
more like a
sword
better
fighting.
name.
I started thinking about the right stick, and now the gameplay sort of came together.
For
Years
the-
later, I found this
A
incredible
decade
team.
ago.
Even
Yes,
the
yes.
third-party characters were
Now
actually the
it's coming
strongest
to life,
characters in the
and,
game.
It's amazing.
So,
That's
yeah,
what it
tell us a bit
sounds.
about
Dante and
the idea
Raiden
of mashing all these
had-
sort of
were the
worlds
top
of
tiers,
warriors together.
along with,
I mean, it feels so fresh to me, but what is
Kratos,
the gameplay? What is it like?
from what I
it's obviously-
remember.
is it geared
Nobody
just
used
for
Ratchet
multiplayer?
and Clank
It
because
is
they were
based on
garbage.
multiplayer,
Yeah.
but it's
Nobody
really
used
the goal is to
Parappa
put
because
a-
he was
to
garbage.
give you a controller scheme
Yeah.
that lets you play as that
Nobody
warrior,
used
lets
Sir
you really
Daniel
fight
except
and
for
duel
me.
and
Like I
make
never
believe
met a
against
single
the
person who
engagement.
used Sir Daniel.
We picked the
He was
Knights of X,
garbage.
the Samurai, of
Like
course,
all the
because,
actual
those
first-party
really
Sony
great
characters
pieces of
were
history,
just
those other things.
they were
And,
bad.
uh,
Like if they
who
didn't
wouldn't
care about
want
them
to
at all.
see that
How
battle,
fitting.
right? That
They
battle is
don't.
amazing.
I know,
I love
I
that
know.
it feels very rooted in
You got what I'm
reality.
trying to
It's
say
not
here.
fantastical anyway. I mean, it's really what's real. So
Yeah, Sony's
when you
first-party
put your
characters
hands
are
on the
like,
controller,
it's a
you had a
joke.
bunch of
The
people
game
there
shouldn't
playing
have
together.
been
So
made.
these are sort of how many players will be
Even
together?
Microsoft
4v4.
could like
The
4v4.
put together a
mode
better
I'm going
one.
for is Dominion is 4v4.
At least they could use the rare
4v4,
characters.
you
Was
guys
it,
all jump in together, and you can pick
was it,
whatever character you want.
Master
Pick what hero
Chief
you
and like
like.
Dead or Alive
Each
at one point?
faction has its own set of heroes you can select. A hero is a
I've
is a
never heard
weapon,
anything
suit of
like
armor,
that.
No.
sort of a style. And then
Oh,
you
it must have been a
customize
mod or
those,
something.
a little bit, and then you run the battlefield and
Right.
start fighting.
Now, are these sort of set up as like a series of skirmishes, or I mean, do you put levels together, or how do you play through it?
It's a match. It's a match. Yeah. Dominion lasts about 8 to 10 minutes long,
Okay.
and it's you're taking capture points in the field,
Yep.
and you're defending them against the other players who are trying to take them from you.
Wow, I love it because it feels so different from a multiplayer game in terms of how it actually looks and plays. And
Have this gift of Dixie Kong playing on my laptop while I play Smash because I'm still changing the tab.
Which is the way it works in the controller, right? You're driving with the left stick around, and
I just
someone
lost
you want
to
fight,
a
you're
Fox
pulling that
player
left
in
trigger
For
and
Glory,
lock.
and like I look
And then
and I
when you
see
lock, your
Dixie
right stick
Kong's
becomes your
face.
stance. So your weapon is you're holding it to the right or to the left or to the top.
I see.
And when you're holding your weapon, that's where you're blocking. So if I'm holding top and you attack me top, I'll block.
I see. So this is something where you see in the footage, you really go hands-on, I guess, to really understand how the scheme works.
Which is why we're here on the floor.
Overuse combos.
Playable, open to the public demo.
Down tilt, Hadouken.
Show floor at E3. everybody to come and play it. Because you got to put your hands on it to really get what is the house work.
So tell us about upgrading these characters over time. I mean, when you jump in, are you going to be able to sort of, kind of gear up your hero?
Yeah, we'll have a progression as you play. As you play through each hero you play, you'll be able to switch them as you like, and each hero will have their own progression, a set of customizations and that sort of thing you can enhance, and then modify your gameplay in certain ways. And then you'll have, of course, sort of the overall progression that you're playing through. But we'll talk more about that stuff in the months.
So you have 4v4. Will there be a traditional kind of offline campaign for this game?
Yes. Yep. We'll have an offline. We'll have a campaign that will focus. Give you that feeling of being that warrior, right? But in a whole different environment. We really want that part to be its own reason to play, right?
Saving this gift.
Not going to talk so much about that. This year we really just wanted to put the controller in your hands and
feel this control scheme.
Yeah, and show you guys and see the first contact and see if it works. We've been playing it for so long, right? I mean, we really want to see what people react to. It's a whole new way to fight. We think it's a whole new kind of game.
They showed off Battlefront gameplay apparently.
That, right?
Well, no, he's right. When you're trying to introduce a new control scheme for
multiplayer,
they did. People are always used to sitting down. It's like, oh, this plays just like
that's
Halo.
cool, I guess. I was happy
This obviously is something
that it was announced. All the features that they removed made me very sad. I would probably won't buy it, but still.
That's very, very cool. So tell me, when you guys are jumping into the game now, do you have a favorite amongst the different classes?
I am definitely a knight. The character we've got here on the floor today is the Warden. They're sort of the classical knight, and I honestly love that character. I mean, part of my desire to make this game and sort of work on it from the first place comes from just my long-standing love of all of that. That full history of those legends that grow out of that, right? So it's easy for me. Of course, everyone on my team has chosen a different faction. That rivalry is fantastic, actually.
Well, it sounds like you're just having a lot of fun playing with this thing. How many years have you guys been working on this?
We've been working on it for quite a few. It's been a couple years now.
Right.
It's been a long development. A lot of
iteration. I'm sure.
Iteration, exactly. Because we really need to find out how that thing worked, but we did that through hundreds and hundreds of different versions of the game. We really constantly, always from the beginning, forcing ourselves to build the game, get it up and running, make sure it was running on our network, make sure it was just always working with the constraints we knew we were going to use, and then just testing it with real people and iterating. So
awesome.
Where's the next big step in our cycle?
Yeah, well, it's a very public way to be at the press conference and have people go hands on with it at E3. Jason, thank you so much. I'm happy to see that you guys are doing something brand new up in Montreal like this, and can't wait to play it tomorrow and let you know what I think.
Come on down.
All right,
wait to hear it.
Thank you very much, Jason. All right, well, joining us now for a little insight into Sword Coast Legends is game director Dan Tudge. Dan, great to see you. How's everything? My fellow Canadian, come on down here and let's talk about Sword Coast Legends. So, this is a game that will be at E3. You guys have been working really hard on it, I know. Tell us, what can we expect from it?
Well, today we're going to show you, we're going to show this week, we're going to show campaign creation, which is probably the most exciting feature of the whole thing. At Sword Coast Legends, you get to play as a dungeon master with 4 other players, and I think creating those stories and those campaigns is really what the heart of the whole thing is for us.
Yeah. All right, so we got some gameplay up here. Tell us about the team and what you guys have been building with this. It's obviously looks great. It looks a lot of details of the animation. But as you play through, what's the experience going to be like?
Well, this is very much built on the legacy of all the great D&D RPG classics. So Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights and Icewind Dale, and for many of us, we came from BioWare and actually joined up with N-Space. So you can see a lot of those games there, and games like Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah, I mean, the legacy of the team, as you said, is very tried and true with this. As you play through it, the experience of it, I mean, tell us about sort of the as you play through it, some of the abilities you're going to have as you play through this game.
So you've got pause and play, so it's party-based tactical, and you've got pause and play. Now, if you're playing with yourself, you've got companions that you've met along the way, and you control those much as you would in Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter Nights. You pause the action and that. And if you're playing multiplayer, which is something we've added, you brought in real people from outside the world, within the world, and you're playing with them cooperatively.
All right, how many players will it support?
5, and the 5th being the Dungeon Master.
Yeah, cool. So that must be fun to do the DM.
Well, now I'm in Magic
people
Hand.
like from Baldur's Gate and whatnot. This game, where's it in development right now?
The stage that should have been the Wii U version of Smash.
From completion. We're getting really close. Yeah.
So we'll see it later this summer or fall?
Yes, you'll see it September 8th on PC and later in the year on consoles.
Oh, great. So it's going to come to consoles as well?
Yes.
All right. Well, it looks very cool. Sword Coast Legends. It's nice to see D&D coming back in a big way for fans, and PC's the place to start.
That's
right. A lot of fans there. So Dan, thank you very much for the sneak peek at Sword Coast Legends. We've got much more coming up, but right now, for another exclusive here on YouTube Live at E3, joining us with the world premiere live demo of Below is another Canadian. We've got lots of Canadians here. We've got Dan, and now we've got Nathan from Cappy. Nathan, good to see you, my fellow Torontonian. I grew up in Toronto. People don't know that.
Born and raised, man.
I know, lots of good stuff. So Below.
Yep.
We heard about this 2 years ago, I think, at the Xbox E3 briefing with Phil Spencer wearing his Below shirt, I think.
Cappy shirt.
Cappy shirt,
Yeah,
that's right.
I think he's actually going to be wearing a Below shirt on stage when he comes to the year show. Right, Phil?
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, Phil's
saying
coming out.
no. He's shaking his
We'll
head.
see. Oh, there's Phil Spencer right there. He doesn't have the Below shirt on. All right.
I'm just
nice try. He probably has a whole drawer of them. All right, so Nathan, Below, I'm excited about this because we haven't seen it in a little while.
Yeah,
and you wanted to come by and show something new.
We kind of went dark for a little bit when we realized, like, okay, we need to get down to the guts of the game, figure out really what we're trying to do with it. And that was kind of the last year. I think we showed it at PAX the last time.
Yeah.
And now we're going to show a whole bunch of new stuff at E3 2015. And no one's actually seen it except for a couple of fans who got to sneak into the Microsoft Fan Showcase. So Below is a game about exploration. It's always been the kind of central theme of the game. And you get to play as this little wanderer arriving at an island with kind of no set goals, no tutorials, no dialogue. We just kind of hand you a controller and let you learn all about it as you play. The game's very dark, and your lantern is a very important piece of it. And also finding fire is extremely important as well. Not only because fire provides light, and that's super important, but also because you can actually go in and craft suits in the game. And suits are kind of our potions. They let you stave off hunger, they let you deal with thirst, they let you deal with health. Because all of those things are super important because you're just going to die a heck of a lot. The game's totally inspired by roguelikes and dungeon crawling. So the way that you play the game is you hop in, sword and shield combat, probably going to die, learn a bit about it, come back in. And because the game is so exploration focused, we're actually letting the players kind of define their own story. There is a story to the game. We've written it all out, but we're not telling any of it through text or dialogue. It's all there in the world for players to find.
Wow, well, I love, you guys are known for incredible art style, music, and just the ambiance of the world.
I think so, too. But Jim Guthrie, who did the soundtrack for Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery, is back working with us again on the soundtrack for Below.
Who's the status
Super exciting. I mean, we call him the maestro. He's our favorite dude. So it's a great collaboration. We're super happy to be working with him.
Oh my God.
So tell us about
proof of residency, government issued documentation, parent documentation.
It's a little claustrophobic at first, right? And I guess
school records,
wow. Sure. And the whole game is built around this camera.
I'm not
going to
look at
this. Zoomed out, and there is a little bit of zooming in when you're in combat, so you can see a little more.
Right.
But you start off in kind of a more natural world on an island, and then you end up going through some caves with kind of natural flora and fauna, dogs and bats. And then as you explore, you end up climbing down huge cliffs into new areas, like the catacombs that we're showing here. This is a new area that we've never shown before.
You have to provide proof of your residency.
Actually fighting against weird.
Yeah, what happened if just Googling friend
codes? They're
actually
part of a cult.
It's just so cute. It's so twisted but cute because it's the fidelity of the animation is incredible. When you're in these big combat zones. So tell me, the character obviously as you go through the game, you're going to continue to progress and upgrade. So what does this game look like, at hour 10?
Well, the interesting thing about it for us is that we're not trying to build an RPG experience. We're trying to build an experience that the player learns about the game entirely through surviving, through exploring, and definitely through discovery in general. So you might find new weapons, that's how you upgrade. You might be able to figure out how to craft better items, how to craft stronger
confirmable
suits.
parent or grandparent.
Deeper, but there's no point in increasing.
Oh, I just got the Ocarina of Hope from
level
somebody.
ups or any of that. It's all about surviving, and that learning is the kind of. It sounds super hokey, but learning is the way that you level up in the game. You explore, and you're actually building upon lives, right? You're not playing just one character over and over and over again. You're playing a sequence of wanderers arriving at the island, building off of the lives that have come before it. So if you achieve a goal, maybe you find a special item, but die partway down, that item stays with your corpse. You got to go find that corpse if you actually want to retrieve that item. Or you can choose to ignore it, go down a completely different path. And this is all being procedurally generated. Every time you start the game, it builds an entirely new dungeon with entirely new levels. We're super stoked. We're really happy to be at E3 showing it at the Microsoft booth. They've been huge supporters of this game. Since the very beginning.
Phil Spencer's standing right beside you.
I would have said that if he wasn't here, but it does help that he's here because he gets to see it and hear it also.
Big fan. Exactly. Watch it live down. Well, the game looks incredible. I know you guys have been working on it for a long time. This year, next year, when we think?
We're really pushing for this year. If it slips, it'll be
very early 2016.
You're too busy working on that Shu Yoshida.
Yeah, also, Time Force is here
Time
as well.
Force, exactly. Yeah, you guys got a busy E3. Something with each platform, right?
I mean,
You're agnostic like that.
We love that that's possible in video games. As an independent developer right now, that a studio like ours, 10 years in, can be working with a whole bunch of amazing partners who are super supportive.
Wow, you guys are an amazing studio, do some great stuff. Nathan, thank you so much for coming by YouTube E3 Live. YouTube Live at E3 presented by our friends at Grand Mercy Pictures and their new sci-fi action thriller, Selfless. God created man, man created immortality. Selfless opens July 10th. Now let's take a quick look at Selfless.
I'm dying. Over the last 6 months, they sold him a
whoever
chance.
shows actual legal documentation for this is a goddamn idiot.
Engineered for perfection.
I will send him my Facebook.
What he's about to discover, something's wrong. Someone else paid the price. There is no progress without sacrifice. Selfless, rated PG-13.
If you're with us this morning, and many of you were,
Just
millions of
fucking kick
you,
me out
you saw
already.
the Microsoft briefing for Xbox One, and it was an incredible show. I said earlier that it was, I think, the best briefing that Xbox has done in its history. And joining us now to bring us up to speed on everything Xbox is doing is the man you saw many times this morning, Xbox P3, Phil Spencer. Phil, how are things?
Things are good. Yeah, it was a great feeling to get the conference to start it, have the work that the teams are doing show up, see the fans on the floor. I mean, that moment when we announced back and Pat, I thought the roof was going to come off the Galen. It was fantastic.
And you're also doing a really cool thing this week, Xbox Fan Fest, where you had 500 fans that lined up in Century City to get passes, not only to the press conference, get to go to the party, they get to go to E3.
Yeah.
And that's Xbox Nation, right?
Well, I thought Todd Howard said it really well at the Bethesda event last night. This is the best week in entertainment. And you bring the fans in and the passion that they have. And I'm not into the platform thing, or just like gamers. Right. And wanting to experience E3. It's great. I was just over at the Fan Festival playing the game, playing Cappy's game. It's great. Big fan of theirs. But, having the fans on the floor, having them here at E3, this is what it should be about.
So out of all the things you talked about this morning, what was most important to you? I mean, you guys spend months sort of thinking about what you're going to talk about, what you're not going to talk about.
As you know.
Yes, and you debate it. But, I mean, everything seemed to land really well. Lots of great games on stage. Was there anything that meant the most to you this morning?
For me, the 30th year of Rare was something that was remarkable to be a game studio for 30 years. I thought the Rare Replay, the games that they've been working on over the years on so many different platforms, and then leading right into a brand new IP, something that they're building from the ground up, was a great opportunity. But, opening with Halo 5, we have such a strong exclusive lineup this fall, mixed with the great third-party games. But the Rare moment for me was kind of special, just to have known that studio for such a long time.
Well, and I think people are really excited that they're back to doing, real sort of, games for gamers.
Yeah, it was gave them the reins and said, you guys build what you want to build. Greg Males, who I've known for years, is there. Craig Duncan running the studio. Right. There's just a great opportunity to have the creativity that Rare has built over 30 years and then look forward on what they want to make on gaming.
We talked about Halo. Josh Holmes was here earlier. That game looks phenomenal. Gears 4, Rod Ferguson's going to be by as well. That's going to be coming out. So that'll be a big game for next holiday for you guys, right?
Next holiday looks fantastic when we start looking at the lineup. I'm excited about getting to Gamescom and getting to show Scalebound and Quantum Break, Crackdown.
Those all going to be in 2016?
We haven't announced dates for all of them yet, but I mean the lineup next year is looking incredibly strong when we look at those games. And some of them actually might come a little earlier than that. But it's a great time. Well, before next E3.
Okay.
Some of them maybe. Games got to be right before we ship it.
You guys do have a lot of amazing sort of first-party titles across the board. You said the fact that you could have Scalebound, Crackdown, and Quantum Break not even at E3. Yeah. And that was a strategic decision to kind of wait and give them their own stage?
Yeah, like Recore, our first time working on a first-party game within Inafune-san is something I wanted to show on stage here. He was in the audience. It was great to be able to do that. But yeah, the first party, obviously, as the old first-party guy, is really important to me. But at the same time, we had Todd on our stage, and Todd Howard has such a history with Xbox, and we'll still have Call of Duty, Destiny, Star Wars Battlefront. We'll have great third-party games and the mix of the first-party games. It's just what Xbox gamers want.
Right. Let's talk about some of the things that I know you guys were just talking about on the Daily Show, which is the new Xbox, the Xbox Live interface and how that's being updated. I know you guys didn't show that this morning, but you guys continue to improve the platform as well?
Yeah, our focus has really been around performance. Yeah. Like letting people do the things that they want to do on the platform quickly. And I thought we had some real improvement that we could make. I think people will see it this week. The changes there, the common tasks are about 50% faster for people on the dash, and that's important. I'm on our dash, as people know, almost every day, playing games, interacting with people, and there are just certain things I thought we could make better. And the team has stepped up, just like they did with backward compatibility, and I like the looks of the new UI.
One thing that I think people were speculating about, just naturally as they do, is at what point you might redesign the Xbox One, make a smaller one, improve other elements of it. You didn't talk about that at E3. Is that something that's on the roadmap?
I think when you look at the full generation, you always see redesigns of the hardware. I expect we will do the same. But when I think about what gamers really need out of the box right now, it's the form factor probably isn't the #1 request. I mean, hey, can we do something with the plastic? It's more about the experience, the service, and the games. So that's where I've decided to focus the energies of the team, and I like the way it shows up. But yeah, I mean, over a generation, you'd expect that there will be enhancements made to the industrial design of the box itself.
Right. And you also have that cool new controller, which is definitely for the core. And it's interesting that, now Xbox has really pivoted in a way where it's like that's for the core, whereas, years ago it was much broader focused on Kinect and things like that. Kinect, people still have it. There's some examples we had in the briefing where people, call out to get a screenshot taken and things like that. As a platform for Kinect, I mean, are you putting resources against designing games content for Kinect, or is that sort of passed over?
No, we have lots of engineers that work on the Kinect functionality to support third parties and the games that are developed with Kinect. So it's an important investment for us in making sure the platform's great. The technology that's in HoloLens is similar. It's actually the same team that does the back-end technology around gesture and voice. So there's a lot of investment in that space. And I think actually as HoloLens gaming take off, you might see more games coming to Xbox that are Kinect, just as people get more adept at using motion and voice.
So HoloLens, you had a really cool Minecraft demo there.
Like
Yeah, pretty cool. But I just wonder, is that, the game aspect of it, and HoloLens, I know it's still like in the Windows 10 timeframe. When are people gonna be able to get a HoloLens and start to experience it? Is it this year?
We haven't announced the date. We're really focused on the experiences. We know we need to get the experiences right before we think about date, price, and other things that people ask. That's what's been great about having the Mojang team work with. Yeah, this is Sax who's on the team, and Lydia who's on the team. This is experience to me felt authentic to Minecraft and authentic to HoloLens. We need to land those. And having the first-party team partnered with the platform team is just a unique opportunity. And I love this demo. I just thought it.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, that's the thing is that you guys do such a great job the way you film this. The camera sees it, and you sort of imagine this person is seeing it.
Exactly. The camera itself is a feat, getting that camera to work. But I mean, this is what Zach's seeing. He's obviously on the other side, but he sees that same perspective when he looks at the table. And again, for a property like Minecraft, for a game like that, it just seems very natural.
Absolutely. So is that something that will work with my Xbox One?
No, that is a native. HoloLens is an untethered device. The computing is in the HoloLens itself.
So you're able to talk to the Xbox One or connect up essentially. Like, I'm thinking of an idea if I could have, playing Halo and I could have my HoloLens on and my controller and I could have augmented things.
Yeah, we've been working on that. In fact, there's some demos that we were looking at showing around what we can put around a television if you have a HoloLens on stage. It was going to be kind of hard to do, but there's a good roadmap of things for Xbox customers if they own a HoloLens and how those two will collaborate. But this is HoloLens standalone running Minecraft in the Veil itself.
Wow, well, it's amazing, and you guys had a great lineup of content across the board for Xbox fans. We look forward to seeing some more playable stuff on the show floor.
Yes.
And a big holiday, the best holiday in Xbox history, you're saying?
I think so. Like, we have Gears, Forza, Fable, Halo, Call of Duty. I mean, you look at the lineup first and third party, it's an incredible time to be here.
That's what I mean. This week, it's been across the board today. It's been amazing. I think Sony's going to have good stuff, too.
Sure,
everyone's going to have across the board.
I like how they're trying to be so professional about it, and it just comes across as creepy.
Yeah, a few years ago,
they're asking for all this personal information
now they're both selling
because they want to pretend to be professional about it.
Fantastic.
Well, Phil, you've done an amazing job, really, reinvigorating. I know everyone at Xbox is really excited about where the platform's at, and I think the fans, as you saw, are really excited about a lot of their content. So we look forward to seeing you at E3. Congratulations again. Great briefing, Phil Spencer. All right, well, now it's time to take a look at the very first trailer for the just-announced Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Check it out.
This is going to be awesome.
All right, joining us now to dive a little deeper into Gears 4 studio manager for the Coalition, Rod Ferguson. So, Rod, two things you announced earlier today.
Yep.
We've got Gears in August, and then Gears 4. Is it Gears of War 4 or Gears 4?
For E3 and the tease, it's Gears 4, but the actual product will be Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4, and that'll be coming holiday of 2016.
Correct.
All right, so let's talk a bit about Gears 4. You are obviously a veteran of the Gears franchise, now up in Vancouver, and Phil, I think, tasked you with sort of bringing Gears back to life. You've been through the history of Gears. I don't think you worked on the last one that People Can Fly did, but or maybe you worked on a little bit of it. But what did you want?
Yeah, the Sony conference starts
what do you want
in 20
Gears of War
minutes.
to stand for moving forward?
Well, we wanted to sort of stand on its own. I mean, that was one of the things that I really brought when I came to the studio. A lot of things that as you were going through and you've done 3 versions at a studio, you've been on it for 7 years, we started to look at what else
So
can we
I'm
kind of
already
do with
going
it.
to call this Uncharted 4 trailer, generic cutscene of the game, some scripted gameplay segment for like 1 minute,
when I went up there,
and everybody goes
like,
crazy.
Lead, don't follow. And so let's really embrace what Gears is. And maybe that means that we have a slightly smaller audience, but what it means is we have much more.
It'll basically be like a clone of the Tomb Raider
fans could you have with tattoos?
Trailer.
So it's that sort of feeling. It's just like embrace what Gears really is instead of trying to chase other people.
Now, obviously, we're looking at amazing footage of how the game is going to play. Tell us, the experience of Gears 4. What is the story? Since how does this fit into the Gears universe?
Oh, well, we're not saying anything really about Gears 4.
Okay.
So basically, it's what you saw is what you get. One thing we mentioned is that the female character in the demo wasn't really, or in the tease, was not really identified. So we're letting people know she's called Kate.
Okay.
K-A-I-T, and so it's JD and Kate are the 2 characters. But yeah, it kind of is what it is. It's a teaser to kind of get people interested and understand it. And the fact that I was playing it live on stage and probably visibly shaking because there's several points of failure in that demo.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it kind of is what it is. And so now we're really focused.
So that's not going to be Gears 4. People won't be playing at E3 or anything like that.
No, right now it's all about Ultimate Edition.
Okay.
So we
dying in this game doesn't even matter because you still keep all your EXP and items you
go
get.
and play it. It's sort of this modernized Gears 1 multiplayer.
And you will die a lot in
this
game.
Best of Gears 1 plus.
So it's basically like Zelda 1 and 2.
That's very cool. And now with the backwards compatibility announcement, does that mean we're going to be able to play all our old Gears games too?
But you will die a lot.
Time will tell.
And you have to grind a lot.
Definitely is sort of where you could see that going.
Exactly. Well, it's so cool to
I
see
don't know
what
why
you
it
guys are
says Zelda
doing with the
1.
Gears
Zelda
franchise.
2 more than 1.
It's going to be big. You've got another year and a half on that. But Ultimate Edition, you're overseeing that as well at Coalition?
Yeah, it's sort of I oversee sort of everything that's going on over there. But we have a great team, and executive producer Mike Crump is making sure that's taken home and driven correctly. But yeah, I'm sort of just going to keep my foot in and helping sort of direct what we wanted out of the cinematics and what I thought was important to the fans, and sort of making sure we were staying true to what Gears 1 was.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like there'll be much more coming from the Coalition in the year ahead. So Gears 4, we got the tease. We'll get a little more information down the road, I guess, on what that's going to be. But how will do you see this as like the start of a new trilogy? Or, how do you view Gears 4? Is it a reboot of the franchise?
Yeah, I think,
I love those random encounters.
It's a new beginning. So what that means in terms of endings, I don't know. But it definitely represents to us a new beginning. And I think that I like this idea of sort of delivering the first at its best, this idea of going back to the roots and sort of getting that audience caught up on where it all started, and then being able to have sort of this new start with Gears 4.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, and you're definitely the right guy to do it. Has Cliffy B tweeted you his reaction yet?
I've seen a couple of his reactions, so it's good.
What did he say?
Yeah, he's definitely excited to see us get on stage. I don't think we had a lot of fans going like, bring Rod out already. Like at the closing of the show, I think it's a little bit tense for some people. But overall, Cliff and others have had a really good reaction to it.
Awesome. All right, well, Rod, great to see you. We will hope to see you again soon with more on Gears 4 and Ultimate Edition we can check out in August, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks very much. Over to you, Jackie, to see what's happening in the social sphere.
Yes, let's head on over to the E3 buzz where everyone is talking about For Honor at the moment. This Strippin said, For Honor is chivalry's good-looking son. I am in.
Got on Magic Cans the Wii U version now.
Can't wait to try that game tomorrow. Hashtag For Honor. Merc said, buying the heck out of that game. I don't know what that looks like, but I will give it a go.
I'd happily pay for
Chobot,
it.
we had in the studio earlier, said, I cried a little during the HoloLens Minecraft demo, though, Xbox E3. I think we all kind of did. Suicidal Steve said, fantastic seeing all those games from YouTube E3 with Jeff Keighley. Top-notch stuff. I don't know how Jeff does it. He is a machine all day long. And Antkick says, all I gotta say is Gears of War on HoloLens would equal a mind-blowing experience. Xbox One should change to Xbox WON. I think we all sort of got a little bit drooly, and then Phil Spencer didn't give us any sort of release date on that, but we wait with bated breath. Looking at our top trends right now, Star Wars Battlefront has been in the lead all day long. As I mentioned earlier, these numbers were reset a few hours ago to sort of even the playing field halfway through the day. Unravel is something that people are super stoked on. 481 tweets in the last few hours. Batman Arkham, Kingdom Hearts, No Man's Sky, and always at the bottom, and Last Guardian. As always, this YouTube Lives at E3 What's Trending update is presented to you by Gramercy Pictures Selfless, starring Ryan Reynolds, in theaters July 10th. And also, we're about 15 minutes away now from the final conference of the day, the Sony press conference. So make sure you send us all your questions, what you're excited about, what you're not excited about, at hashtag YouTube E3 and at YouTube Gaming. And now we're going to send it back to the couch, where Jeff is with who?
Back and forth, Jax. That's right, 15 minutes until PlayStation. I can't wait for that. But hot on the heels of this morning's huge announcement, here is Rare studio head Craig Duncan to tell us about more about Rare Replay. So Craig, Phil Spencer was just here talking about how he said to you guys, in important history, 30 years of Rare. Replay is, the game that I think a lot of fans wanted to see. We saw a really cool teaser, sort of in the press conference, very dramatic about how it's revealed. But I just want to ask you about, how's this thing play? Yeah. So is it just a library of all the old games remastered? Or?
It's every one of your gaming memories that in the way that you want to remember them. So I think, a studio like Rare, 30 years, our industry is barely 30 years old. Yeah. Different eras of Rare games have touched different players in different ways. And everyone has their favorites. Mine was as a 13-year-old teenager playing Battletoads. That was just my era of gaming.
Wow.
And but equally, I can share games that were made in the 80s and 90s with my 12-year-old son that, just can't even comprehend why, there would be a sprite-based game called, Snake, Rattle and Roll that's difficult and complex. And what we've done is try to recreate these in the way you would remember them, but then add, cheat modes, and we've got this great feature where you can rewind the gameplay. So, games were tough back then, and when you kind of get stuck, you can rewind and go back and replay.
That's a rewind feature. We can go back in any game.
In any game where we, so anything up to our 360 era games, basically.
Oh wow. That's really cool, because I imagine, remastering them is, not an easy task, and bringing them up. Did you guys do that all at Rare? Did you work with a bunch of studios?
We done most of the work at Rare. We worked with a couple of outsourced companies to do some of the tech work, and I think with that, we sat as a studio a year ago, and it's kind of funny just seeing everything realised now, and we said, a year from now, 30th anniversary. So what do we want to do? How are we going to celebrate? And we could do a film, we could do a documentary, which actually a ton of documentary footage went into Rare Replay. So there's origin stories of all the games.
I didn't know that. So you have video footage of it?
Video footage, developer interviews of current staff, ex-staff.
Stampers in it?
Stamps aren't in it, but we did have Greg Mills. Greg Mills went out and showed the build to those guys, and they sent us a lovely kind of message just in terms of really liked the way we've done the engineering and the creativity. And it's just a celebration of 30 years of games. It's a celebration of everything Rare's done.
And not bad for $30. That's a great package.
$30 or £20 in the UK, and it's a phenomenal value proposition. But we really wanted to, we always treated it as a gift, and we just wanted to say, hey, what better way of celebrating Rare's 30th is just give the whole kind of behind the curtain of 30 great games that Rare's made over 3 decades.
It's really smart that you guys are doing that. I'm sure people would love to jump into it. So when is it going to come out?
So it's out August 4th.
Okay.
So very soon. So some of the team are here on the show floor, chatting and demoing various games to people and letting people play and get hands-on. The other members of the team are finishing up and just adding those last bits of polish as we get it finished.
And also working on something new, right?
Yeah. So again, if I think back to a year ago and we said,
did Zerx actually the link each conference because it's exactly the same?
And then we did that this morning, and so one of the biggest days in Rare's history. Hugely excited.
How big is the team working on the new IP?
It's 2/3, 3/4 of the studio.
Wow. Okay.
So we're about 120-person studio.
Okay. It's a big initiative. I mean, graphically, it looks incredible, and I can't wait to see where you guys go with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tease. It's our first reveal. To use the pirate analogy, it's the first clue to the treasure hunt that is Sea of Thieves.
Here, you guys showed up this morning. So this is a game that is obviously not this year; it's much further out. But
yeah, I mean, it was really us saying, hey, this is what Rare's working on. We do have, we definitely wanted to show and not tell. So what you're seeing is real in-engine gameplay footage.
Yeah.
Every player that's moving there is controlled by someone using a controller, and it's really about, we want to show when we've got things to show.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, later on this year we'll have some more things to show, and we can't wait to do that. We do have a notorious skeleton pirate in our studio at Rare called Captain Bones. So if people want to tweet Captain Bones at the Ask Captain Bones handle,
yes, you may get some insight into what this game is all about.
He will share. He's a bit power mad, so he thinks it's his game, but it's not. It's our game. But please tweet him, and he'll give you some insight.
Well, it feels like it's definitely going to be something whimsical, which is what we like from Rare. It seems like tease some multiplayer elements as well, right?
Yep. There's, I mean, as I said in my setup to the video, it's a shared world adventure game. We want players to play it in their own way. It is a multiplayer game. You've seen gamer tags in there. They were real play sessions that we did in the studio that we captured for our E3 reveal.
Well, it's cool. It's great to see Rare back stronger than ever, and we can't wait to see where you guys go. Craig,
thank you.
So much.
Cheers. Thank you.
E3 Live. All right. Well, next up we've got another exclusive, the worldwide premiere trailer that you've never seen until now. I'm not sure what game it is, but let's check it out.
There you go.
Folks talking. Please fill us up with Doritos.
There it was, the world premiere. I'm joined by Patrice Desolé, the co-founder and creative director of Panache Digital Games. Tell us more about Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. Patrice, many years ago we talked and you said, I'll have an exclusive for you one day. There is the first in-game footage of your title that you've been working on, and we're so glad to have you here.
Thank you. So I kept my promise.
Yes, you did, as you always do. I remember years ago we hung out in Montreal when you were working on Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. And I said to you, I knew you were destined for greatness. Assassin's Creed, birthing that, and now this, your brand new franchise. So tell us about this game. It's a very moody piece. We got a little glimpse at the end. What kind of game is this going to be?
Well, that's a good question. I'm still in conception. So
Okay.
it's weird for me to be at E3 and make an announcement while we're still building the studio, the team, and the game.
Well, you have a footage. It looks like you have an amazing engine. Is this a third-person action game?
Yeah. It's a third-person action adventure game like I've done in the past, and now it's all about reliving the key moment, this time of scientific moment.
So are we going to be jumping through time in different time periods?
We start 5 million years ago with our first ancestors called the Ring, and we start from there. And it's all about being there. And there's not this time this meta story around it yet.
Okay.
And we're thinking about doing kind of like a episodic, for the lack of a better word. It's this idea of having a
different little mini adventures.
Exactly. But the key moment is like the first time when.
Yes.
So today we just showed you the first time when we stood up.
Yes.
And
So that was that shot was the first
exactly.
time.
And then that changed the entire history. And then the first time when we took fire and used fire. The first time we
or on the moon or flight.
Yeah, but that would be much. And it's all about surviving.
Yes.
Also.
Okay. So the idea is you have sort of an adventure will be set in one time period. That's what you'll get.
But we go forward.
So in one episode, would it be sort of the episode of this year, or you'd have multiple years in every episode?
See, I'm designing the thing. So
I'm sorry.
At first, it's like it's you in 5 million years ago, and then we'll go 4 million years, and then maybe I'll throw some curveball at you while we're designing.
And we'll jump to the future.
Because it's all about creating and putting it out there. It's not building a 45-hour thing, and you have to wait. As soon as we got something ready, we'll put it out.
Well, it's a brilliant idea of jumping through time and seeing all these different historical periods, which is something that you're great at, and I love that you're going all over the place. So it'll be, you think it's going to be combat or more sort of
there's combat,
acrobatic?
there's surviving, there's co-op, and there is acrobatic. We were for a long period of time people that could jump all over the place. But I've been telling a lot of people that I've been doing this game since Sands of Time.
I know.
And now it's with this character.
Well, it's
and
great.
We'll
There'll be a
change
great
characters.
sense of motion, and I can't wait to see the characters in the game.
I hope so.
Patrice,
We'll see.
thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully next year at E3 we'll see even more.
Yes, and something playable.
All right, we'll hold you to it. We're with you all the way. All right, well, thank you very much, Patrice. We're going to head back over here down to the couch as we get ready for the PlayStation E3 press conference, and joined by the guys from Funhouse and also Stephen Totillo from Kotaku. Guys, how are you? We got Bruce, Adam, James, and Totillo. So, guys, we are, oh my God, we're like 3 minutes away from PlayStation. This is insane. So this is a big press conference. Xbox had a great press conference this morning. Sony looks like a lot of secrets have held for what they're going to be doing here in a few minutes.
Yeah, they're talking about
guys,
it right now.
What can Sony do to win E3?
To win the E3?
I have no idea. On PlayStation,
can they?
VR. I mean, that was the thing. Microsoft had a good press conference. They mentioned a little bit about working with Valve, Oculus. They talked about the Windows 10 support. Nothing about virtual reality on an actual console, though.
Right.
So Morpheus, I think, give it a name that makes sense. PSVR, something like that.
Okay.
And get a release date. I think that's how they're going to win it if they do it.
What about game-wise? Obviously we know they're going to have Uncharted 4. Sony doesn't have a ton of first-party games, as Andy has admitted, coming out later this year. But lots of rumors about other games that their studios could be working on. Steven, what are your sources telling you? What are you predicting?
Well, I've got 4 things I'm looking for. I think I can cram all 4 in for you for the PlayStation press conference. 1, development studios who are PlayStation only, and we haven't seen games from them from a while.
Right.
So I'm thinking Guerrilla, the Killzone people, Media Molecule, the Little Big Planet people. 2, 2, Call of Duty, not a Sony franchise, obviously, but wasn't at the Xbox event.
Yeah,
so
that's
does it
curious.
show up? Do we find out about the DLC? Are they getting it?
Like, it looks like
Right.
someone went through
Vita
like a
games. Are we going to
government
see any
rule
Vita
book
games, or does Vita go to the
or
way
like
of Connect? We don't
something
even hear
and
about
tried to
Vita.
copy
It's
everything.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
I'm not
It's
exactly
like a
sure.
small, it kind of looks like a
Let's do
football
Street
or
Pass,
something
or-
like that. And then the funnest rumor, but I don't know if there's anything to this at all. The last
Because if someone was
Guardian,
actually
new
intelligent enough to
speculation.
just write this on their own, then the community wouldn't be so
the
shared.
brilliant programmer, has he been brought in by Sony into Japan studio to get the Last Guardian finally out? So that's a great rumor, but who knows?
We saw him in the audience of the.
He was at Ubisoft, yeah. And we're like, he's going to announce next too.
Yeah, he was hanging at
You didn't
Ubisoft.
look too nervous about being on a press conference stage.
Wasn't practicing his
Who
speech
knows?
first.
We'll have to
Didn't
see.
see.
So, Sony, obviously, people love to speculate about what they're going to do. Any games that you guys are really looking forward to seeing? Uncharted 4, obviously, that's the one I think we know is going to be there. I think No Man's Sky will be there in some form, or at least we're going to have No Man's Sky with us afterwards, which suggests that they could be there in some way. Any other games that you guys really want to see that you haven't seen yet at E3?
I'm interested in seeing more of Destiny.
Yes.
And I think we're going to get some of that. I think they're going to double down on Destiny because we haven't seen that anywhere else. So I'm interested to see how that franchise is going to develop.
Right. Yeah, like open question about the 2
Why?
expansions, but what would they do this year?
Okay.
You reported, Stephen, about rumors of something that
Should be starting soon. I don't know what's taking so long.
Yeah, it's another expansion we're expecting to have come out in the fall. It sounds like a pretty substantial one that fits what people have been looking for.
Right.
I'd also like to know if The Witness is finally going to come out.
Yeah,
It's
we were
another
just
game
talking
that's
about
been
that.
taking
Jonathan Braid's got to show up, right? He's got to be there.
Yeah, hopefully. Jonathan Braid, that would be a good new name for him, too. I like that.
That's true. Witness was at the PS4 announcement event like 2 years ago, February. We haven't seen it in a while. And yeah, you're right. What will they do with indie games? What first-party studios are there, as you mentioned? Are there other third-party games that are getting announced? Rumors of like a couple years ago, they had things like Kingdom Hearts that was on stage a few years ago. Would that come back? Would Square hold that until tomorrow, where Square has a press conference? We're not sure, but we're going to head right now to the LA Memorial Sports Coliseum, where PlayStation is getting ready for their press conference. Enjoy it live right here on YouTube. We'll be back afterwards. Enjoy the show.
It's starting.
Okay, thank God.
Oh my god, Mad Max. Oh, okay, it's a highlight reel. Because that's what Sony does at this all day.
They will feel my wrath.
Whoa, a sports game that's not from EA.
I nearly shot your head off. Good to see you're alive.
I wish Sony would really stop with all the highlight
Got a treasure to
reels.
find.
They overdo them way too much.
Yeah. They do it every single time.
Like, stop showcasing a bunch of third-party games that are on multiple systems. This is your conference.
As they think, here we fucking go.
Yeah, I thought I heard that too.
So did I.
Like that. Makes awkward.
Oh, by the way, I just talked with Eric about the documentation
Please welcome
thing,
Sean Layden.
and I already told them I ethnically cleansed Team Netherlands,
Good evening.
so he's not gonna check this.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for coming tonight.
this
welcome
guy
to
is a douche.
thousands at theaters across North America who are also watching us, and millions of you online.
Million.
Welcome to the press conference. Since the launch of PlayStation 4, we have seen so much creativity from developers and so much innovation from engineers. who continue to evolve yet our most powerful console. Today, we will show how games, some familiar
Oh, you
and some
gonna tell
entirely
people to
new,
pause now?
are taking advantage of PS4's powerful technology to create, indeed,
That's
the
sad.
best place to play. That's a clap line. That's an applause line. From our PlayStation community of engineers, creators, and developers, PS4 became the start of a new reality in computer entertainment. A reality where games and gamers come first. A reality where games and developers matter. A reality where games drive innovation, where games are filled with intelligence,
Okay,
insight,
you need to stop.
and emotional narrative. A reality where games are the hubs
Oh,
of global
no.
connection and
Yeah.
collaboration.
Oh.
Indeed, a reality where games are the cultural zeitgeist. This new reality of gaming is expansive, inclusive, and boundless. And we can't wait to show you what we mean. Our socially connected network has continued to grow and represents more than traditional gaming. We have risen to the new challenges and opportunities of becoming the best entertainment experience available. What continues to excite me every day are the advances we're seeing in game development. I believe we're witnessing an historic evolution in gaming, full stop. One that is not only redefining how we play, but is
And before
broadening
The
the
Last
appeal of
Guardian,
PlayStation to more people than ever before.
if they actually do it.
But let's get on with it. Our first game tonight has been long anticipated by the gaming community. It is conceived as a poetic story of adventure and friendship, heroism
Guardian.
and companionship.
It's gonna be The Last
I'm personally
Guardian.
proud and incredibly thrilled to introduce
If
this
it's not,
long-awaited
people are
game.
gonna go crazy.
It is.
For me to.
Of course, people in NeoGAF are gonna have meltdowns like it's some fucking big. Well, it has been teased for a month. Yeah, it's The Last Guardian, obviously.
I'm pretty sure it started as a PS3 game in like
Yeah.
2008 or something.
Yeah.
Okay, enough with the logos. This almost looks like Uncharted, how it started.
Oh my god! People are saying, oh my god, Sony's won E3.
Yeah, let the cocksucking begin. He almost jumped off the cliff.
The fuck is that? That would have been better.
You know, some context would be nice.
Yeah, and people in NeoGAF are still having meltdowns just because the game exists, not because it looks good. Oh my god, the games exist. Megaton.
Looks like a PC game from like 3 years ago. There we go with the bullshit jumps.
Like Like, if he's gonna do that, he should have just had the thing jump over there with him to begin with, instead of doing this elaborate shit.
Yeah. I refreshed the page, and the Sony press conference E3 thread gained 8 new pages after I refreshed once.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Sony One E3 posts already.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you can carry hype for a game for 7 years.
Because Sony fanboys are extremely loyal and dedicated.
I don't really know anything about The Last Guardian, but it would just be funny if this wasn't it for some reason. You failed the quick time event. Like, there's not even any context for what's going on right now.
Nobody's even playing the game. We're just watching.
It does look nice at least. It is gameplay, actually. It's nice to see.
Is it game for gameplay?
Yeah, it's nice to actually see gameplay at a games convention.
Yeah, so I went to the thread when you said that. I went and it took me to page 48, but by the time the page loaded, there were 5 more pages. And I refreshed it and just gained 10. Wow.
Thank you. I could not be happier standing here today. You don't know how long I have waited for this moment.
Wow, really?
To reintroduce The Last
Oh
Guardian.
my god.
With first ever
Yeah, see, we called
gameplay
this.
footage on
As soon as the
PlayStation
Sony
4.
conference started, Gaff would go down.
Yes. And of course, I'd like to acknowledge the visionary behind this title for all his creativity, leadership, and hard work. The creative director of Last Guardian, Fumito Ueda. Ueda-san. Thank you.
Literally.
Next, to introduce a completely new franchise that I'm totally excited about, it is my pleasure to welcome from Guerrilla Games, Herman Hurst.
People in Yoga. Oh, I fucking cried watching this.
Once every decade or so,
Yeah, the
studios get a
Sony
rare
fanboys are
opportunity.
disgusting.
An opportunity to leave behind the comfortable and familiar, to conquer the challenge of exploring exotic, new
Well, at least they have an
horizons.
exclusive now.
It's been a long journey getting here,
First.
but
Yeah,
today,
that's true, they do
on
have
behalf of
something new.
everyone at Guerrilla Games, I am delighted to finally unveil our newest franchise.
We know we weren't the first ones here. Our stories speak of the ones that came before. The old ones. The world of the old ones.
They
was
announced
so
an
different
exclusive
than
for
ours.
us. The Last
They had
Guardian.
built incredible cities with towers that reached the stars. But a darkness came, and their cities turned to graves. And without them, the land started to change. Their great cities faded away. And in their place came new life.
Anything worth for Ubisoft?
Over time,
Oh, looks like death is back.
one by one, the tribes came to these lands. Some small and humble. Some
Yeah, and before this game
powerful
somehow
as
has
kings.
guns in it.
They say
There we go.
my tribe was the first.
I wouldn't
first to hunt.
say crossbow is
The
counts.
first to raise our bows.
There was a harpoon. I'm counting that.
For this world is never ours. We've always shared it. A dangerous balance between man and machine. There's the herd. Finally. Damn it. Watcher.
Oh, so there's machines, so there's definitely going to be guns in this at some point.
Go away. No, you don't. Sorry, little one. I couldn't let you call for help. Perfect day for a hunt.
It has good engine.
This is going to be harder than I thought. Okay, this canister should be full by now. Just a couple more. Oh, come on! Yes!
Oh, this game has a female protagonist, so Gap's gonna be all over it. It actually looks pretty nice so far. Assuming this is actually real gameplay.
Yeah, and it doesn't turn into a generic shooter.
Right in the crotch.
Gotta get under it. Got it!
Oh my god, Sony Money 3.
There we go. That was a gun, for sure. I'm counting a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I am too. Oh, and there it is. Yep. Definitely gonna be a shooter.
Stay still! All right. Time to shut you down! The stories don't tell where the old ones went. They don't tell us why the machines rule these lands. But they warn us that this balance cannot last. The storm is coming. And I will be ready.
I'm actually appreciating that Sony's just showing games right now.
Yeah.
This is already way better than Microsoft.
First row files compiled and uploaded. Go over them and let me know what you need.
Yeah, but don't ruin your streak by just showing CGI only.
Yeah. Still waiting for my Crash Bandicoot revival. Ape Escape. Okay, now Gaff is down again. Keeps dying.
Alright, there's no reason for Gap to be down. Like, nothing. Like, okay, they showed some games, but nothing like that. Like, I guess it must be the female protagonist, because there's nothing else for them to go ape shit over like that.
Assad. What you mean, Assad?
Please welcome Assad Kizilbash.
Thank you. Wow, that was beautiful and brutal. This is the world of assassination, and that was the world premiere of the new Hitman. Gamers will travel to exotic locations around the world to take out high-profile targets as Agent 47 returns in the most ambitious Hitman